Hello, everybody. Let me dial this down before I even begin, and I'll forget and blow your ears out. How's everybody doing today? I just shaved my beard and I got hair on my shirt. That's what that is. I trimmed my beard real quick, and I have little J beard hairs on my shirt. Get off. I thought I would trim it up a little. It was getting a little crazy. That's why it is so perfectly lined. But I must have got some on my shirt, and you can see it quite easily with this dark shirt. But look at that. I know Star will appreciate this. This was a Christmas gift given to me by Santa. Santa gave this to me, which means my sister did it. But let me see what is up. I almost sat down and watched Campfire Tales gain for the... That's obviously a typo. For the first time in decades, but hokey. So very early. Am I reading? It's the Imps. It is the Imps. So very early aughts. Oh, okay. I am reading. I just couldn't see. I'm blind. Campfire Tales. I watched it again. Like after I had told you guys about it, I watched it again. Also, I had just posted the new movie exclusive of the month for Patreon, and I remembered to add Walking Dead, 10 days later, and I added the Siege, whatever the Siege movie was. I can't remember the title now. I always forget how to say it. It's like Siege, something with a dungeon. All I know is I added it to the list. I don't know how many votes it got yet, but I did add it to the list. The Jason Statham movie. Now I have to look it up. It's probably at the top of my list because I just looked it up before. In the Name of the King, the Dungeon Siege Tale. I added it. 10, do you mean? 28 days later. 28 days, what am I talking about? Something else? Still shot in Holly's name. Still shot in Holly's name. Holly out or late tonight. So a shot. Holly out or late tonight. So a shot in her name later. Holly out. What does that mean? Still shot in Holly's name. Who's Holly? What is Holly? Oh, Holly Mac. Holly Mac. I'm literally like, who is Holly? Holly Mac. I literally, as crazy as that is, I know Holly Mac is like if you abbreviate or shorten a name, like I always just see it as Holly Mac. So when I saw Holly, I'm like, who the hell is Holly? Because I also talked to a Heidi. One of the number one contributors on Patreon is this woman named Heidi. And I was like, do you mean Heidi? But Holly Mac, yesterday I watched a couple episodes of Leverage. I'm loving the show. I might drop an extra episode like I was doing with Outer Banks. When I really enjoy a show, I have a tendency of getting so far ahead that I don't want to forget things. So there's a chance we might drop an extra episode of Leverage. But Leverage, I just finished. I can't remember the name of the episode. I'm trying to remember the name of the episode. The bank shot job. I think it was called the bank shot job. I definitely watched it. I just can't remember if that's the last one I watched because I was like, it's definitely going to involve a bank and getting shot. But it also could be like basketball with a bank shot. I was having a whole thing about it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm very much enjoying it. Yes, I got the Siege movie. I keep like In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege Tale. That is such a long title. That is added to the list. 28 Days Later was added to the list. I added Holly Max too. Holly Mac, I am assuming you saw on Patreon, I added The Continental Divide. Never seen it. Every other Holly Mac, just so you know, I don't think I meant to write you, and I don't know if I ever did. But your list, I got your list. Phenomenal list. Renaissance Man, one of my favorites. I've probably watched it over 100 times. I kid you not. Growing up, that came out when I was like 12 years old, and I don't know why, because I feel like a 12-year-old shouldn't have loved it as much as he did, but I watched Renaissance Man like 100 times as a 12-year-old. Phenomenal movie. I still watch it to this day. I feel like it was teaching me life lessons at a very young age. Danny DeVito, one of the first movies. I mean, he was in Junior and Twins and stuff, but it was one of the first movies that had like an impact on me as a youngster, I feel like. Renaissance Man, amazing. But if I'm not mistaken, every other movie except for Continental Divide, and I posted one more on the list that you gave me. Oh, Flash Gordon. I've never seen Flash Gordon, but I think all the other movies on your list I've seen. I got to double check, but if you want, feel free to send me a couple more. I'll tell you if I've seen them or not. But I think out of the 10 movies you sent me, I feel like eight, I know at least two of them I didn't see because Flash Gordon and Continental Divide. If you're wondering why I chose those to put on the list from you, it's because it's the only two I hadn't seen that you gave me. But your list was great. You had Secondhand Lions. I talk about Secondhand Lions all the time with my business partner at the arcade. It is hands down one of his favorite movies of all time. Whenever we get into movie debates, he's like, don't forget Secondhand Lions. It's like one of his favorite of all time. But let me say hi to everybody first. Let me sign on. First, before I say hi to everybody, I'm signing on my backup account. I did not like it on any of the accounts, including my main account. I posted it really quick and ran out the door, and I never liked it on any account. So, add your likes, like and subscribe if you have not. Everybody, get on that, like and subscribe. Titanic, second one, wait, Titanic, 1 second one was Sheet. Titanic, 1 second one was Sheet. I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. What is up, Sean M, by the way? Hey, good sir, how's it been? Let me say hi, Sean M. You get the first hello because you're the first one there. HollyMac79, Daniel O'Day, Star, clever name I made. My moderator, Michael. Heidi, still not on the Discord, and she would be insane to geek out or something. Michael, I ask her all the time. I write, Heidi's been a Patreon member for at least 3 years now. And she is the number one contributor by far. Like, has donated tons of money and talks to me all the time. And she's a sweetheart of a person. And I'm always like, come on the live streams on Friday, jump in, say hi. I don't think she ever has. I know she hasn't in a very long time if she did, but I don't think she's ever jumped on. Even when I was doing live watch-alongs, I feel like she was in a location where she like couldn't make it or she was working or something. But Heidi has been around forever, and I've never like had her talk live. I always just am through emails and stuff like that. It's just interesting how you can know somebody for so long and they have an impact on you, and you just know them through emails. It's almost like a pen pal. Ninja Master, what is up? Colvin, I saw Vero G is here. How are you doing, Vero? I was seeing that there is snow. Amelia, I see as well. I think that's the last person I didn't say hi to. If I missed anybody, Amy, France, David, if you're out there, Callisto Warrior Queen, Little Power Monster, the Chimikey Paro, Northern Lion, Hiking Viking, I'm just shouting everybody out I can think of. My good friend Neil is not here yet. Where are you, my good friend Neil? Usually Neil's in here. I hope Neil's all right. I haven't talked to him in a couple days. Neil, if you're out there, we're thinking of you. But what was I just talking about before all that? Crazy about not having a live Campaign 3 last night due to the fires. I hope they are all okay. Oh my God. So the California fires, I've been watching the California fires for days because Michelle, Marion Ravenwood, who I'll text her and see if she wants to jump on while we talk right now, I'll do it. But Marion Ravenwood lived right in Palisades Park up until like 8 months ago and moved to Temecula, which is about like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And right where she lived is where all the fires are. She was talking to me all week, and she was like, if I still was in my apartment, I would have been evacuated. And I think her old apartment burned to the ground. So she's very familiar with the area in which all that's going on. She goes, she said we see smoke and shit like that, but she's like, we're hour and a half at least hour and a half, 2 hours away. So you see smoke and fog and stuff, but they're not in any danger of getting fire or anything like that. But let me text her real quick and tell her, because she always forgets we're on. I'm going to tell her live stream if you want to join. We're talking about fires. Boop. So, you'll probably see Marion Raven would jump on in a second. Matt and Marisha had to evacuate. Okay, so they were. I figured when you guys said it, if they canceled the show, I mean, like I said, I was watching it. It happened Tuesday morning, I believe, is when things started getting crazy. Tuesday morning. It is Friday night. That is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's 3.5 days, and I saw they posted today that they don't think they'll even have the big ones fully contained until the end of next week. So they're like acting like it might be another whole week of this before they're actually all fully contained, which I guess wouldn't surprise me because the ones that started on Tuesday are still not even 10% contained. So it's just crazy how out of control a fire could get. Like it's crazy to me. I understand that fire is not to be screwed with, but to have it be like that much of an impact, I think they said that it's upwards of like 10,000 buildings have burned down, hundreds of thousands of people evacuated, all because of a natural disaster, like a nature. Nature has destroyed us. But why is this knocking off? But anywho, we'll see if Marion jumps in. She's very informed. She has a lot of friends that still live in Palisades Park in that area, like West Hollywood. So she's been getting relayed all sorts of information. There was this conspiracy theory that arsonists were going around starting the fires. They caught one guy that was actually doing it, but Marion was telling me about like a guy. There was people that were witnessing 5 guys running around in mass and starting some of the fire. Like not the initial start of the fires, but like after the fact, they said, I don't know how much of it is real and how much of it isn't, but there are crazy sons of bitches out there. People are looting. That's a real thing. People are looting. I think they said there's like already 20 or 30 people arrested for looting houses that were abandoned, that weren't burned down. Crazy stuff. By the way, if you're looking at this, this is not alcohol. This is airborne. If you ever had airborne, like those disintegratable tablets or whatever, my parents are both insanely sick. Like, remember last week I was like, I don't feel good? By the next day, I was totally fine. I never got sick. I just had like a weird stomach thing. My parents have like a really bad cold. They're like, they sound horrible. They're like all congested and they've been laying on the couch. My sister's making them chicken soup and we've been trying to stay away. Like we're helping them out, but we're like quarantining ourselves. And she's like, let's drink airborne and take vitamin D and zinc and all sorts of stuff so that we do not get sick. If it sounds like my throat is breaking up, it's only because I did like 18 hours of reactions in the last 2 days. So my voice is just cracking up because I have been screaming and yelling. But the Palisades fire started in someone's backyard. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was just like dead trees and, you know, basically it lit up like kindling because there's just too much dead forestry. They're not handling their forestry correctly and it ignited and then all hell broke loose when the hydrants didn't work and all that craziness. So, that being said, I wish them the best. I hope everything's all right with the Critical Role crew and everyone else there. I'm totally fine. I'm across the entire country. So, I mean, obviously, I don't have to worry about it. I've even heard the craziest theories. How people were talking about the drones and they were saying they were on the West and East Coast. I heard theories that people were saying that that's what the drones were, that the drones started the fires in California. Like they blasted the dead trees and started a fire. And that's what the drone, because if you think about it, I mean, I'm not agreeing with this at all, but I haven't heard anything about the drones since. So people were like, why have we not heard about the drones? All of a sudden now there's all these fires. It's a conspiracy to make us forget about the drones or the drones are responsible. Brush and or hoover the forest. Yes, Hoover vacuum. Tinfoil that. Yes, it's very, very conspiracy theory. I love the idea of conspiracy theories. I don't agree with 9 out of 10 of them, probably 10 out of 10 of them most of the time. But I love to hear the crazy radical ideas that people come up with to explain things. Timestamp is 2:36. Let's start setting that up. But yeah, like it's the entertainment factor of it. Not to make light of a bad situation, but like hearing people like explain the like something that's easily explained or the unexplainable with thoughts of drones shooting lasers at trees to start brush fires is pretty ridiculous. All right. Mighty Nine. I mean, if I'm wrong, I mean, I'll always be the first to admit if they end up coming out with the news tomorrow and they're like, drones started all the fires, I'll be like, damn.
I'm a cat.
That was hilarious. It started with, I'm a cat. Yeah, if it ends up being that, then I will be the first to apologize. But that is far-fetched, to say the least. So let's go. We're going to go to 2:36:34. 2:36:34. By the way, we're not going to do the whole thing. I think we established this last week, but we're not going to do it to the break. To the break is over 3 hours, a little under 3 hours. We're going to do, if it's 2:36, we go to, we'll go to like, we'll do like an hour and 35. We'll do like an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. We'll see where's a good time if we're rolling with it. If we hit the 50 likes, we'll obviously do more. There's always a bonus. But right now, I think we're going to do like an hour and 30, hour and 45 minutes. I want to leave room to end this with a Patreon and a YouTube video. We don't have to do a full hour Patreon video, but I want to get back into the swing of having YouTube and Patreon videos again now that the new year started. So, just so we're all clear, we are going to do about an hour, give or take an hour and 45 minutes on the high end. But I mean, if there's a good place to stop before that, like, shortly before that, I am a cat. Yeah, did you like that? I immediately was like, that's hilarious. Hilarious. 2:36:34. I'm waiting for the countdown, but I should have jumped ahead a little. I can't say it. Oh, look at that. It'll go to 2:36:25, but I got to go back to 2010. All right, here we go. I'm going to have volume, so don't blow your ears out. We're not starting yet. I'm just going to test the volume. We'll go to a 4. And 34 is when I'm stopping. So we're not... Oh, I got to take down the window.
So, let's buckle in for this second half here, folks.
Buckling in.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh! And I ruined everything. Oh, wait. No, I can do that. What am I talking about? All right. Here we go.
And welcome back.
I'm an idiot. We're going to go to 34 again. It's another one of those where I got to click it really fast.
Half here, folks.
Oh boy, oh
All right.
boy.
Oh my God, I had it good. And then I'm like, I think I can go a little more. This is the comedic part of the episode, guys, where Jay sits here and clicks buttons for your amusement. I thought I could click like an extra split second, and I couldn't. All right, we're doing it quick again. My apologies. Here we go. 34.
Let's buckle in for this second half here, folks.
Oh boy, oh boy.
All right, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. I was going to take down the black window, but I was afraid I'd miss again. So here we are. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, is what we're reading over here. Marion Ravenwood is on. We were just talking about the California fires, Marion. I was telling everybody about the possible arsonists. They arrested one, possibly more, all the looters. I was telling them you used to live in the area that is currently burning, or already did burn to the ground pretty much, I guess. Sadly, people are losing everything. But if you have any input or anything, I mean, there's nothing to really add, I guess. I mean, you know more than anybody I know about this. How weren't you like living right in the shit? Not now, but like when you were there. I feel like you were telling me you were right in the middle. I know you were really close to West Hollywood and the Star Walk and everything. Didn't we do the first half last week? We did the first half of the first episode, Mike. We never did any part of this, right? I don't think we did this. Yes, this is the second half. Yeah, Mike, we're starting. Yeah, I got confused for a second. We're going to do the first half of the second half, if that makes sense. We're going to do the first half of the second half of part 2. Tell me that's not confusing as hell. We're going to do the first first part, or the second, yeah, the first part of the second half of part 2 of the Mighty Nein Reunited. There's like so many firsts and seconds in all that. Yeah, I'm 90 miles away, but if I still lived there, I would have been trapped. Yes, that's what I was telling everybody, but now you're safe and sound back in good old 1885. We're doing the third quarter. Correct, third quarter. That's a better way to put it. I was talking to Marion last night, and she was sending me links. Well, she had already sent me links. There is a flying DeLorean. A flying DeLorean that is like magnetized that I'm buying. It is like $300 and something with shipping. It is one of the coolest things I ever saw. If you ever see it, if you guys know what I'm talking about, you will be blessed. I'm going to pop it up. I'm going to see if I can find it right now. We're going to look at it together because it is the coolest thing ever. Flying or floating. They called it floating DeLorean. Floating DeLorean. Is there a video on it? Ready? Here we go. Look at this. Marion Raven would show me this. I hope the volume's not too crazy. Oh, do I have to watch your stupid commercials? Ready? Look at this. Look at this thing. It's magnetized and literally spins around on this giant magnet and it lights up. Tell me that's not the coolest thing ever. Look at it all lit up. I'll skip ahead a little. I'll skip ahead a little more. We got the hover converted DeLorean. I checked it out. There is on this the link you sent me, Marion. The link you sent me. It said it was a Kickstarter and you could no longer get them. But I'm guessing the company changed that because when I went on the website, you could get them right now. You could pre-order it. You don't need to do a Kickstarter. You go right to the website and you can pre-order it. I think it says it ships in March. So it isn't even like shipped yet. It is available. I think it's like the coolest thing ever. Look at it. It floats. It floats. I'm going to show you the beginning again because it's the coolest thing ever. Like, look at that. It all lights up and everything. I think it's the most amazing thing I ever saw. More amazing than the time I saw Chunk eat his weight at Godfather's Pizza. But that is what I wanted to show you all. Greatest thing you'll ever see in your entire lives. I hope you're happy that I got to show you. But I was really excited about it. I'm a massive Back to the Future fan. Those things never float right. I was honestly clever. I was watching it. One guy had a video where it was spinning around for like at least 10 minutes and it never once messed up. But I totally agree that usually those things fall off or they kind of like don't ever sit right. I thought the same thing, but I watched this video where this guy was talking and it was like uncut and it was in the background and it was good for like a solid 10 minutes. So I was like, even if it works for 10 minutes, I'll be happy. Even if it works for 10 minutes, just to show people and to be like, I am the coolest person in the world because I own this. That's what it will be. I will be the coolest person in the world just by owning that. What is happening right now? I'm trying to like my video on the last one so we get a head start. Where are you? Video. Once I like this, we will be done. Why can't I like this? All right, screw it. We're not going to get an extra like. I don't know if I can like it. Can I like it when I'm on it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, why can't I find my own video? Why can't I find my own video? I just want to give everybody a head start. Here we go. Boop. All right. We're almost to 25. If we hit 50 likes, you know the deal. Earth spinning knocks them off the axis. But yes, that is the awesome DeLorean. And do any of you, I'm just going to procrastinate more. Do any of you play Marvel Rivals? I don't play it. I found this last night because someone sent this to me. And I thought it was the most adorable thing ever. So we're going to watch this. And then we're going to jump in. Ready, everybody? Most adorable thing you'll ever see in your lives. I hope we don't get copyrighted. This is the most adorable thing I've seen ever by Marvel. that not the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your lives? Everybody? I've never heard of this character before in my life. But he sings a little song for us. And before I get copywritten, I'm going to turn that off. It's the greatest thing. Somebody sent this to me because they know I love, like, stuffed things. I just love stuffed animals. I have all sorts of stuff. And somebody sent this to me and it was like, you need to buy a stuffed animal version of this. Because of, like, I have the baby sharks. I have a whole bunch of baby sharks. And I just thought that was the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. His winter outfit is so adorable. Jeff is taking over the internet almost as fast as some of the referenced models for the heroes. I guess it depends on what you call cute. Baby Shark, YouTuber. Baby Shark, doot. But that's the first thing I thought when I saw him. I've never heard of Jeff. I immediately text my brother, who is a massive comic book guy since we were little kids. And I was like, did you ever hear of Jeff the land shark? And he was like, yeah, he's like Gwen Poole's sidekick buddy animal thing. And he knew all about him immediately. And I was like, I can't believe how much obscure things you know about comic books. But it works. So, love that I type something, then it shows in chat a few seconds later. More amazing than Jester's ant? Is that a Jester's ant? I think that's an ant. I can't tell. Michael Jackson stopped at his house to use the bathroom. Yes. What I was like, I brain farted when I was saying, more amazing the time you ate your weight at Godfather's Pizza. I like brain farted and I'm like, what was I even saying? But that was Goonies. If you guys didn't know, it was Goonies. Marion Ravenwood, of course, got it. Must be nice to speak to the dead. Huh, clever. Those things never float. What are we talking about? Speaking of the dead. Saw on Reddit, Henry Winkler was saying it was arson. Yes. Henry Winkler. What did Star think Henry Winkler was dead? Or that Henry Winkler's so old he's like a ghost? Ben dead since shortly after season 2 of Legend of Vox Machina? Henry Winkler's not dead. Are we thinking of somebody else, Star? He might have even passed shortly before. I can't remember anymore. Henry Winkler is not dead. Henry Winkler is alive and well. Are we thinking of somebody else, Star? Now I have to look. I literally heard the same thing. That Henry Winkler, there's no way Henry Winkler's dead. Yeah, no, he's alive. Henry Winkler is alive and well. He's 79. Turned 79 a month and a half ago. Yeah, I was like, there's no way. I think you're thinking of somebody else. God damn it, are you trying to get that the song stuck in my head? That's it. Now you're obligated to react to all of Epic. What is Epic? Is Epic the company? Henry Winkler is still alive. Then my state's news fucked up a little because it was all over actual news here for weeks. Yeah, I was like, no, he was recently in Barry. They were talking about having him come back if they restart Barry. And then I was reading all last night what Clever's saying. I was talking to Marion Ravenwood about it. I was like, Henry Winkler is saying that there's arson all over California. And I was researching Henry Winkler. He would have definitely came up in my news feed that he's dead. Yeah, like I was looking up all these articles. It would have definitely showed up. That dude is dead, sir. He is no longer breathing. But no, he is alive and well. He is old. I mean, he's 79. He's not quite in his 80s yet, but getting up there. He's getting up there. I mean, he's looking pretty good. He was looking good in Barry. I knew Lance died. Yeah, Lance Reddick died. Oh, is that who we're talking about? Because Lance Reddick died. He was in Legend of Vox Machina. That's why when you said Legend of Vox Machina, I'm like, Henry Winkler was not in Legend of Vox Machina as far as I know. So, I also see Reverse Unicorn is here. Yes, Henry Winkler is alive and well. Back in good old 1885. Whoever is alive and well is always back in 1885, just in case you didn't know. I don't have any alcohol today, guys. I told you, Jay's taking a break from drinking. I got to lose some weight. I weighed myself after New Year's and I gained like 30 pounds since. I'm not even kidding you. I might have said all this already. But I have gained close to 30 pounds since Halloween. Since Halloween, which is like a little more than 2 months, I have gained almost 30 pounds because that is when the ENT gave me the okay to start drinking and eating again. And almost every day since then, I have eaten and drank my face off to make up for lost time. So, Jay was like, I got to lose some weight. And I also want to take a little break because I was drinking too much. So, we have vitamin water. And I do have a edible chocolate bar. So, maybe I'll take a piece of the edible chocolate bar at some point. You guys let me know if you think I should. Is Ninja Master still here? I know all the smokers in the group. Who in the group is still smoking, hitting the radiators? I haven't smoked since September. October, November, December, January. We're going on 4 or 5 months since I've smoked. Like legitimately smoked. But I've had edibles on occasion between then and now. So that's not a big deal. But I'm just curious, who in the chat here? I know Colvin, Ninja, Clever sometimes. I'm trying to think of who our smokers are. Eat it now. Henry Winkler is in Legend of Vox Machina. Maybe he was. I honestly can't remember. Henry Winkler slaps the ground and all the fire goes out. That's how I saw it on the news. I saw him go, I'm telling you, it's arson. Boom! And all the fire went out within a mile radius of Henry Winkler. It happened. I saw it. It's real. Not a conspiracy theory. I've got my radiator packed and my bags are packed. Flight something. I'm trying to think of that song. How dare people not know Steve Guttenberg? Of course, Steve Guttenberg. Police Academy? Well, who doesn't know Steve Guttenberg? Where is that? I'm trying to see where Steve Guttenberg is before that. But Steve Guttenberg, I love Steve Guttenberg. I got a picture with Steve Guttenberg. He was at one of the Monster Manias. I forget what movie he was doing. But Steve Guttenberg was at one of the Monster Mania conventions, the same one I saw Robert Englund at, but not the same year. Like the year before, Steve Guttenberg was there for something, and it was like $25 to get your picture and autograph with him. Which doesn't say much for Steve Guttenberg's career nowadays. But he was there, and I love Steve Guttenberg. As opposed to an inedible one. I cut my drinking in half, but my radiator is stocked. Clever's good. Winkler played Pike's great-great-grandfather. Oh, yes, I do remember now. Thank you very much. I was like, I can't picture who he played. That is right. I do 100% remember now. On the occasion, I do smoke. It's tobacco. And I don't have any handy. Yeah, I haven't smoked a cigarette, anything smoke. Because you guys know I would occasionally smoke cigarettes when I would go hang out with Neil. Has Neil popped up yet? Where's Neil? I have not seen Neil. Neil's concerning me because he's always in the chat. And I haven't talked to him in a few days. So now I'm going to have to text Neil. Right now, we're going to text Neil. Ready? I'm going to find out where Neil is just to make sure he's all right for our own sanity. When's the last time I talked to Neil? All right, let's see what Neil says. I haven't talked to him since last live stream, which was right after New Year's, I think. So right after New Year's is the last I talked to Neil. Oh, I texted him. He goes, "Oh shit, I'm coming on. You're gonna see Neil in a second." I just wanted to make sure. I was like, Neil is always on. If I don't see Neil or hear from Neil, I get concerned. He liked a video of mine on TikTok last night. Okay, haven't seen him. He's coming on. You'll see Neil pop up in a sec. I'll be there in a few minutes. I'm going to pee and smoke a cig. Okay, so he's home. He's going to run and pee, and they wouldn't let him smoke a cig in the hospital, so he's good. I just worry, because if I haven't heard from Neil in a while, usually he's like having medical problems. Neil's knee deep in poon. For his sake, for him and his sake, and he would think the same thing, he would probably want the same thing. Did I say that in English? I haven't even taken an edible or drank yet. Should I take a piece of this? Those of you who haven't seen, these are cereal bar edibles. They're milk chocolate infused with cannabis. I have had them before, and I'm not kidding you, they kick your goddamn ass. They come in golden ticket wrappers. Whenever I open it, I feel like I'm winning a golden ticket from Willy Wonka. But I kid you not. They come... I will try to show this to you. Like, this is a s'mores one. I don't know if you're seeing a good look at it. I'll see when I lean forward. This is a s'mores one. It literally looks like a... Well, it is legitimately a graham cracker on top of chocolate with a marshmallow. But I'm not kidding you. Like, this little piece will not... Like, this is how much of this one I've eaten. I've eaten like a half of a sixth. And that one little piece, within like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, will frig you up. So, I'm just like telling you guys. Willy Wonka style. How stout is it? One bar is 600 milligrams. And one square would be 100. But I'm telling you, I have had edibles. I have eaten an entire bag that's been like 250, 300 milligrams. I've eaten an entire bag, and I'll be like, I'll be high, but I'll be like functional. These, I don't know. Like, people have told me like edibles aren't all the same. And when I had one of these, I was like, I 100% agree, because based on what I have consumed in the past, I should be able to eat half of this bar with no problem, and a quarter of this bar will like toast me. I ate a gummy once and it was 5 milligrams and I died. Yeah, that's like, it is potent. My sister is a pro, and my sister's like, I have a quarter and I'm frigged up for like a quarter of a day. Haha, a quarter of a day. But yes, crazy stuff. Should we hit play? Kneel deep. He is kneel deep. Neil is kneel deep. Willy Wonka style. Golden ticket is Wonka's factory. Pot, yeah, they're equivalent. I'm afraid to try edibles, or take a hit for that matter. Was given an opportunity, but just trying to inhale the hot air scared the shit out of me. I told you guys, when I was younger, I was so paranoid. I took a hit once in a blue moon with my friends. They were all potheads. And I would get so paranoid, I would hate life whenever I smoked. And then once I was like with a girl who I could smoke at home and be like away from everybody, because people would screw at you. I'd be like, I'm freaking out, and they'd be like, blah, 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 and like people would like intentionally try to fuck with you. But when I was with a girlfriend who is a massive pothead, she's like, you're in a safe place. I won't do that. Feel free to smoke and just lay down and zone out and do your thing. And once I got used to it and comfortable with it, I was like totally fine. I never got paranoid again. But edibles will make me like paranoid if I have too much, but I think it's just because they're potent. So it'd be like if I was just smoking nonstop, like inhaling gobs and gobs and gobs. At a point, I think you'd be paranoid. It's like, I just feel like edibles are harder to judge than smoke. Like if you take a hit, it's like, all right, take a hit, here you go, and then you pass it on, you're done. But if you have like an edible, it's like, well, how much do I eat? Should I eat the whole bar? Should I have like 5 gummies? Should I have 10 gummies? Should I have the whole bag? I don't know. I feel like it's just harder to equate the level of high you'll get with edibles. But if you experiment properly, I guess you'll figure it out. Either way, we have been on for like 45 minutes now, and Jay is not procrastinating, but Jay is just ranting about insanity. THC is my kryptonite. Doesn't stop me, though. It's overcharging your nervous system, probably. I was popping 30s, got some better shit, and was stuck, literally stuck. I'm afraid to try edibles, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. About 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, I'll take that half, and then we'll see. We'll roll with it. So everybody, if you're jumping in, like and subscribe. I didn't get the clock ready. Gotta get the clock ready. All right. We're doing it quick. Set your clock. Everybody set your clock. We are doing 2:36:34. 2:36:34. Everybody set your clocks. 2:36:34. Set the clocks. Got it. Whoopsie doopsie. I have 10 other things I would talk about, but we probably should get into this. We have so much fun just chatting about nonsense. I was going to talk about Nosferatu. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm wondering if you guys have, because I'm debating on whether or not I should see it this weekend. So write in the chat if anybody's seen Nosferatu and whether or not it's worth seeing. I've heard it's either the greatest thing. I've heard it's either the greatest thing ever or the biggest piece of shit. I'm not kidding you. From reputable people that I talk to and trust the opinions of, I've heard it is either the greatest thing of the year, which just started, or it is a miserable sack of crap. So, two totally different opinions. And I did see Squid Game. I marathoned it in one day. I woke up the day after it came out. I think it was the day before New Year's. It came out the day after Christmas, I think. And then the day or two before New Year's, I marathoned it. It was the day that I had food poisoning. The day I had food poisoning, I was miserable, and I marathoned Squid Game while I was in bed. It was good. I didn't think it was nearly as good as season 1, but good enough, good enough. Sean, seen it, wasn't impressed. Sean, not impressed with Nosferatu. Jay watched the Rim review. The Rim review? I don't know what that is. A remake of Wolfman is coming out. I saw that, and I don't know if you guys know. I probably said it a million times. Anything relating to Wolfman is like my favorite of the Universal monsters. Wolfman, love it. Wolfman is amazing. My favorite Wolfman is from Monster Squad. Of any Wolfman I've ever seen in theaters or in cinema, I think the Monster Squad Wolfman is the greatest Wolfman of all time. I kid you not. I feel like he might not be the most scary, but to me, he was the most realistic, authentic, like, Wolfman. He was like a dude that was scared out of his mind, that couldn't help but turn into a Wolfman. And when you kicked him in the nards, it hurt because he was a man, so he had nards. And then you blow him up and he reformed. Like, you could explode this dude and he reformed. That was amazing. I love that Wolfman. Greatest Wolfman ever. Neil's in the chat. Neil, perfect timing because we're about to do 3, 2, 1. Ready? Everybody. 3, 2, 1, go.
As the ship slowly begins to creep its way in the direction
Wolfman's got nards,
this
everybody.
flashing battle in the distance.
Got nards.
What are your final preparations?
Greatest
And
advice
for
I
this,
ever received as a child.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead and...
And we immediately are getting a battle map, and it looks like it's snowing in the studio. Oh my god, what is this all about?
This is sucks. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't know there was a thing underneath it.
This is crazy.
Well, but the
A triangle map. Awesome.
So actually, it has the texture.
But why?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it is like a giant battleship map
It's got a
with
dragon.
battleships.
That anchor
Like when I
hurts.
saw the squares like that, I was like, oh, it reminds me of Battleship with the colors
do you
like
want
the
to
ocean.
be on the
It is
deck when you
Battleship.
approach the fight?
Nah, Michael Landon was the
Valid
best
shit, you got.
teenage
Ready to ride.
Wolfman.
And because we're at sea,
Michael Landon.
I will be casting every
When was Michael
24
Landon
hours
a teenage
religiously
Wolfman?
the underwater
Oh,
breathing.
was he
You got
the
it.
one from
All
the
right,
original?
So all of you have
I think
underwater
at
breathing.
first I thought you
So
meant
drowning
Jason
is a
Bateman because
concern at
Jason
this moment.
Bateman,
Are
Michael
there
J.
cannons on the
Fox
ship?
were
Do they have
Wolfmen.
people to run them?
But they
Do I
were
need to-
like
There are-
corny
Powder
looking.
monkey.
There are
And they
6
were
cannons
comical,
on
like
each side.
intentionally so. They were comical.
And they have a
Teen
powder
Wolf,
monkey set in
they were-
there,
they were
so you're
comical.
free to do what you want.
Okay.
And then the scary
Are there any
Wolfmen.
ballista or
I
any
feel
other
like they go
heavy
too
sort of
over the
weaponry
top
on this?
No
with
ballista,
the
just the
violent
cannons.
nature.
As we get close,
like,
I'm gonna ritual cast
a Werewolf in London.
water
Werewolf in
walk
London.
on us
I mean,
as well,
practical
on all of
effects
us.
were cool and everything.
Okay, how long does that last?
But they were like
It's lasts for an hour.
gigantic
For an hour.
beasts.
As we get close. You said.
As you
Yeah.
get
I
close.
like a
Okay, got it. Whereabouts on
wolfman
the ship do you want to be?
that walks on 2 legs and is like a man that is a wolf. Kind of like the new one. The new one is a man that's a wolf. I like that. I don't want a giant wolf that doesn't
yeah,
know
you-
he's a
you were
man.
going for it in the
What
back.
kind of
The
silly
bow?
bullshit is that?
Sure.
the bow.
That is
Real
not
wolfmen know
the
that
The
they're
stern.
men.
That's the stern.
Yes.
I talk to him all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
go right to the front starboard side.
Michael J. Fox
Downstairs.
was my
Around
wolf.
there?
Michael J.
Yeah.
Fox
You got
isn't
it.
a bad
Yes,
one.
I
He was
do.
just a comical wolf man.
Veth, Bo,
Like he was
Caleb?
like a wolf man you'd want to
things.
hang out with and surf on
One,
a van.
I will have.
He wasn't
gone
like a wolf
below
man
deck
you want
and
to
tried
be to
fashion a quick
have people
fluffernutter
fear
out
you
out of some
and attempt to
some
kick
You could
your
have gotten the
nards.
materials,
black
sir.
powder
Go
and
ahead and
stuff.
roll.
I dare you
roll
to kick my nards.
an
as a
intelligence
wolf
check
man.
for
I
me.
will eat
You
you.
don't mind?
That's an 8
Okay.
plus intelligence.
So like I
that's
said,
11.
Okay,
gonna
so you
go
don't blow yourself up.
about an hour and
Roll a
45
dexterity
minutes.
check to see plus proficiency
we'll
modifier.
go to
Can you
about
imagine?
beep 3.
Plus proficiency 20.
Okay,
Very,
so you
very
don't
clearly.
it does not detonate in the construction,
We'll go to,
and
like,
you manage to piece it
420,
together fairly well.
425.
It seems like a functional fluffernutter.
Great. And I will go
Functional
to the,
fluffernutter. We'll go to
the
like
crow's
425 on the
nest, is it
clock.
called?
That'll
There
give
you go.
us
go
enough
to the front
time
To the front one, yeah.
for like a
join
20-minute
just around
YouTube
this time.
video and like a 40-minute Patreon video.
Jester.
I said I want to start getting back in the
Back
swing
here.
of doing the Patreon hours and stuff, but we're not going to do a full hour.
I'll
We'll do a
join
full hour
forward
counting the YouTube
at the
video.
front.
the front.
It's called The Bow.
At the
Wolves?
bow. The bow.
I just saw a
You
movie
wrote
came
that
out
down
called
in your
Werewolves
Like
Yeah, it's
literally-
on another page.
with Frank
I
Grillo.
need some super glue here real fast.
People
I
told
punched
me
one of
that's
the
not
minis
good either. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But I saw Frank Grillo in a movie
That's
called
okay.
Werewolves.
I
There
know,
was
it's perfect.
Jack Nicholson
I knew that was gonna
in
happen.
Wolf.
Super glue.
That was
All
an
right, so you're
interesting
over
one.
here with them.
The bow.
Okay.
And then I take
You're
out my
The timing is perfect.
I honestly have a little bit of faith in the new Wolfman
back
movie
by the
because I
sequence.
think it's done by the same guy that did The Invisible Man. And I thought they did a decent job with that movie. It was different than I thought it would be, more technological, but
material.
I thought The Invisible Man was
gonna be old
a
enough.
very creepy thriller.
Grab
Or was that
I thought they handled it pretty well.
when things are never resolved.
The cannons continue to fire.
Not from our ship,
distance.
though. From
Is it just
other
lighting up the
We're not there
clouds
yet?
and-
It is.
Oh, God.
And in one flash of lightning, you see
Like
a
and subscribe
swell
if
of
you
water.
haven't. We are
Tower.
halfway. We're one away from
30,
halfway.
40, 50 feet
We're at
above the
24
ocean,
likes,
and
one
you
away
see
from
two of these
50. If we
ships
hit
just
50,
vanish beneath the ocean.
we will eliminate
And another
half of the
flash.
Patreon video. And we'll
And
do it
more
live.
of you can see
that is the
there's
deal.
a large serpentine shape that occasionally crests beyond, looping through the waves.
Serpentine
It's here,
shape
and now it's over
looping
here.
through the waves.
Two more of the ships go down.
Oh, great.
And you
We're
watch as
losing
lightning
ships.
strikes in multiple places, and the other ship catches fire. The rain beginning to put it out,
Ships are going down
right as the ship
quickly.
breaks in the center. And you see a massive serpentine head.
Love it. I
emerge
can't
from
wait to see it. I can't wait
and
to see
these
it.
faint
How many of you have
yellow
seen it? Have
glow
everyone
from
here
multiple
seen
places.
it? I know some of you haven't
top
seen The
before-
Reunited.
Withdraws back into the ocean
Oh God.
as the ship pushes
Oh,
closer.
God.
As soon as I want to cast control weather.
Okay.
Control
Weather?
weather.
Yes.
Okay.
She's making it even stormier.
Yeah. He's gonna get cold.
Control
I'm gonna
weather.
try to
I'm gonna
calm
make
the
it
storm a
worse.
little
I'm gonna make it where we
Okay.
can't even see
You are
visually, and our whole
controlling the
ship is
weather
gonna be
versus
capsized.
a demigod also controlling the weather.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to roll off for the
Yeah,
effect.
but
Rollies, rollies.
You're almost a demigod. I've got a lot of power.
I don't like
Okay.
werewolves
I
generally,
don't know.
but ginger
Okay.
snaps is
So,
my thing. I've never
This is a
seen
force
ginger
of
snaps.
will and
That's when I
and
start.
focus. I need you to go
As
ahead and
much
roll
of a horror
D20 for
fan
me
as I
and
am,
your
and as much as I
spell
love werewolves,
modifier, which is your
I
wisdom
have it.
modifier.
Believe it or not, I own it. And one of my exes, I think it was my fiance,
Thanks.
my ex-fiance,
Natural 20.
was obsessed with it. But she had seen
Be
it so
that
many times that I just never
Wait, what?
watched
What's my
it.
spell modifier?
Spell
And I
modifier.
own it, and I never seen it. And I think there's sequels to it and stuff. Never seen it.
What do I use? Wisdom?
Cleric.
I know.
Werewolves
Plus
can't
five
act for shit. Don't say
is
that to them, Sean.
25 and
They will
guidance?
bite
Well, I don't
your
know.
No, I don't.
face
You don't
off.
also get guidance.
I don't know.
Werewolves don't like hearing they can't
I don't
act.
get guidance on a
You should
spell.
watch it,
I
and
can't
Ginger
guide
Snaps
myself on
too.
a spell.
I'll add it to my
Okay,
list.
just so you're aware, this is
That'll be
concentration
added
spell.
to the list of
So if you
movies
cast
to
something
watch.
else,
So if you cast anything
I think it might
concentration,
even
it's
be
gonna
on
go
my
away.
list, but I never have added
Okay,
it to the
cool.
poll.
But for right now,
I'll definitely
as we
add
get
it to the
close,
poll.
it might help
It'll
us
be
a little
officially
bit.
added.
Okay, so roll a d4.
Like and subscribe, everybody. We're one
takes
away
1d4
from half.
times
I'd
10
like to be
minutes
at
for
least
each new
halfway
condition shift to
by the
happen.
time.
It's a slow
the bell
process over
tolls.
time.
Oh, but it's within 5 miles. So could I have done it as we were approaching?
Hi, Papa Neil.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a
Jay,
d4 for
say
me.
hi to my dad. Hello to Neil's father. How are you, good
3.
sir?
3.
So 30
I was like, who's
minutes?
Papa
30
Neil?
minutes for
It's
it to go
Neil's
from,
Papa. Hello.
this is
Hello.
like-
How are you?
This is
Long
a
time no
big
see.
stage
I
here.
hope all
Okay,
is
so,
well.
with this, it begins to slowly subside from an absolute crazed torrential storm.
What about
to
the
just-
Wolf of Wall Street? That's
Just a
a good
regular-
one.
Just heavy
Honestly,
rain.
I should have thought of that.
I like that game.
I beat
The Wolf of Wall
Tula.
Street,
50-foot
totally
swell.
different, but still. I mean,
Similarly,
I could put it in the mix.
in the 15 minutes ago or whenever she did that,
I've seen The Wolf of
Caleb
Wall Street
brings
100
the pearl
times.
up and does
Just if
Fortune's
that's
favor on
what
himself.
people are wondering,
Okay.
I've seen that
right
many
when
times.
it's on the brink, when I think that when Uki is coming out of the water,
Uki.
I'm going to precast mirror image if you'll allow it.
Uki.
Okay.
Michael
Sure.
Douglas should have
Yeah, go for
played
it.
a wolf man.
I would
could
like
see
to
This is a
that.
dumb move.
How about Brotherhood of the Wolf?
I would like to cast a
I don't know if I even
pre-spell
heard
as
of
well.
that. Brotherhood of the Wolf.
I would like to
that
cast
sounds familiar.
Intellect
What is
Fortress
Okay.
that? Intellect
on
Fortress?
Fortress. Intellect Fortress.
Okay.
I like it. Intellect Fortress.
Which gives him advantage on wisdom saves, charisma saves, intelligence saves.
We're
So
getting
up to an hour. Okay.
Up to an hour.
That's great. So you are also considered concentrating.
Advantage on all sorts of
for you
stuff.
and
Does
Jess.
Alpha
What are they doing?
Dog count?
Resistance to
That was a
psychic
wild
damage.
movie. That's
And
the one
then
with Justin
also,
Timberlake,
no,
right?
Just to Ford.
If that is,
Advantage
I'm pretty
on
sure that's the Justin
intelligence,
Timberlake
wisdom,
movie.
and charisma saving.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Me too.
That movie's got such a sad
Wrong
ending.
My usual super glue is glued shut.
For
so I
Justin
can't
Timberlake,
do
that was like the saddest Justin Timberlake
timing of it
project
all.
I ever saw.
Solved the crime.
But you don't want me to be part
Potion
of
of
your camp.
necrotic resistance. That has to be so old.
What about like putty?
As soon as I
I can putty it up, I guess.
Putty.
Buddy.
Yeah, we want her on her feet.
I want her on her
Do
feet
it.
too.
White
can't
Fang
believe
is
I
my
did that. The minute
wolf.
I put my hand out, I
White
was like,
Fang.
Fuck.
Isn't that a Disney movie?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure White Fang is a Disney
fragile.
movie. I probably have
This
seen
one's
it
because
if
this
it
one's
is
been
what I'm
broken through the entire
thinking,
campaign multiple times, and
but
she's
probably
jumping
not
around doing
in
dump,
many moons. Pun intended.
dope monk shit all the
Many
time. So
moons.
Catches up on your knees.
Full moon. Wolves,
there you go. That'll work fine.
Pun intended.
Look at that.
Nice.
Perfect. So, any other prep before you get within the combat range?
Did anybody see the
I
Biden
take out my
comment?
bag of ball
Not
bearings
to
and
get
dump them on the
political, but I
ship
thought it was
just to
funny,
make it
regardless of who
interesting.
you like.
For all of us to
What the
Biden,
fuck?
I'm joking. I'm
when
joking.
he was giving a press conference yesterday,
swell
was
of the wave
like,
that comes up,
told Kamala Harris, he's like, fire away. And
I
he
think
literally
that's what
goes,
started-
no pun intended,
Ford will take out the
And I was like,
Star Razor.
I don't know if
take
he
out
should
his
have said
heart,
that.
Booms.
fire
that
away,
elven light,
no pun
and then I
intended.
will
I
also
was like,
cast
even if
blind
you didn't
myself and
intend the
just stay
pun,
at the
you probably
battleship
shouldn't have said it,
hover
because now
above the
people are going
deck
to
and try and
comment
get a little
out the
bit of an
wazoo
elevated
because of the fires in
I will
California.
join Beth.
Okay.
Overly. May I?
How long do your wings last? Is that what you're doing? Is that your bum? Are you using your
That
wings?
wasn't. I was
Oh,
not,
White
those are
Fang was a
mint.
Jack
but
London
I was
novel.
going
It
to
was a
see,
movie,
could
but I
I,
forgot who did it. I'm pretty sure it was like a Touchstone Pictures or Disney, but Disney
let's see.
owned Touchstone
That's fine.
Pictures.
I would love to let out a
I
large...
honestly remember the movie,
Scream.
but I don't remember
A battle cry to get
much
everybody
about
ready.
it.
A
It
battle
was,
cry, how
it
long
was
does
a
it
long
last?
time ago. That movie has an amazing soundtrack.
it's for the
James
next
Horner
round.
was the soundtrack.
Oh, yes.
I maybe
Oh, so
hold that
let's-
until
We
you're
are
yeah.
ready.
And a baby
of course.
John
Still in a battle
Cusack
cry
was
to get
in
everyone
White
pumped, which I
Fang.
think is awesome.
I'm gonna toss the
Or Socks
iron
from
It's
the
the
sword.
Lord in the
Costner.
middle
Oh
of
my
the storm.
God.
You feel his presence, like
From,
the strength of his eye
Dances
upon
with
you, and as
Wolves.
you yell out
Dances
into the
with
storm,
Wolves.
more
I'm
lightning
surprised I didn't
strikes
think
in
of
the
that. That's one of my
vicinity,
favorite
but it
movies.
seems
Anything
to
Kevin
be
Costner.
joining your battle
I think
cries,
Kevin
the
Costner
rumble.
has some of the most glorious cinematography
billows around.
in any movies ever. Like his movies.
Okay.
Glorious
Bonus
cinematography.
You unleash a battle
Dance
cry
with
to the
Wolves.
creatures of Troy.
All right.
Mother effers tried
Everybody
to
else
shoot
good?
his wolf. Did they shoot his wolf?
Thumbs up if you're good.
I'm gonna toss
I
the
can't.
iron
I haven't
stone
seen
of
it so long. I
fortitude
can't
into the
remember.
air.
If they did shoot his wolf, I
everyone
feel like the
turns on
wolf
their
got
cell
away.
phones.
I feel like they made you think the wolf might have got killed, but then he got away. I'll tell you right now,
Two oops
if he did get
stones.
killed, I
Yeah,
blocked it
I've
from my
got, like,
memory
20.
and pretended he didn't.
So many.
You see one
Parts in
ship
the
that
bag.
is turned and is
Socks
trying
was
to
his name.
flee.
Yes, good call, Socks.
And about now, a voice
'Cause
pierces
he
all
had-
of your minds.
White from here down. Looked like he was wearing socks.
Come, feed my anger
Wolf Creek.
and drink of the tea.
Dude, everyone in California is so pissed
back of
at
the ship
Newsom and Mayor
Explodes.
Bass. They want her. I
Bits of
see it all
wood
over the
and
place. Resign,
Shrapnel and
resign.
debris just go
Mark
flying as a tail cracks the back of the ship off, and
is
immediately
a beast.
it
I
begins
don't know
to
how to say
capsize
that.
into water.
Dacascos?
It vanishes beneath.
Mark Dacascos? I don't know if I know who
These
that is.
waters have ever been mine. You trespass,
We're having
and
voice.
shall be made an example.
You hear from no particular
We are just hearing
location
from everywhere.
to this moment
Uk'otoa.
that you begin to see.
We hit 25
dark
likes.
shapes
We are halfway, everybody.
appearing
Halfway
in
to
the water.
50. Keep liking. If we hit 50, we will cut the Patreon hour in half.
Oh gosh.
Boxes.
What is that?
Oh, they're going to be all the tentacles.
Oh my God, man, this is so fucking cool.
I love it.
They
It's
had
almost like a
these things
Kraken.
already made.
No. He had these made special.
This is almost like a Kraken.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, those aren't tentacles. Those are like serpent. Oh, they're like the
Big
serpent
Wait, where's
things.
the head?
He's a bit. It's still underwater.
Oh, yes. I can't see it.
So much scarier in this size than in the Ukutoa game.
Well, it's a full-size one.
Never mind. Now he moved it.
Keep him locked away.
And with that, I need everyone to
That is not at all what I imagined.
roll initiative.
When Ukutoa with eyes all over it. I did not imagine
Get out of
this
here.
greatness. I didn't imagine a serpent, so to speak.
No, for a forward.
That's
Phenomenal.
Okay.
And look how close he is.
Yeah.
Look how close he is to the ship. That is
Each
horrible.
of those things get a turn?
Probably.
Yeah. Probably.
And they probably each get to do something.
Look, they've all got tentacles coming off of their.
And eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I had to.
So,
I have like something
20
stuck in my tooth.
35 to 20. 20 or
I don't
30 to
have it close
25.
to my
Okay,
eyes.
finally
Oh, you
got it.
don't? Okay.
You
So,
ever have something stuck in your tooth?
25 to 20.
You want to bite your face off to get it? I'm good.
Oh.
Yup, it came out in 2014.
You're on front,
What's the
Captain.
Harrison Ford movie that came out a couple years ago with a
all right.
wolfy dog?
20 to 15.
I can't remember what the
16,
breed
18.
was. My mom says hi, everyone. Hello to Neil's mother.
I think
Neil's mother. Hello,
And then Bo and
hello.
Yasha with Bo first.
Yes, Bo first.
Yeah.
We're watching a giant serpent attack a ship.
Caleb.
15 to 10.
11.
I mean, look at that thing. That thing is awesome.
It's
One,
okay,
two,
I'm the
three,
healer,
four,
I
five.
should be
There's got to
last.
be like 6 or 7 eyes just on the head.
Caleb?
There's like
good
2 or
16.
3 or 4 eyes on every
you're
piece
after
of its
Bo and
body.
Yasha?
There's got to
Yasha,
be
Caleb,
easily 15 to
16.
20 eyes on this
Bo,
thing.
Yasha, Caleb.
The
Jack.
face,
He's actually
that
in really good
image.
order.
Do they make a toy of this? Is there a
right.
sideshow toy
Yeah.
of Ukutoa?
Well, that
I'm
being
not gonna
said,
lie,
boy,
Ukutoa, the
battle
colors too.
begins
I dig the colors. It's like
at
purple.
Ukutoa's initiative.
If you guys don't know me, purple's my favorite color.
we
But I
have
love
water
when you
walking,
combine
you said?
You
like
do.
And
You can
breathing.
aqua,
water breathing and while they're
purple,
walking, so you can go ahead and
like
leap onto
light
the water if you'd
pinks
like
and
to.
stuff like
The
that
water
with
is-
it.
The
That is
storm
a
is
perfect color
blasting at
combo
this
of
point.
greatness, and it looks
It's
so
better than it was.
amazingly awesome. Way cooler than I pictured.
That he slows down.
No, it is actually. This is going to
I want
alter
a
some of the
sideshow
layer
toy.
actions.
I'll
As long
I'll
as it
pay
remains concentrated,
$1,000.
it will layer-
You
it
guys
will
know
alter
I
some of the
will.
layer actions.
I
Because
paid
you
200
are
or
on his
300 for
home
these
turf,
guys.
in his
If
home
I had a
turf.
Right,
full
that makes
size to
sense.
scale
So-
Ukutoa,
With that,
I buy like I
What's
want him
his
to be like
favorite
this
train?
big, probably bigger. I want like this big. Because if Bo is like you guys see behind me, Grog is like this
It just
big.
sucks getting out of
If
that.
Grog is that
going
big,
to
I want an
shift.
Ukutoa that's like as big as half of my body.
Oh, I don't like
I'll
it.
pay
Over to the
I like that,
$1,000.
that fake out.
I'll pay
Shifted back
more
and
if need be.
forward.
But I want.
Topic.
before it is
ViewMasters,
floating,
you know
the
Mark
head emerges, and a
Dacascos,
singular eye, the one that's
sushi
haunted your
ninja
dreams
from
for
okay, I
so
do.
long is there
Yes,
before
yes,
you.
yes. The sushi
A
guy.
massive
Okay,
rows of teeth.
I know him very well. I know him
The
from a ton of
tendrils
things.
that
I just
wrap
didn't
around the sides of
remember
its
his
head,
last
thin
name.
eyes.
There you are, ugly. I
They sell that
expected more.
exact mini,
It's
but
only
so
just
but in the pieces.
With that,
I
you
want
see
like
behind
I
him
want one
one of the
in,
waves.
in one piece. Mike,
Well
tell
up,
them
as it's
to
going to
make
go
one
ahead
in one
and
piece
tidal
for me.
wave
I
across.
want. I mean, that'd be cool too. Honestly, that might be cool. It might be
250 feet
cooler to
long,
do what
gets
he's
the whole
doing.
ship.
And
Like
we're
put it on a
water
desk.
breathing, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
water breathing.
Get like a
It is-
layout
Does it
on
wash
my
us
desk.
out?
Like I have a desk in my
250
bedroom.
feet tall, this wave.
Put like a blue
doesn't
layout
even
on my
die.
desk
Can't
and
even
have
avoid it.
Ukutoa just kind of floating around on my desk.
So it's like,
Maybe I would like
Yes.
that.
is it
better.
like,
Now,
Holy shit.
I need all of you to make a strength saving throw.
did my battle cry go through?
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
The the combat should begin when it gets to you.
Okay, okay.
All right. Because Critical Role is going to listen to
Strength saving
Michael. Of
throw?
course they will.
Strength saving throw.
Star
we're going
Michael has an
13.
inside
13. You take 45 points of
connection.
bludgeoning damage,
His voice gets carried very far.
and you're knocked prone.
Wait.
I'm flying.
Yeah.
I'm flying.
Prone flying.
Prone flying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
Wait,
like
how much did you
$80
just
last
say?
time I checked. That's actually not bad at all.
45.
Beauregard?
15.
I gotta remember, is it on
45
their
points bludgeoning
website?
damage.
Mike, where do you get
45
it?
points.
They
Did
sell
you
that
fail
exact
or
mini.
save?
Is it
Fail.
on
I must have
Critical Role's
Pretty sure
website?
45.
Failed.
I'm using Fortune's Favor now.
Or is it like, I forget if they get their minis somewhere
16.
else. I know there's
16.
minis on Critical Role, but I feel like some
Yeah.
of the minis you gotta buy somewhere
Take
else.
45 points of bludgeoning
We're up
damage.
to
and you're
27
prone.
likes, everybody. We're approaching 30.
All
Do we
right.
hit 30
11.
likes?
45
Should I
points of
take
bludgeoning damage and you're not
a
prone.
fraction of this
Do I
edible?
rogue anything?
What do we say, everybody?
Oh God.
No.
When Ninja, Ninja is here. I was literally
There
just
we
gonna
go.
say when
Were you
Ninja
all the way up
Master
there?
resurfaces.
But I don't
and
get swept off. I just fall down.
Ninja
Right, you need
psychically did
Constitution.
everything I was just gonna
Or
ask.
concentration check.
I was
to
like,
see if
when
you don't
I was gonna
lose.
say when Ninja
That's a good
resurfaces and we
22
all
points of damage.
unite. Clever, Colvin, Ninja,
Constitution saving
Michael,
throw?
whoever else hits
You
the
have to beat 11
radiators.
total.
Enjoy a beverage if you want.
I rolled a 9.
Amazon
Plus-
and the mini shop.
Plus your Constitution
No,
save.
I feel like that
that's
is a horrible
With that,
name for a
your
band.
intellect fortress
We
vanishes.
call ourselves
Loses
Amazon and the
concentration.
mini shops.
Blast,
I don't know. Is that the worst
Tidal
band ever or
wave.
the greatest?
claiming
Amazon
the
and
spell.
the mini shops.
Okay, thank
Jester.
you for thinking of me.
I failed.
It will be the last time.
45 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Yeah.
you are not
45
prone. I need you
points
to make
of bludgeoning
Constitution
damage
saving
for
I get
Jester on the
advantage
fail.
because of my Warcaster.
Take it. Take it. All right, everybody.
19.
Have
That's
to
not enough.
ask again.
22 is
Have you
DC.
seen The Wolf
You
of
lose
Snow
control
Hollow?
weather.
Star, I don't think I've
This
heard
is
of
not
it.
a.
All right,
Half
everybody.
the damage you take, you
Here
take
it goes.
45. It's a DC of 22.
I'm gonna take
This is not a magical effect.
this 1/4. See that?
Water.
We're
This
taking
is an
this
attack.
1/4.
Yep. No, it is magically created, so
this
it is a magical effect.
But I
giant
have advantage
bar.
against spells and magical effects.
Do you?
It says I have advantage against spells and
We
magical
took it on
effects.
255.
Then-
Let's see what
Sure.
happens.
All right, thank God.
I'm telling
Can't be
you,
worse, can it?
It's not a spell, right?
it should
14
do a
now, you
number.
take 45 points of
45
bludgeoning
points of
damage,
damage.
and you are not
Worth it.
prone.
Ow!
Right.
We'll see how
26.
this goes.
26.
Start singing the Weird Al
Succeeds.
parody.
You take only
I'm
22
skipping
points of
out
bludgeoning damage, and you
on
are
the
not
booze
knocked
tonight.
prone.
Don't feel like it.
As it
Start
washes
singing
over.
the Weird Al
Are you
parody.
raging
What's the
already? Did you
weird?
rage
Oh, the
before we did
movie.
it?
We're talking about
Not yet.
Weird.
No.
Are we talking about the weird
only
movie?
11.
No.
Jester's playing
Both
like
of
she's
these crew
played
get
D&D before.
washed overboard.
Don't just look at it. Eat it. American Psycho.
And
I like it.
the captain actually does okay.
Hey!
So
The
Captain
Weird Al parody
I can.
movie.
I
Ability
or
takes
did
Weird Al
water
movie
walk to
was
the
really
captain,
good.
so I can do it up to 10 people.
got
so.
it. That's good to know. Captain holds on. Starts shouting
Yeah,
out.
I was confused by the Weird Al parody because everything Weird Al does is a parody, technically, right? Well, not everything. He does have originals.
That's going to go
Still,
ahead and
those of you who don't remember,
Ukito's action.
July,
With that,
me, Jesse, and
Jesse's gonna go ahead and
my brother,
shift a little
well,
bit this
Jesse's
way,
my sister, but
shift a
me,
little bit
Jesse,
this
and
way,
Ray
shift a
are
little bit
going
this
to see
way.
Weird Al in July. We have,
Actually,
like,
no, it's
I
gonna
think
stay here.
we're in the
This is
first
actually
10
way
rows.
closer.
I feel like we're,
gonna
like,
go over.
really close. Like,
Okay.
5th row,
That's going to end Ukito's
3rd row.
turn. Forward.
We
now
paid
you're-
like $300
actually, right before
ticket,
your turn,
something like that, something
layer
crazy.
action happens.
And we are all going to see Weird Al. Ray's visiting in July. It's his
Go ahead and
birthday.
take
The ocean is the layer.
Anger of the Storm.
No, come on.
Anger
go
of
past
the
title
storm.
one.
So,
Calming of the breeze.
No, I don't want it.
as the wave subsides, the ship kind of blown back.
I don't
You
have
see the ship
booze, but I'll
sustains
smoke.
a
Neil?
certain amount of damage.
How you been, by the
from
way, Neil?
the
I was
blast
telling
of this,
everybody
more
I
so
didn't
than
see
even
you
the Tal'dorei
on,
seemed like it should.
and I hadn't talked to you in like since last live stream. So I was like,
The
Neil's
air
not
begins
on.
to, like,
I haven't heard from him in a week.
slightly
I got concerned,
electrified.
and that's why I immediately
and you
texted
see
you.
like in Ukito's eyes this
I was
going to
text you the other day. I was telling
and
everybody
all the
before
eyes
you
across
jumped
the entire
on.
body kind of get a little bit
I
brighter.
wanted to go see
That's all.
Nosferatu,
Gotten
and
some
I
sort
was
of
like, I wonder
temporary
if
hit
you're good
points
enough
or
to go to the
something.
movies. But then I
So,
didn't have the time to go,
That ends the layer
so I didn't
action.
go anyway.
For
But
you're up.
I wasn't
with
even sure if
Kingsley
you
on
were.
deck.
Whoa.
I'm
Down
going
to
to
see a
pick
movie
up
yet.
off of the
If you are, let me
off
know.
of the
Maybe
deck,
we'll go
fly speed is
this
60.
weekend or
I'm going to over my
Monday or
shoulder
Tuesday.
shout to the captain, "Hard to port, prepare cannons!" And I'm going
Hard
to fly
to port.
over the
My
water
God, he's
to
screaming his head
that,
off.
This over here?
section, yeah, of
Little
the
Power
body.
Monster, what is
Okay.
up?
And with Dwethvar, the Star Razor
J,
going, I'm going to
critical
hack
roll
into it.
minus.
Okay, you're aiming for an
Comes
injury
from
convert or
Wiz
just the
Kids.
side
Yeah,
of
I've
the
seen a
dodge?
lot of
I'm
stuff
gonna
on Wiz
strike
Kids.
At the
What's critical
eye
roll
that
minus,
I see
though?
right there.
Okay, you can indeed strike at the
Am I
eye. It has a little
brain
higher
farting?
AC that you're
Weird
aiming
Al
for,
song,
but
Eat It.
go for it.
Yeah, might as well try it.
Well, I know all the songs. I know
that's a
every
30
Weird Al
hit.
song.
30
Eat
hits.
It, one of the first
And
ones
the
I've
second
heard.
strike.
I like
That's
Eat
even
It
higher.
better than Fat.
That is a 30 again.
Who's
16
Fat?
plus 14. There we go.
Yeah, there you
Eat
go.
It, Eat It, I
So
think,
both
has
hit,
much
go ahead
better
and roll
lyrics than Fat. Even though Fat, I think, is way more popular in the mainstream as a Weird Al song, Eat It, to me, is way better. I think it's lyrically
Hexblade Curse.
genius.
9. Because I'm freaking out.
That's okay.
So that's 22 points of
I've been
slashing
hanging in there. I
damage.
could def do a
Okay,
movie.
you got
I was out
And with
drinking
my
last
bonus
week.
action,
So
that I done
back to
beforehand, I'll do
norms.
Hexblade's
Ports,
Curse.
left,
on-
right. Ports,
on
left,
Ukito.
right.
Okay, with that, Ukitoa is hexed by his own gifted.
I did that Star Wars Wars Miss America Pie song for a school lip sync in 7th grade. They were
visual there.
singing,
That
my,
miniature
this
is so
here Anakin
beautiful.
guy.
Isn't it great?
Maybe
Oh,
Vader
Iron
someday
Fist.
later.
It's
Maybe
like
it's just
Lost
a
Lost
surprise.
It's such a great job.
I know all the lyrics
Ian
for
did
that.
such
I
a
know.
good job.
I probably know the lyrics to every Weird Al
All
song,
right.
even the
Stefan,
originals.
it's your turn.
I'm that kind of nerd.
Yes.
Okay. As the hex takes in, you can see like the shadows cling to it. And Ukutoa kind of glances back, and you just hear the voice in your head directly.
Little Power Monster, I think I said hi, right? Hello, Little Power Monster. I have booze and I have been drinking whiskey, watching the world burn. Marion, how much of that bottle have you drank? Because I saw it was uncracked.
Got a tattoo.
I saw that bottle was uncracked.
Tattoo.
Did you
At the end of your turn,
consume more
gonna
than
go
you
ahead
should?
and use
Because
legendary
you
action
are
to
probably a
slam you
lightweight.
because you are
again.
you are in
You
melee
used to be a
with one of its body
professional.
parts.
Not that
With that,
it's something to
the
brag
body
about.
that's arcing ahead
but
out of the water.
I
reaches
would
out and
typically
slams
not
and
be
decides the whole
worried
thing slithers through.
if you
That's gonna
drank that
be
entire bottle
24
in
to
a
hit.
day, which is something I
Definitely
probably
hits, but I'm
should
gonna
have
use
been
my
worried
armor
about.
of hexes.
But if it was like
Since
a
he's
year,
cursed with hex
probably
with
like 2 years
curse,
ago, I wouldn't have
roll
been
a 4
concerned.
higher, a D6. Hey.
But if you drank it today,
Okay.
I would think you're gonna die.
Good.
Oh.
Good looking out.
Yeah.
Good looking out. Oh, that's the wrong dice. Sorry.
I think
here
I
it
know
is.
Amish Paradise. Not sure.
That's not a
Amish
great
Paradise, one of my favorites.
roll. 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
These are not the
That was the
Plus
album Bad Hair
5
Day.
points of acid
Amish
damage.
Paradise was in Bad Hair Day. That's when he looked like
Oh.
Coolio on the cover.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay.
Come on, Ford.
Come on, Ford.
15.
Come
15.
on, Schwartz.
The tentacle that emerges from the side after you get slammed wraps around and you are grappled by the side of that right.
We are grappled, everybody.
It's
We're one
okay.
away from 30. One like away from 30. I think we might actually
I'll find it in a
achieve
second.
this.
Anyway,
Because
that
we
finishes your
got a
turn.
good
Kingsley, you're up.
hour. We got like an hour and a half
Well,
left.
I suppose I'm going to have to
So
stand
there's a
up,
good chance.
which is terrible.
What, an hour and a half? No, no, we got like an hour and 20 minutes.
Somebody
Still,
polymorph this thing
we
into
got
a
way
hobby.
over an hour. We're gonna need 21 lights. We got over an hour to do it. I think we're gonna be all right.
You stand up.
One
I'm
last
gonna
night, one
Start
slow
making
sip
my
of
way
today.
down.
I'm still a
to-
professional.
to
I had 2
the bow,
shots.
so I can be,
Okay,
eventually
well,
get
that's
close
much
enough
better.
to hit something.
I feel
Now,
like
here you could
2
you can
years
have your
ago,
movement, which
Michelle
would be like-
would have been on 20 shots,
It's
and I'm not even
35, so,
exaggerating
so
or making that up.
with that, you could get up
I
and
feel
then move
like
out here, and technically
from the
this
minute
is
I saw that
in
bottle
melee,
last
but I
night
was
to
putting that
now,
up against the
you would
actual
easily
set
be
right
on
there.
20 shots.
So if you wanna try
were
and strike
2
the
years
tail.
ago, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm going
And
to.
I'm not making
I'm going
fun.
to activate
I
the
overdrink
blood
all the
maledict
time.
for fire. I'm going to get my.
I
sorry,
am still
new sword.
a
New
horrible
rules.
drunk.
Let's see what
well,
happens.
not recently.
And
I haven't
don't
had a
have
drink
advantage
since
against
Sunday.
this thing, so let's just see what happens.
I don't know if I think I
I'm
told you this.
taking my
Maybe I
attack
didn't.
with my new sword.
But I haven't had a
for it.
drink since Sunday. And before Sunday, I hadn't had a
that would
drink
be 22.
22
since
hits.
New Year's.
That's good to know.
So I've only drank like once
I'll
You're on
take
deck.
my sneak attack too.
since New
Right.
Year's. Since New Year's
Yeah, 'cause
Eve, I had
currently
one day I drank.
That part of its body is not next to
Oh,
anybody.
and
And
another
I think I'm
D8
going to have some
for
beers
fire.
on Sunday. This Sunday coming up, I'm going to have a couple beers.
Yeah,
But that's it.
And then
Because
I'm gonna
playoffs. I can't not have beers with
There we go.
playoffs. It's the
That's
first week of playoffs.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Playoffs.
10, 11.
Talking about playoffs?
It's 20 points of
But, I'm
normal
not gonna go
of-
nuts.
of,
Just a couple
of
beers.
piercing damage and 6 points of fire damage.
I need to lose
Great.
some weight.
6 on that first
and
strike.
And I'm going to go for another one.
Do it.
Not
Second
be
strike.
a waste of life.
That's 23 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage the second time.
All right. That's
Minus the sneak attack.
Yes, minus the sneak attack.
The music is great.
That's
I love the look.
12 points of
I
normal
love the
damage.
fact that it
and,
looks like we're on a ship.
6 points of fire damage.
So
And
18
there's
on the second
rain
strike.
everywhere in the
Just
background.
shaking
I love all
the
that
edge
kind
off
of
that little
stuff.
fucking tail.
All right.
Does the fire look like it's doing anything when he strikes?
The fire looks like
Also,
it's definitely
I
burning
have 2 to
into
3
it.
drinks,
I'm going to-
and then
I'm
I
going to-
stop.
I should
I
have
used
done
to
this
be able
at
to
first,
drink
but I'll
half a
do it.
bottle
You can do it
to
in
a
the first
bottle
strike
of
if you want.
Jack Daniels in
Oh, Brand
24
Castor,
hours.
yes.
It was
I figured that
bad
was coming.
during the
Okay.
band. Yes, that's
So we'll
what
go ahead
that's
and
what I'm
consider
talking
you
about.
have
That's
now
what I'm
burned
talking about.
On another ring, a brand
still
into the
do
body
that.
as you strike
Like-
the tail
like
and
a
carve
week
across
ago,
as it
2
whips
weeks
back.
ago, I was
you
still
see
doing
across
that
the scaled flesh of
every week,
Ukutoa
every
beneath
day,
the slick
every year,
ocean
every month.
water, this sigil that just burns brightly into it. And as it does, it is currently branded, which means the second strike, technically, you'd have gotten an additional right damage if you want to roll
Oh,
that.
yes, I'll take that extra. That's another.
Don't you
8
mean
points of
Jack
fire damage.
Daniels, sir?
Great.
When you've known him as long as I have.
All right, so that's something
son.
26 and 26. All right.
What is
so
that
does that
from?
finish your turn?
That's obviously
That's
a quote.
every-
Tell
that's
the
a
front
lot. That's
desk.
everything I can
I
do.
want that bar
All right,
filled
finishing Kingsley, go. Bo,
with
you're up with the
wall-to-wall
Yasha
Jack
on deck.
Daniels.
All right,
Name
get
that
up.
film. Oh my God! Just
go.
doom
And I'm
scrolled
going
onto the
to
funniest.
Naruto
I don't
run
know. Tell the
across
front
the
desk
top
I
of
want
this,
that bar filled
this
with wall-to-wall Jack
spiky
Daniels.
beam
I
going
honestly
out.
don't
You got
know.
it.
You guys know how I am with
Naruto.
quotes. And with
Put this on here
alcohol
'cause
referenced
I need this
quotes.
for all the dope monk shit that you're
I
attempting.
want that.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna Superman punch. I'm gonna fly.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wait,
go
no.
like I'm getting on him.
You're getting on him?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Right,
that.
Titan.
Sorry I'm late. Hello,
Onto
Chimiki
the
Perro. We said hello to
body.
you.
Yeah, it's a
Onto the
pretty good
head
idea.
there.
Way back before we even started.
Margin up
I
and
said
right
I'm going to
there.
shout
Don't-
out all the names
I won't even have to make you roll
that I
for
can
it.
think of that aren't here yet. So
I'm
you
gonna
were
take out my
included in
staff, I'm
that.
gonna
Go
crack
back
it
and look,
into place,
Chimiki Perro.
I'm gonna whack
Before
down,
we
I'm
started,
gonna
I
try
said
to
hi to
aim
Little
for
Power
his
Monster too.
stupid glowing
Little
eyeball
Power
for
Monster,
this
you
first
were
hit.
you were
Okay.
given a salute and a hello
You're going
at
straight
the
for
beginning.
for the eyeball?
Chimiki Perro was a
I mean,
bunch of others
the eyeballs
were
are
included
specific.
in
They have a
that.
higher AC.
Amy and David France, if they're out there.
The eyeballs are
Northern
specific.
Lion, Hiking
I'll just
Viking,
crack down on top of his head
Callisto
for this
Warrior
one.
Queen.
20 total to hit?
Teal
When he
Bird.
misses the eyeball.
I haven't seen Teal Bird.
No, just crack
Oh,
it
just
down
crack
on
down?
his
Teal
Then it
Bird's
does hit.
doing all right out
Okay.
there.
So
Oh, I should also note, Kingsley, when you finished your turn, slicing twice into this
Risa
and burning it into it.
Costa
you,
has
you
been
did a
joining us the
sizable
last couple
wound
weeks.
in
I
one
haven't
round
seen
to it.
Risa.
The eyes across the entire body flare slightly brighter.
Oh,
Oh.
charging up for something.
I
stunning
promise
strike
I
for
could
this
get
first
you
one,
the
that There's
name
probably no way in hell I'm going to be able
of
to
the
stun
film
this
with
thing,
just
but
one
Maybe
word.
fire damage is not the thing
It
to
is
do.
immune to stun.
It's immune to stun.
Don't
Creature of
you
this
mean Jack
legendary
Daniels,
status,
when
unfortunately,
you've
is-
known him
That
as
tracks,
long
that
as
tracks.
I
Okay.
that part sounds familiar. The second quote sounds familiar.
Yeah.
When you know him
That-
as long
that
as
tracks.
I have. That I know the
I'm
movie.
gonna just
I know
spin
I know
the
the
staff back
movie, but I
around
for
and
some
just
reason
Cracked out. Oh wait, I
can't
haven't
think
rolled
of
for
it
damage.
to save my life. Haven't
Sure, 10
seen Surge in a
10 damage, got
while.
it.
And
I
then
haven't
for
seen
the
Tealbird either.
Doing good.
second,
Yeah,
just
Surge?
staff
Yeah, we haven't
attack,
seen Surge in a
21 to
bit.
hit. No,
21?
He
Yeah.
was
24 to
my
hit. I'm sorry.
24 standard hits.
Standard hit.
Cosmere buddy.
13 damage.
13 damage.
Am I reading that right? My Cosmere buddy.
Tracking
Whiskey.
aspects at all, or?
Leave the bottle.
Yes, I am.
And
But
it's
Is
been-
that
I have to do
Jack Sparrow? Are we talking? See,
Hit with
originally
flurry
I was
blows.
thinking Jack Sparrow,
That's right,
but Jack
Jack
Sparrow
Sparrow.
wouldn't have
But-
called it Jack Daniels.
spinning key point.
right?
Flurry blows.
But is Marion talking about the same movie, or is Marion a different quote? Because that one sounds like
One's a
Jack
natural
Sparrow.
18, and the other is an 8, bringing it to 21 to hit. Because I'm using my
Both hit.
Tombstone.
quarter
That was
staff.
regular body, right? Yeah.
Regular body, just to because I want to
Tombstone.
extract
Oh,
those
we're asking.
aspects.
Clever's asking. Is it
Strike
Tombstone?
that ass.
Star, give me another clue.
I see you.
How about
Striking that ass.
Hoo Ha?
13 damage for one, and then I rolled
Are
up
we- is
one
that-
on the
is
other.
that hoo-ha
so 8
like-
damage.
8 damage.
Al
Great.
Pacino?
Extract assets.
Hoo Ha! What movie does he do
Extract
that in? The funny
aspects.
thing is, as much as that is known, I don't even know if
Resistant
that's
to
what you're
bludgeoning,
doing, but
slashing,
it looks
and
like
piercing
Al
from
Pacino.
non-magical attacks. Immune
Oh,
to acid and poison damage.
I've never seen this movie. Is it
also
Scent of a
immune to being
Woman?
charmed, exhausted,
Is it
grappled,
Scent of a
paralyzed,
Woman?
petrified,
I've
poisoned,
honestly
prone,
never seen
restrained,
it.
or
I've seen like
Don't try and
scenes
jar it.
from it,
Whoa.
and I
Okay,
think that's where
okay.
Hoo Ha's from. But it's like one of those
Yeah,
things
it's
where
big
I've
list.
seen
Does it also get 50%?
so many
Charmed,
things
grappled,
from Al Pacino.
paralyzed,
I'm not 100%
petrified,
certain. Yes,
Petrified,
it's Al
prone,
Pacino.
restrained, or
It's got to be Scent of a Woman. I've never actually seen Scent of a Woman.
Or stunned.
I've seen
But nothing.
too big to restrain.
multiple scenes.
too big
I've
to
seen
really
like the
grapple,
where he's
go on.
riding in the
Nothing
car
else.
with
Food allergy?
Chris
No,
O'Donnell.
no elemental.
I've seen where he's like riding in the car,
vulnerable to, or anything like that. It seems
and I've seen like
free reign
random
when it comes
other
to
parts,
elemental
but like
damage.
I've never actually seen the whole movie.
I'm gonna shout out to everybody whoever can hear me over the storm.
That's why I didn't get it, Star. I have a good excuse. I was gonna say if I can't
Not
get it,
sensing any elemental
then I probably didn't
vulnerabilities.
see it. Like if I like, I'm pretty good with
I
references.
didn't.
But the funny
Don't
thing is,
feel
I think I
psychic.
saw a clip of
Think
the
you're
quote
good.
because
But
I remember the second part.
avoid literally everything else.
The one, don't you mean
And,
Jack Daniels, sir?
And then
When you've known him as long as I have, son. I know I've seen that.
I'm holding on.
So I've probably seen
All
that
right.
in a
Just
clip.
up on his fucking head.
But not enough
PBR
to
style.
know, like remember or anything, because I've not seen the movie. Same with, so we were talking
Right.
about Al Pacino
End
the
your
other
turn?
day. I've never seen
End of your turn.
Serpico.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I've
and
never, and Al Pacino
another
is one of my
legendary action for
favorites.
a second.
Godfather. I love Devil's Advocate. He was great
Its eyes
in
have cameras.
So, as you
Movie,
pull
I
away,
just brain
to use
farted
the secondary
the name
legendary
on.
action to try.
He's
and,
great. Al Pacino's fantastic. I haven't seen Dog Day Afternoon. I haven't seen Serpico. I haven't seen Scent of a Woman. There was like so many movies. Heat was great. Heat, one of my favorites.
Why not?
She
Y'all
had
should get
a
up with Caleb on
great ass. Like, yeah, that's
All
one of my
right, so,
favorite quotes ever. Al Pacino's
I believe I
phenomenal.
don't do the battle
But
cry,
I've never
'cause now that
seen
we're in
like
battle, I
like
would-
probably
if you wanted to just
besides
quick wings out as part of the
Godfather.
preparation before
I would say that Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon,
You guys
and
had a
Scent
moment
of a
to
Woman
prepare,
are like
so,
three of his
Okay.
biggest hits of all time. Never seen them.
I'm gonna wait to do that actually. So I would like to rage.
All right.
Let's get
It
it
came
out.
up in conversation because it was the episode of
I am
Always Sunny
going to-
where Charlie was playing Serpico. And I was like,
leap
I've
off the
still
boat.
never seen Serpico.
Under the water?
Onto the water.
Dunkachino. How sad is it that I've
And-
seen Dunkachino,
I am
but I've
going
never seen
to
Dog Day
take an
Afternoon or
attack on one of the
Serpico?
eyes right in front of me.
Over here?
Dunkachino.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rush into it. Go ahead and make an attack against the nearest eye. It's like slithering through the water.
Dunkachino
Okay.
is amazing. I can't believe he ever even did it. He had an interview where he said, I needed the money. He literally said, I was desperate and needed the money, and that's why he did Dunkachino.
You swing wide.
Because I was like, how did they ever get Al Pacino to do Dunkachino?
All right.
I was like, either he has the greatest sense of humor ever, or like somebody blackmailed him.
Oh, that's even
And in an
worse.
interview, he said, I would have never done it, but I was. He
Both go
wrote a
wide.
book recently. Al Pacino recently wrote a
Frustrated
book.
here, standing on the ocean,
and
feeling the
he's,
water
like,
move beneath your
broke.
feet as you're kind of keeping your brain. And it's-
People, like,
you're
took
not used
advantage
to
of him, and
fighting
he's,
on
like, got
water,
no
especially in
money.
the middle of a storm like
Like
this.
he's got
And as you
money,
are,
like a
it's
normal
definitely,
person kind of money,
it's
but
definitely
he's
a
not
little
rich
hard
like people would think.
to fight, and you
He said
both
like
weapons
every
go
which
wide.
way he got screwed all through his career.
You can next round.
And now he's like broke, so he wrote a book about how
Does that finish your turn?
people screwed him over and took all his money.
Yes,
and in that
yes.
book, he talks about
Finishing your
how he
turn,
did
Yasha. Now it's going
Dunkachino
to use
because
legendary
he
action to attempt
literally
to
needed
slam
money.
you with the side of that body.
He was saying like his
Ooh, that is gonna be
landscaper, he found out
16 to
after
hit.
the fact that he was
Does that
paying
hit
his
you?
landscaper like $500,000 a year.
rolled a natural
And
two.
he was like, the
So you
landscaper
go ahead
didn't even
and it
like
tries to, like,
landscape his
like slither
lawn.
past you,
They
and the
would just
tendrils
all
kind of
get
whip out, they're
paid
trying to
out
grab
by
towards you,
his money
and
people.
now you're starting to get your
And
sea
his money,
legs a
they
bit,
were all
and you
just
dart
taking
out of the
advantage
way
and manipulating
just
his money.
parry it off to the side, and it doesn't.
And he was
impact
like,
you.
my landscaper was making
All right, so that finish your turn?
$500,000 a
All right, with
year
that, it is now
and didn't
Caleb's go
even
with Veth on deck.
work.
Okay, prone on the ground. I just reach out really quick and
He was
lay
good
my
in
hand on Jester's
Hunters.
arm and say, oh,
I did see that.
just like old
He
times.
helped
yeah.
revive.
Be safe.
It
And I
helped
push
revive his
myself to
career, I
standing,
heard.
and I
He was
chug
great in
this potion real
23rd
quick.
hour.
You got it.
That's where we're starting. It's a bonus
23rd
action.
hour. I don't know if I've seen that.
7, 11,
I don't even know if I know what that is.
13,
Is that the
15,
Edward Norton
16,
movie?
17, 18, plus 8 is 26.
It sounds like the
so
Edward
I'm getting
Norton
26 back.
Philip
Just
Seymour
do that
Hoffman was
before I do the next
awesome in
thing.
Pirates Radio. I've never heard of that either.
Man, oh
You could
man.
add that to your list, Holly Mac.
Man, oh man.
Pirates Radio,
Okay.
I've never even heard of.
And then the next thing I do.
I wonder what happened to Christopher Walken. I mean, you
Is-
have to be hard up to play Captain Hook in a Peter Pan live like you're
Hit the
on
boots,
Valium. He was in
blast up
Severance.
into the sky,
I
and you see
just
3
finished
Calebs
Severance
shooting
season
up
1 because
past the
season
mast,
2
and I
starts
fly
next
to
week.
here.
And
just when I
Christopher
hit
Walken
here,
is in Severance, and I saw he's in
massive
season
blue
2.
dragon appears in the
So
sky.
Christopher Walken is popping up in season 2.
Adult, 40
next
feet,
week
looks
of
reminiscent of.
And he's playing
oh, what is it? What is it?
The guy that we met in the
gay guy
Yes,
who is the
no,
love
the
interest
Luscious.
of.
The Luscious from the Happy
I'm forgetting
Fun
the
Ball.
actor's name, but from Rounders, the guy who played Kanish in Rounders.
Was.
Let's go.
He's like the gay
Here,
love
you
interest
guys
of
might
that
have
guy.
seen Caleb's
Why am I
been
forgetting his
carrying
name?
this silver rod.
I
in
was
his
just
waist,
surprised
like
because I was like,
lightsaber
they were
almost,
like
with green lines traced all through it. and
about
that
to
right
make
now
out
is
in one of the
pierced
episodes, and I'm like, oh my
through
god, this is
like a
weird to me
piercing
that
above
these
the
two
eyebrow,
actors
just jutting out.
are about
It's
to like
one
make
item
out.
that is not
And one of them was
vanished
Christopher
into the
Walken.
form. And that's it, right? Because it was my action to do that.
I grew up watching
Correct.
Christopher Walken sing
Shifted
and
into a
dance
blue
in Puss in
dragon.
Boots.
Oh, you are the blue dragon.
I'm the blue dragon. Oh shit!
That was
And
a
that's it, I'll
wild
roll.
reaction.
Okay.
I'll actually
from
go 10 feet higher than that if I can.
I mean, the
Okay.
dragon
Just
is
pretend I'm
very
10. I
color
can do it.
coded. Like I'm looking, John Turturro. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name. John Turturro. John Turturro and Christopher Walken.
No, the one thing blue dragons are afraid of.
I'm
is
pretty sure they kissed,
And you hear this deep,
but they were
bassy
about
voice
to like
say,
make out in Severance, and I was like,
We are the mighty
two guys I never thought I'd see kiss. And season 2 is continuing their
weirdest goddamn
romance.
movie ever.
I'm here for it.
That's amazing. Alrighty.
I love the dragon.
That finishes your go, Caleb.
We are
with that,
high.
it is Veth's go with
And
just
I don't
on
mean
deck.
actually
I
high,
really
like,
want to hit these
like
eyes,
weed
so I think
high.
I'm just
I mean,
gonna
like,
keep trying until this happens. So
Caleb
I'm gonna,
Dragon
back
is
up on your
high
feet.
up there.
I don't think I need to, do I?
It's up to you. You can stay there if you want.
Christopher Walken music
You can
video
just
is the
stay down.
best.
Yeah,
Yes,
like in
from
same position.
You just roll over. And
Sure.
Sure.
oh my god, what was the name of the group?
Voltaic bolt.
I can't remember the name,
action,
but the
and
Christopher
then I
Walken
will
music video is
fire
amazing.
at the eye of the main.
I can't remember the name of the group
dude
or the
there.
song,
Right.
but I can hear it in my head.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 by Samuel. Well, Sam rolled it, but it's
That's
for
gonna be
Veth.
nasty.
Natural 20. Here we go. Double the
I
dice.
sneak attack dice. I don't double the voltaic bolt dice.
This is going to be wildly powerful.
All the dice.
Veth is already one of our heavy hitters. We rolled a 20, wit criticals,
some
no
good ones.
whammies. I love when they do
Between
pressure lock.
heartbeats.
Come on, you bad bitch.
No
Let's
whammies,
go.
no whammies. Add them up.
Oh, God.
Add them up. Let's go. This is going to be some powerhouse of a hit.
Yeah,
Like and subscribe if you haven't. We're one like away from 30.
okay.
21 away
30.
from the promised land.
35, 36, 37 plus 7.
Was The Color of Money the Tom
doubled
Cruise
it
full
forward.
movie? Yes, it was,
37
my friend.
doubled
Color
is
of Money
74 plus
was the sequel
is
to The Hustler
81 points.
with Paul Newman. And then there was another one after
your
that,
first.
wasn't there? Color of Money.
Strikes the center of the eye.
The Color of Money was a sequel to The
severe
Hustler
pain.
with Jackie
You watch,
Gleason
first
and Paul
off,
Newman.
all
you
the
didn't
other
know that.
eyes swell
was
a
like
little brighter.
30
but then
years later,
as the eye
40
that you
years, it was
struck
a lot later.
bleeds, they dim slightly.
Okay, okay. That's good.
That is the nuttiest description of a film I think I've ever read. Which one? Gotta have
security
more
canon, so because I
cowbell,
rolled a
baby.
20,
Yeah,
I
that
do
was a
not
good one.
get a
Pirate
second.
Radio really
Oh,
reminded
bummer.
me
That was
of
with my
Life
other
Aquatic.
crossbow.
Probably just the
I use
water
my
bit.
bonus, I use
Clever.
my
I've never
action.
seen Life
That's
Aquatic
it.
either.
All right,
Love
you
me some
stayed
Bill
up.
Murray.
You just
I
shot your
love.
toe in the middle
Isn't
eye.
that Anderson?
And
Wes Anderson or
the
one of those
head
guys?
rears back, and you hear this like
I've never seen
hissing
it.
sound. This
I like a lot of that guy's movies.
In
I haven't
pain,
seen.
and then all
we were
of your
talking.
heads
I
you
haven't
hear-
seen the Starly
All right, I
Limited.
finished
What is
your
it?
turn.
I'm. You know what I'm talking about.
I'll take a
It's like a
sip of
train.
sherry.
Starly Express or
Alrighty.
I don't know. I can't
at
think
the
of it.
end of
Moonlight Kingdom or Moonrise Kingdom. I haven't seen.
No, Jester, you take your turn.
There's so many of those movies I haven't
Okay,
seen.
I'm going to stand up.
I feel like it's Wes Anderson.
And I'm
or,
going to look up at the sky. And then I'm going to look
can't
over at
remember-
Ford.
I don't know. I'm
And I'm going to say,
blanking.
Wild Mother.
But like so
If
many
there
of
was
his
ever a
movies.
time
I've never
that Ford
seen the
needed to-
Budapest
It's right now.
Grand Hotel or
I'm gonna
whatever
put
it is,
my
the
hand
Grand
up to the
Budapest
sky,
Hotel.
and I'm going to cast.
Never seen that. I haven't seen Brother Where Art
I'm
Thou?
going to cast Dawn.
If that's him.
Dawn. Okay.
Dong.
And hopefully a little section
Christopher
of the clouds
Nolan
will
is going
part
to be
and
directing a
cylinder
version
of
of the Odyssey. That
radiant
should be
dawn
interesting. I
daylight
love
will
Nolan
come down.
films. Dawn,
the
we're
shape of a
casting Dawn.
in the shape
Everybody,
of a giant, just a
we're
giant
casting
penis.
Dawn.
It's a
I'm
cylinder.
blanking so hard.
Okay, 30-foot radius.
Y'all, did you know that Die Hard
Yes.
was a
Alright,
technical
so,
sequel to
it's just-
Frank
it's just
Sinatra
a
film? I did not know
Where?
this.
Sunlight?
I haven't
That's
seen
not
it since
what
I was in a drive-in.
I would like for it to be a 30-foot radius here, but without
Who
hitting
remembers
Ford.
the
Can you
movie
just
with
hit
the
surface
albino
without
apes in
Or
the
the one that's in
jungle?
front of
Yeah,
The one that had the sign language wristband?
Could you split the other two sections?
Oh, are we talking about...
Well, you know what? It's a 60-foot radius, so I don't think I could get all the way that far.
Oh
honestly.
my
It's a
god, I think
60-foot
I know what you're
radius?
talking
So
about.
I mean a 60-foot distance.
Gotcha.
30-foot
I
radius.
can't think of the
so
name.
I could
Didn't
probably
have
get the one
Ernie
in
Hudson
front
in
of
it.
me.
Wes
Let's go
Anderson
with
movies
Big
are usually
Tail.
dope. I do enjoy them. I
Oh,
just
60
haven't
foot
seen
radius
so
from
many.
you.
60-foot distance, 30-foot
Congo.
radius.
Are we talking about Congo? Ernie Hudson,
say
I'm
it's
pretty
about
sure was in it.
10 or
Is that
so
the
feet
albino ape movie you're talking
outside
about?
of this radius.
I think that
so
was Congo.
60 feet
If-
from where you're
if-
standing.
I believe
think I'd go for the
Congo
tail in
came and
front of
went.
us.
Be about there. So the tail here.
I saw
Yeah,
it like
'cause I can't
5
get
years
too
ago,
of them,
randomly
can I?
on a
Unless I can get-
station.
No, 'cause
And
I'll
I
be
was like,
Ford.
this movie
Yeah, so on the
actually
tail there,
isn't
you
that
had
bad. Like, I feel like it did
The
horrible in theaters.
bit of the store
I didn't think Congo
peers
was that
open
bad.
and whoosh, light shines down from it into that area.
Brother, where art thou?
Constitution
Is
saving
a
throw on that point.
goddamn
It's
classic.
gonna be
Mimosas for everybody.
Holly Mack, yes. The movie had a gorilla that signed, yes,
19?
Congo.
That's my
And it
DC.
was like,
so it does-
yeah.
Okay, so it's
and
takes
the and the
half
and, it,
damage.
and
half
the
rating
band would
damage.
make it talk
Okay.
I can do
through
about
like some computer voice, almost like a speak and spell. What was the name of it?
I can do. That's not
It was like a girl, and she would like do sign language and be like,
Ooh, who's this?
"I love
Oh, that's him.
Oh, did you leave and come back?
I'm like hearing it in my head.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of the name of
Hail the
the
Dragon.
Dragon.
Mighty Joe Young,
Didn't want to pee in the
Congo
water.
2,
Dragon.
Electric Boogaloo.
6, 13
I thought
plus
Congo was
6
great
is,
though. I feel like they would have made sequels to
Yes, I was
that
gonna
if
say,
it didn't do
yeah.
so
19
horrendous in theaters.
plus 3
I've
is
never seen Mighty Joe Young.
22.
But Brother, Where Art
22.
Thou
Half that
is
to
one of
11.
those movies my
So,
brother
like, it kind of
loves it,
burns
and he's
and
like,
singes
you
the part
gotta
of
see
the
this.
tail
It's
there.
one of those I
But
always
you can
forget
move
to
it
put on
as
the
a bonus
poll.
action.
Yes,
every
I
Oh,
turn.
it stays up?
Yeah.
Brother,
that's
Where
great.
Art Thou?
So you gonna stay put or do you want to move?
A lot
some?
of people tell me that's a great one.
I guess I will, move to the middle of the ship.
I have
go
to
down
hop
the
off,
stairs,
Marion.
guess,
I will
move
text
to
you
the-
later. Where you going, Marion? What do you got? You got
No,
stuff to
it-
do, or you just got to pour a shot and watch more
So you lost
more
your
Yeah.
movement. So you'd be
destruction
partway
on
down
the
stairs.
news?
Right. That's about as far as you can get this.
Where you heading?
Ukatoa's
I'll
on the
text you
right.
later. I'll be.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
We're,
Okay.
we're on here for another
Hey,
hour or
quick
so.
Yes.
And then I gotta do
mirror
a
image is not a
video.
concentration spell, so
I'll
I
catch
would
up with you
think
guys
there's
next
nothing
week.
in the
You be
verbiage that
safe,
would say
but
that it's dropped.
you'll hear
that
from
I've
me
changed shape.
before
So
the
there'd be
end of
3
the
dragons
night.
right now.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm probably
they're
gonna watch the
illusions,
news
but-
when I
I
go
love
eat
it.
after
At the end
all
of your turn,
this,
just
and
experience
I'll
its third final legendary action.
see
the
if
tail
you're
is going to go ahead and
dying from
whip
Gentleman
out
Jack.
towards you, who struck it extremely
Cool.
hard last round. That will put the
Yes, I
tail
need
strike
food. I haven't
at
eaten yet.
17 to hit.
We'll have fun.
Does not, and it
Cool.
also
Good
takes.
day to you.
and it
Good
also
day.
takes a.
Here's a real throwback.
some
Anyone
damage
ever
for that.
seen the film Project X with
free.
Matthew Broderick and Helen
Yeah, it
Hunt?
takes 6 psychic damage for even
Never
trying
even
to hit
heard
me.
of it.
6
I'll
psychic
be
damage?
honest with you. Never even heard of it. Project X.
Okay, so
Eh, we're all
I know
fucked,
War
but-
Games with
All
Matthew
right.
Broderick.
That ends
Like
the round.
going
It comes
way
back to
back.
Ukatoa's turn. Legendary actions. Restore Ukatoa's
Anything
first.
part 2 is Electric Boogaloo.
So with this,
I would
this
agree with
leg,
this.
or this tail, is going
Electric Boogaloo added to
to
anything
shift away.
makes
These
it
parts
an
of
immediate success.
Fuck. Move over.
Straightening.
This is going to go ahead and shift
holding
over this
onto it?
direction.
It was grappled.
All
with
the
it.
pieces
Oh,
are shifting.
holding
All
on
of
to it.
Ukatoa is
This one's
shifting.
going to go ahead and try move away. Yasha, you do get an attack opportunity against it
Yes.
as it begins to.
Come on,
separate the
Yasha.
ocean.
I would
Alright,
imagine
alright.
if one shifts, they all shift, right?
That would
Unless
be,
it's way longer
uh,
underwater than I think. I would imagine one shift, all shift.
21.
21 hits.
Okay.
All right, we get to get an
So
opportunity
that
of
part,
attack
as you
against.
strike it, it almost seems like
the piece
stop in
closest.
mid-movement. The pain of the impact causing it to not entirely pull away.
I would imagine Ukatoa has a
17 points of damage.
crazy
17 points.
amount
You
of
got
hit
it.
points.
All right.
That also does it also do the fire damage? The skull
It would.
saber.
Every time
Okay,
you
every
damage
time. An extra 4 points.
Right,
All
so
right.
21 total.
of fire
21
damage.
total,
got it.
not
Okay.
too bad
And with
for
that,
nothing.
the head is going to go ahead and also slither over this way, kind of in the direction of where
He never
Ford
actually
is currently
moved the
grappled.
piece that got the
However, it is going to use
attack
its multi-attack.
opportunity.
It's going to take a bite, a tail, and a
Opportunity
slam
of attack.
attack in its round. Oh, actually, let me roll to see if it
Right?
hits.
Am I crazy? I don't think Matt ever moved
It
the piece.
does get
He
its
goes,
tail
I'm
away
going to
from
move
it.
this
But
piece, but
It's
first you
going
get
to hold
an
on to it.
opportunity to attack. But then he never moved the piece.
It does get its time
Unless I'm
away.
crazy.
Sorry, I got excited. But it's going to go ahead and right now just unleash a barrage of attacks. A bite attack against Jester.
Unleash
Sorry, not Jester, bite attack against
a barrage of
Bo.
attacks.
Tail attack.
I know, even though I'm on it.
Huh? Well, it's going to try and buck you off to try and bite you. The attack is going to simulate if it can
Jester
do so
and
and like
Bo,
knock you in the air and then
Bite attack. Who's getting a
Imagine
tail
if they can't
attack?
put a piece of tape on its head.
Yeah.
Actually, at that point, this tail is going to move over to where Yasha is and kind of like get in that space. So it wants to get all three. So a
All
tail
right.
attack against Yasha, a slam attack against Ford, who's now grappled, and then a bite attack against Bo.
All right, so
we're
we
going to
got
start with a bite
4
attack
attacks.
against Bo. That's going to be
4 attacks coming out.
32.
Oh my god.
32 to attack.
Yeah.
Beats it, beats it.
Meets it,
Okay.
beats it.
So for that, you take
So we got Bo, Ford, Jester, and Yasha getting attacked here.
It's a big creature.
Everything is getting so far away, and I can't.
30 points of piercing damage
Not
plus
horrible. Okay, there's more.
11 points of poison damage.
But she's immune to
I'm
poison.
immune to poison.
So you do not take that.
Immune to
Just the
poison.
original
I
one.
knew right away. I'm
and I
like,
need you to make a
poison, no
dexterity
good
saving
for
throw.
Bo. Well, it's great for Bo. Would have been
That was right.
41,
You're dope.
30 instead.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
As it knocks you into the air, you're like arm up and you see below you the jaws just
Nope.
open
nope,
up.
Nope. Nope.
And
nope.
right as it comes down, how do you stop it from swallowing you?
I do I just start to twist my body in the air and do like a full barrel roll to try and throw my body weight out from it.
It snaps just by you as you knock off the side.
do
You
a
feel
barrel
the impact of the
roll.
teeth, the wind extruded from it, blowing your hair back a little bit as you can catch back onto its head.
All right. Natural 20 came
The
at
same
a
attack against
very
you, Ford.
good opportunity.
It's gonna
Tried to
be-
eat her.
That is going to be a.
I almost
28
wanted
hit.
to see
Oh,
what
yeah.
that would, what would happen.
That hit my
I
descendants.
almost like I don't want Bo to die. Obviously,
Take,
Bo's my favorite.
21 points of
But
bludgeoning
I
damage.
would have liked to see what happens when Ukatoa swallows you.
Plus
I also think it's wild that she's riding
13
him to
points of
begin
acid
with.
damage.
Okay.
And you just remain grappled at that point.
And because he hit me, the Star Razor does a little pulse. And you
Still
take-
here.
Now, do you still get your
Just had to do
your
some
shadow armor,
mod stuff
whatever it is?
elsewhere.
Oh, only
I
on
think
a
it
reaction
just
for
scared
once per
everyone away.
Got it.
Charlie's Theron, Bill Paxton, Rad. Sure.
Yeah, I sucked on 9 points of radiant damage for hitting me.
Slick. That's great.
I don't know who that guy is.
And then Yasha.
And briefly,
as
a
you like
very
strike
young
the one tail or the
Naveen
side of the body,
Williams
hold it in place, it slows down.
Andrews.
You hear
I don't know who
carving
that
through
is
the water
either.
behind you.
I
The
always
tail
pay respects to the actor.
swoops over to try and strike you in
Saeed.
retaliation.
Oh,
That's going to be
that's
a
who it is.
23
Well, then
to
I
hit.
hate myself
All right.
because Lost
The
is
tail
like my favorite
cracks
thing
down
ever.
onto you.
Raging. So
You are.
Still here.
It's probably a good
Up.
thing.
Only
would have been
breaking
30
2
points
is
of bludgeoning
electric
damage, reduced to 15.
Boogalooed. I don't know if that was intentional, but
Do any of these count?
I like it.
But you do take 9 points of acid damage.
Like and subscribe if you haven't. We are 20
so
away. We have hit
11
30.
and 9, did you
20
say?
likes away from bonus time. We have about an hour left.
9 points of
We're,
acid.
we're
I
down
thought it
to
was like
about a little under an hour,
15 points of
15,
bludgeoning
give or
damage.
take.
Yeah.
okay.
So
any of these
20
count?
likes,
And
1
you
hour
are-
to do it.
You
do
are
we
pushed
get there?
15 feet
If we
down
do,
into the water.
we will cut the
It
Patreon
like
hour in
bats you
half,
into the ocean.
and the rest we'll do in a YouTube video.
You're just gonna pop.
Okay.
Back
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the spell will bring you back.
Okay.
That's going to go ahead and finish Ukutoa's turn.
Matt, would any of those count as
All right,
the
Ukatoa's
creature
turn is
making
over. I mean,
an
that was
attack against another target other than me?
better
and to do a
than
sentinel attack?
I feel like that's better than we could have
or
hoped for.
because it's all
considering
segmented? Not really.
I will say for this, the sentinel requires it to be the creature that you're on because it is technically the same creature scattered about.
Here,
The
but
sentinel is more
kind
like
of
when it's distracted from
zoned out.
you at the moment. So
How
technically
you
that
feel?
would
Is
not count.
Colvin?
But if like you're on the head and the head attacks somebody else, then it would
Are the
definitely
rat
trigger.
eaters kicking your ass?
So
Or
good looking
you just added it
Finishing
today?
that, we now come back to the layer actions.
AKA Boris
go ahead
the
and do battering
Bullet
winds for
Dodger.
this one.
Boris, oh, I love him
I
too.
love it. So
Oh, I love all these people.
The winds
See, I was like, I gotta know some of these people.
stronger
I
and
just don't know
stronger around.
everyone's
And you
actual name.
feel
Don't worry
the,
about the name, Jay.
all the non-
You know the actor, but he's
water
got a
terrain
Serbian
is considered
name.
difficult terrain right now. So it takes
So I
twice the
know
movement to
everybody you
move
said.
through
I
the
just
air
didn't know
or
their
above
actual
water.
names. Boris the
Swimming is
Bullet
the only
Dodger.
normal
Great
terrain
dude.
at the
He's in a bunch
You
of
can't
stuff.
swim because we all have water walking.
Yes. All creatures are not in the water. Let's make a DC. I'll tell you in a second. Strength saving throw. 17.
You can choose to walk on water. You don't have to walk on water.
That's true. You can go under if you
What
want
does
to.
it say?
Okay.
Colvin,
Strength saving throws.
Are you
No.
getting?
Strength saving
Oh,
throws.
Colvin. Colvin,
Or
are you
everybody
getting
but
too
Yasha.
high to function? That's what I just asked.
Right.
I didn't even notice that Starry asked
Oh,
the
wait,
same
we're
thing
all
as
having
me.
22.
Yeah,
Very
you're fine.
late, but do you
Strength
forget
saving
that
throw?
we were
Certainly.
in
You said?
the presence of Mr. Winkler
19?
5 months ago on,
19?
at
You're fine.
MonsterCon?
19.
19?
I
You're
honestly
fine.
did forget
5.
this.
5. You're already prone. You
Jesse Dobby Reactions is in the house. Everybody, that's
10.
my sister. If
You
you
get
didn't
knocked
know,
prone
obviously you
upstairs.
all know.
Oh, no,
We were
you're
talking
not.
about Henry Winkler earlier.
Which is what
I
happened.
honestly did forget. And honestly, I don't think I forgot. I
22.
just didn't
22, you're
think
fine,
that
and
was
you
the
don't have to worry
same
about it.
time as Robert
I
Englund.
fell down the stairs.
I was literally saying how Steve
Flying creatures
Gutenberg
are-
was the one before him, and I honestly thought that's when we saw Henry Winkler.
Because you made the save, you're fine.
So
All right,
sorry,
cool.
Henry
That finishes
Winkler.
the
I
layer
am
action. Now we come to
worse-
Kingsley with bow on deck.
I'm more senile than Henry
Ford?
Winkler.
Ford goes
Sorry.
first.
Because I thought
Ford's
Henry
sorry.
Winkler,
Ford than Kingsley.
I saw him like
yeah,
a year ago, but I
still
honestly
grappled.
didn't even think
You
to
are.
mention it.
I
I
am
just knew
going
he
to
wasn't
use
dead.
The
That's all.
relentless
I
hex,
immediately was like, I know he's not dead. But
and
yes, that's right.
Teleport
Henry
30
Winkler
feet
was
to the
at
section that's
Comic-Con.
closest to
Or not
you,
Comic-Con,
breaking the
Monster
grappling
Mania.
straight
Indeed.
back. Shoop.
And we are
right.
And I
fourth
will be
row
on
for
this
Weird
side
Al.
of that
I
section.
survived the Great War.
This side
I was
here?
wrong.
Yeah,
I
you
said
come back towards me a
I said
little
either
bit
fifth or third
more,
row.
a
I was
little bit
wrong. I was
more.
right around it.
15, 20.
25.
Fifth or third
Third.
row.
Great.
We
That's
are
what you can
fourth row.
And I'll turn and lining up those two sections, you see Ford flip the sword and he waves his hand, and all of a sudden the rain
Heard
that's in
of
the
it,
air starts to
haven't
frost up,
seen
and he
it.
will fire a cone of cold
Geography is not my
across
strong
both
point.
of those sections of Ukatoa.
Oh, shit. That's a 60-foot cone, right?
60 foot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, this is an interesting instance where multiple parts of the body can be
I
damaged.
know. Is his
daily
name pronounced
elements.
Rad?
So,
like the
that is a
movie?
what
Like
save?
that's
Constitution?
rad, dudes.
Yes, con
Totally
19.
rad.
Con 19.
Or is that like Ray?
Is it all coming from?
I don't know how you
one
pronounce
pool
it, but
of
he's
hit
the
points, or
same.
do they each
Stigmata,
body part?
Eyes
I don't
Wide
know.
Shut. Mighty Joe Young again.
Let's
Mighty
go.
Joe Young just came up
I'm a
twice.
rules nerd.
So
in
rolled super
one-
low, but it's still got a 17.
I could give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
like
so it
10
doesn't-
minutes
doesn't
to talk
save.
about movies.
Okay, it does not save.
So
full
that's
damage.
46 points
Lock, Stock,
of,
and Two Smoking
cold
Barrels.
damage
I love that. That's a good one.
to both
I've seen that one.
sections.
That is 92 points of cold damage.
Of those type of movies,
From you?
He's weak to cold.
I think
Well, I
Snatch
lined up
is
both
one of
sections
the best.
with the Kona Cold.
Like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
So it like doubles
Snatch.
the
And
damage.
he failed to save on both
There's
of them?
other ones
he
that I
rolled
can't
really
think of
low.
right now.
Like, he
What
has
is it? What are the other
crazy
ones that I'm
high
missing?
constitution.
There's like
You know what? He's
major.
gonna go
There's
ahead and
like
legendary,
ones that
actually.
connect that are
To get
what's
half
the dude's
damage.
name?
Yeah. That's still
That makes
46 points
those
of cold
movies.
damage to him.
Legendary.
Guy
Resistant?
Pierce.
Legendary
Is it Guy
resistance.
Pierce?
How many of those does he have?
Not Guy Pierce.
First one he's used.
One less.
Guy Ritchie. Guy
Interesting
Ritchie.
point to note.
The
here.
Guy Ritchie movies.
The
Lock,
ocean
Stock,
water around
Snatch.
those
There's
parts
like
of the
one
body
major one I'm missing. But I think Snatch is the best. But
freeze
Snatch has
up,
always been
and
my
now
favorite.
there's these
I think
kind
it's
of icy
the fact that
collections
Brad
in the
Pitt is
water
the
around
piker.
it.
Brad Pitt
And
as
you
the boxer,
watch
the
as
bare knuckle boxer.
The ocean water around that area.
I think is one of the greatest
the rest of
characters
Uk'otoa
ever.
kind of like is trying to shake it off right now, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just it's adjusted something on the battlefield. So Zeph, does that finish your turn?
Something.
Does that finish your turn? Mighty Joe Young didn't come up twice. I just
Yes,
never
that-
shut up
that
about
finishes
it.
my turn.
Mighty Joe Young, we were talking about the gorilla
What does that
movies.
mean?
That's what I
Mighty
did
Joe
with
Young
that
came up
movie.
twice.
Finishing
We
fortune
were
Kingsley,
talking about
you're up with bow and
gorilla
arrow.
movies.
Double damage.
And we said Congo,
You only get that
and then someone
once
said
on
Mighty
the
Joe
creature,
Young.
though.
I do only get it once.
So there's
And
a
then
giant
this guy happened
pillar
to
of
be
light,
in
but
Mighty
I'm
Joe
smart
Young,
enough
which is
not to
totally
crawl
disconnected
into
from
that.
that.
All right.
Hardcore
and I'm
Henry.
at
I've never
half
actually
speed.
seen that all the way through.
Currently, yes.
I've seen parts of it because that was the one that was like filmed like a first
I'm going
person
to
shooter.
take my.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the movie,
I'm
but
going
I've
to
seen
take
parts
my
of it
35
just to
by
like,
burning dash. I don't know what else to do right
see
now.
how it was done.
The DCs
like
on the
people
layer
are like,
actions
you got to
would
check
be
this
higher,
out.
but
It's
because you
really
changed the
cool.
weather,
And I
they're
think I've
actually
watched like
lower than
clips
most.
from
Right,
it.
oh, that's right. It takes a while
It takes
for
a
it to
while
change.
for it to
Oh,
change back.
good. So it did do something.
It did.
Okay. What a waste of a fucking.
Mighty Joe.
No, it's it kind of drastic. It reduced the DCs by like 5.
Okay, okay.
So
By 5? That's
By 5.
Yeah, there's.
it was 22 to be.
We're inching up to 50, everybody. We're at
How
32.
far is 35? Fuck off.
32 likes, 18 away. We've got
35.
45,
Where I
a
can
little
get-
over
all right.
45 minutes left. Do we get
that's-
there?
I don't know what else
I
I can
think
do
we
other than
might.
start
I think there's a
getting
good
that
shot.
far in that direction.
But we are
Okay. So that's a moving and dash.
cutting down
Yeah.
to the last 45 to 50
And
minutes.
other than that,
We got a I mean, this is an awesome looking battle map. One of the coolest yet. I
you
love
can
me
use
some
those 2 turns.
ship battle, even though I hate the
What the-
water and I hate being on boats.
I know I just lose my.
I love
I'm just saying.
the way it looks.
to 'em.
Like the fact that
It
the
just
ship
gets
is
me further, I
underwater,
still
we
can't
have a
find anything.
split. And Caleb's a
and then I'm
goddamn
vulnerable as hell.
giant dragon.
Sure.
And Uk'otoa. We're fighting
yeah,
Uk'otoa.
Is that
Uk'otoa, this
within
battle
30
has
feet of me
been
out of curiosity.
in the
That right
making
there?
for
Yes, it
like,
is.
when
Okay,
did
cool.
we first find
Okay.
out about Uk'otoa?
Finishing that go
In the first
and
like
Kingsley's
20
turn. Bo, you're up with
episodes
Yasha on
of
deck.
Mighty
All
Nine.
right.
I feel like this is like
I'm
3
going
years
to,
in the making. Us battling
Slide
Uk'otoa.
down the front of his head a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for his eyeball.
All right. You're going for the other eyes. Go for it.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Oh, one is bad. One is bad, but one is good. 30 for one.
30 for 1 does hit. Yeah.
The other is 21.
21. 21 just misses.
Misses.
The
All right, so we
Yeah.
one hits, one
But you do
doesn't.
get damage with 1.
I don't think I've ever.
26
I
is
don't
the
think
magic
I've seen Meg
20,
Ryan in
22.
anything since '99.
But
What Meg Ryan film are you talking
damage.
about? Is
10 damage
Meg
to
the
the eye.
one?
And as you strike the eye,
Is MIY
all the eyes across the
one
body
where Meg Ryan tries to
dim
bang
ever so
King
faintly
Kong?
at the strike.
it's good. That's good.
MJY has a very special nostalgia. What is MJY?
This is a bit lame, but I'm
To
also
be fair, I'd
hurting.
have to watch MJY
I'm gonna
again.
do
What is
patient
this movie
defense
we're all talking-
and
Oh, Mighty
just
Joe Young. I'm like, what is
brace
MJY?
myself.
Mighty Joe Young.
Okay.
My bad.
incoming damage.
I don't know. I've never seen
bonus
Mighty
action
Joe
this, by the
Young.
way, I totally forgot we had.
I know of it.
Go for it.
I've never
Matt,
actually
question
seen
for you:
it.
does the captain and the boat, like the cannons, get a turn in initiative?
They do.
I
they
feel
were
like
setting up
from
and
what
they're
I
trying to
remember
rotate
with the
now.
trailer, I
Actually,
feel
they
like
should
Meg
have rotated
Ryan's
on
in
the
it.
40, so they could remind me of that.
But I honestly couldn't tell you for sure. I wouldn't bet on
should.
it. But I feel like I remember Meg Ryan being in that trailer.
Actually, you know what?
Charlize
Consider
Theron
this,
is
Kingsley.
in Mighty
boat
Joe
would
Young.
have shifted.
Okay, there you go.
Probably over this way.
She's amazing in it. Twister is
Trying to
Helen
make a cannon
Hunt.
attack. So
Charlize
that would put
Theron,
you
Castaway
Within striking range.
is Helen Hunt.
within striking range about here, if you wanted to.
Who's the chick?
yeah, especially if I can hit
oh,
an eye.
So that's Charlize Theron.
This is technically on the ship.
Well, actually,
It is
everyone
not.
else
Okay,
is
I was like, how did
having
we get to
something, I think.
Twister? Okay, so it was
for the eye
Charlize Theron,
can.
not Helen
go
Hunt.
for the
Helen
eye.
Hunt was in
This is what happens.
Castaway
Yeah, remember it's 22.
and Twister. I say all the time, Castaway is one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies.
Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, there's a lot of favorite Tom
Actually,
Hanks
I
movies. Tom
will,
Hanks is in like so many good movies. But I feel like
I'll save for the next
Castaway
one.
is
All right, I'm gonna take a shot
underappreciated
for the
because
eye,
it's
Since
very
come around,
quiet.
I'm
Okay.
Just
I
sort of
mean,
pace
the
myself, see
movie's
if I
like
can very
2.5
gently give
hours,
this-
and 2 hours of that he's on an
And
island by
that's
himself talking to a
27 to
volleyball.
hit.
So I
27
can
hit?
understand people
I'm
being
gonna
bored
put
with it,
all the fun stuff.
but
into
I
this
feel
one,
like
so
it is
that's,
a great personal
2d8 fire,
quest
8 damage, and
to
okay, and 2d6 or
survive and
3d6
find
sneak attack.
oneself.
Next round.
Technically, this
Even
is...
though you don't want to have to do it that way. I mean, there's better ways to do
So
it.
sorry.
No, yeah, no,
But
it works.
you know,
Go for it.
he
Yeah,
made
I
it
can
work.
do it anyway.
He made it
Yeah,
work.
you're,
Mr. Tom
you're
Hanks.
yourself.
I saw Helen
I'm just
Hunt in
remembering
the
if it's
recent
2d6 or
movie with the
3d6.
Froggers. Anyone know what I'm talking about?
Right, so that's
I have no idea. I haven't
That's
seen
nice.
Helen Hunt in a long time. I couldn't even tell you the last movie I saw Helen Hunt in.
17.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought she
26.
was like retired because I haven't seen her in so long.
26 normal
I'm
damage.
surprised.
And
They,
9
I
fire
knew
damage.
right away.
Great.
I thought she'd appear as a cameo in the new Twisters movie.
And
But then
I'll
I
take another-
before I even
eyes
saw
would
it,
dim with
people
that strike
confirmed
even
that she was
further.
not gonna come
take another
back,
swipe
even
of
though
this
it is still
monster.
in the universe.
Try and
She didn't
crisscross
return.
it all the way
I think they
across.
brought
That
her
hits.
up. I
It's
think
a
they mentioned
28.
her,
It's another eye or the body itself?
but
Another
she was
eye.
not in
Okay,
it.
go for it. Roll damage.
That's 15 normal damage and 10 fire damage.
Great.
Don't think you can call surviving
And then,
a quest.
Okay.
If I have any more movement left, I might back off a bit. But
Okay. Both strikes to the eye, kind of the eyes
Maybe
dim
not.
twice, and then one of them flares up. It all kind of catches up.
I
a
saw
little
recent
bit.
pictures of Helen Hunt. Not
Okay.
sure what
I'm
movie
gonna,
they
I'm
were
gonna,
from.
if I have any more movement, I'm gonna back up.
If
No,
I looked
that's
at
all
the
I got. There's
IMDb,
nothing
there's
there.
probably
Just think of that.
something I saw that she's in that I forgot.
First off, it's going to use
Or
legendary
she just
action.
doesn't do a whole
to...
lot of acting anymore.
Well, no, actually. No, it's going to do that. It's fucking pissed off. You struck it about it. It's going to go ahead and tail swipe you.
It was a
Is
thriller
that
in
a
which she
reaction,
played
or
a
is that
wife and
It's a
mother
legendary action.
It's a
after
legendary
cheating.
action.
It turned into a completely
Does it
different
count
type of
as,
home
can I use
invasion
blood curse of
film
the eyeless and it would,
from the point of
eyeless
view
and
of the
would it,
invaders who
roll
were
over for the
Froggers.
entire round here or no?
Yeah, if you want it.
And will it
Doesn't ring a bell.
all his attacks for the
It
rest?
might.
I'm gonna look up IMDb
All right.
and see for
I'm
myself.
using
Because now
blood
I'm
curse
like
of the
wondering
eyeless,
if
and
she.
I'm
Not that
amplifying?
amplifying it. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Helen.
That's 1 damage.
One damage.
So let's see.
Miserable.
I
So
get,
he has disadvantage on all of his attacks for the next round.
no, it's when a
Hacks?
creature
Oh, that's a
you
show.
can use a reaction to roll a 1d10 and subtract that result from the
she's
creature's
in a lot of
attack.
shows.
That's
And
what-
then all of their attacks are 1d10 less
You got it.
till the end of your next turn.
Yeah, she's in a lot of shows.
It's 5.
Almost the
5, okay.
first like
All of
10
his
things I
attacks.
see
So that
are
would have been
shows.
against
How
you.
it ends?
That's
I
the
don't know
number?
what that is.
No.
How it ends
Would've
is
been
a
27.
movie. That's like
Yeah,
the
so-
only movie
was a
she's done in
32?
like the last like 5 years.
No, it was 27. It went down to 22.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
How it ends.
Okay.
Wow.
The Night Clerk.
What's 27?
In the last 5 years, those are the only 2 movies she's done.
Worth it.
Yeah,
I
no,
see
as the tail
you.
swipes you.
Maybe
you
that's the one you're
take
talking about.
yeah, especially with 1 damage. That's
20
I
points of
see you
bludgeoning
might be
damage,
what you're talking about because I see you sounds
And-
like the type of
and
movie
8
where
points of
there'd be
acid
a home
damage.
invasion or something.
And you are also. Well, no, it can't slam you into the water, but it slams you into the deck, and the boat.
I didn't even
kind of
recognize her, to
creaks
be
a little
honest.
bit
Time
and
just does
lifts from
scary
the
don't like
things to
that.
people. What was that invading
now the boat
Martian
is
movie
going
from
fire.
the
They
90s
can't.
where they were cool little dudes? Mars Attacks?
I like
Are we
6 of
talking
you to
about
roll
Mars
attack rolls
Attacks?
for it.
Yeah!
From the 90s, they were like cool
I'll
little
roll
dudes, like
Only a
little
plus
Ninja
six.
Turtles. Like the Ninja
Anything
Turtles.
else on there? 'Cause it's
All
Six
but
attacks.
Are we talking about Mars Attacks?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
They were cool little dudes.
Okay,
like
hold on.
Plus
Ninja
6.
Turtles.
Oh.
Plus 6.
I mean, Mars Attacks.
One
They
hit.
were very
12.
Miss.
animated, but
14
violent
for
as
me.
shit, and tried to kill us all.
16.
Just hits.
Oh yeah.
Just
No, it misses. I misread it.
Just
Sorry.
hits?
No.
It's plus
I think,
what?
yeah, I
missed.
See You
Plus
sounds
four.
like a home
Plus
invasion
6
type
to
of
it.
movie.
Oh, then 18.
18 it does
The
just hit.
invading Martian movie
Just
from the
hit.
90s. I
So
mean,
1, 2 hits.
I feel like Mars
That's painted on
Attacks
the side
fits
of
into
the
that.
Yeah.
No.
X.
Okay, so 2 hits go.
Explanation, or that
For the people that
description.
hit, go ahead and roll 4d10 bludgeoning damage for me.
Yeah.
10. Who has that many D10s?
How many do you need?
Death bitch.
Oh, God. Oh,
Four
God.
D10s.
That was so fast. Jesus.
No, might have
Use our
been the
dice.
80s.
All right.
It was
Oh,
4
true.
Martian dudes.
You gave mine
4
back.
Martian
I did.
dudes come down and are like Ninja Turtles.
18 points
I
bludgeoning
never
damage.
let anyone borrow my
I'm
dice.
not talking about Critters.
18 as well, so
I know
36
Critters was a
Disrespected
bunch
it so
of
hardly.
things, but they had like
The
Martians come down to
impact
fight the Critters.
From the cannon fire.
You're not
Shit
talking about
slammed to
those
the
dudes,
side.
are you?
It's doing damage.
Where it was like
But you've seen cannons
they
hit
took
some
the
ships and other
form of
creatures.
whatever
It's not doing as much
they
as you prefer,
looked
but it's
at,
still
and they had the one
additional
guy that
death.
was like the girl with the giant boobs because he looked at a nudie
It's just
magazine.
normal ass.
I don't think you're thinking of that, but
Recapping
that's what I'm
shots.
thinking of in my head. Critters.
Immune to acid.
And you hear
was a
in below
bunch of them.
deck,
There was, like,
voices start
6
shouting, and
Critters movies.
immediately, you know, as much as like
Mac
putting in the
and
air,
Me?
the sound.
Are we talking
of
about Mac and Me?
Reloading of multiple cannons.
4 Martian dudes. I wonder if you're talking about Mac and Me because they were like ET type Martians that came down and they were
You better go.
creepy and weird but
turn.
friendly.
Oh, what? Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was.
Sorry, we were kind of retroactively doing some stuff there.
That was definitely 80s
That's
Mac
on
and
me.
Me.
I'm gonna slide down its back. I'm gonna go for this eyeball.
Okay.
Is it my turn already? I thought I just
Mac
did
and Me
it,
is
but
80s.
hang on, but I did.
Ford Kingsley.
Earth Girls are
I already went
easy.
because I did
Oh,
That's right.
that
it's
could
a
be
good
one.
back.
That's
You're
a
right,
good
never
call,
mind.
Michael.
So bringing that back
Earth
from
Girls
Niziosh,
are
just go
easy.
kill on deck. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Yeah, they were humans. We had Damon Wayans, Jim
You're right, so you had
Carrey,
to go back and do
Steve
stuff. The little-
Guttenberg. Wasn't he one? Oh no,
Yep.
Jeff Goldblum
Yep,
was
towards
the
the
other
back.
one.
What you got, Yasha?
What a weird cast.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Jim
Try
Carrey,
something.
Just kill it.
Jeff Goldblum, and Damon
I am
Wayans
going to.
were in Earth Girls Are Easy with Gina Davis. And
See
all
on
of them
my
were
right
nobodies.
arm,
They were
a
all
new tattoo.
nobodies. Now they're
Flames
all.
up.
Well, Damon Wayans is the
And it
least
says,
famous, but even he's still got
Not the, just
acting
Jim.
roles in kids. He's in that new show, Dad, Papa's
and
House, or
I am going to
something like that.
Once I get to the top. How much is that movement of that from?
Technically, you just do
What I
it.
just.
You just
Buoy up instantly
great.
because of the spell of water walking.
So
So you
Is
can,
that
like,
how Jeff and
catch
Gina
back
met
onto the
Earth
water.
Girls?
gonna
I've
stick my
always
hand in
wondered
the
that
air.
because they were both in The
Call to the
Fly.
Stormlord,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
And I
grab
think
some lightning.
The Fly
Finger
was.
down into the water.
I feel like The Fly was
Okay.
before that though.
All right, so what are you using?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know
Thunderclap.
for sure. I
Thunderclap,
feel like The
okay.
Fly was right
Thunder.
before Earth Girls Are Easy.
Constitution.
But it probably
Saving
wasn't
throw.
because they wouldn't have done Earth Girls Are Easy if they had just done The Fly. So it had to be
That
like right
is a
before The
25.
Fly.
Oh, that works.
It could have been how they met. All I know
Okay.
is they're very close together time-wise,
then-
and they're both in them.
Oh yeah, it would have been cool.
The water like splashes up around and there, and kind of this.
And that's right, they
like,
did date
orb of
for a
water
while.
has been blown out. You see Yasha standing there as it all fills back, and you just lift up on
The
top
Fly
of it
was
between
definitely
the two
after.
sides.
Now that I'm picturing it, I'm like,
All
Jeff
right.
Goldblum did look really young. They both did. Gina
comes it?
Davis,
All right, that's
Jeff
it.
Goldblum, they
No,
looked
it's an action
really
against
young.
that.
Let's see if I have a bonus action. Bonus action. I will unleash a battle cry.
Yeah, I don't know.
So everybody
the
has
four
advantage
Martian
on
one.
attack
I'm
rolls and
trying to
saving
think.
throws.
What's the range on that?
60
The only
feet.
reason I'm naming
60
80s
feet.
movie star
With that
is because Clever
Battle
said
cry?
it might
Battle cry.
have been the
Battle cry?
80s.
everybody.
that's everybody.
Right before you said it,
Oh,
that's
wow.
the 80s though.
And-
Like Clever said it could be
Me too?
80s.
In the sky.
So I'm trying to think 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Because Critters was 80s too.
Can I move?
Like everything I
Yeah.
mentioned was
Caleb's
80s.
out. You can move if you
Yeah,
want to.
let me
But
let me
Clever
move.
saying it
You're
might
still
be
in melee
80s.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll
Four
allow you.
Martian
Yeah, that'll get
dudes,
forward.
kind of like
That'll get
Ninja
Beauregard.
Turtles.
You're too high in the sky.
My dragon
Caleb.
butts out.
I'm like very curious.
I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll be
Yeah, Cronenberg's great.
Yeah, you're in the
Gotta
range.
love
Just barely.
Cronenberg.
So everybody else can get.
What do we
this.
get?
We get it.
Advantage,
Advantage on attacks and saving throws.
Believe it or not, I had
For
not
one round?
actually seen
one
The
round.
Fly
All right. One wow.
One
all
round.
the way through.
wow.
I had seen like so
right,
much
does
of
that
it
finish
that
your
I
turn?
pretty much could
Wow.
say I'd seen it,
right,
but I
with that,
never like sat
gonna use
down
another
and
legendary
actually
action to
watched it
move.
from beginning to end until like a couple years ago, and I would definitely say it holds up.
And with that, it's
I
going to
thought-
go
I
ahead
thought
and use
it-
a bludgeoning
I
action
thought
to
it
move,
was-
and the head
Very good.
dives into the water. Both.
Creepy.
You
But
like
to be
take a deep breath
expected
as
from
the head
Cronenberg.
goes under, even though you can breathe underwater. Instinctually, it happens
Space
before
Invaders,
it
that's
splashes
gotta
back
be
out
it.
right next to you.
It's gotta be Space Invaders. Star, I think, got it.
It's now right after
It's
eye level.
got to be Space
Hear
Invaders.
Bo try to warn Ford.
That
like,
makes the most
"Ford, look
sense.
out!"
I'm not kidding you. I totally forgot about
Caleb,
Space
it's your go.
Invaders.
That's
Okay, how's our
It
movement?
would have
We're
took me
like
1,000
in
guesses.
wins?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have your movement is
I
casual in the
honestly
air.
think
All right,
Star's
so,
got it because Space Invaders.
Caleb Dragon has
It fits
80
that
feet of
description so
flight, so I
perfectly.
will go
They
push
were like
down
these
40
cool little
feet, I think,
dudes.
to be about
They were
there.
pleasant
Okay.
and friendly. They weren't
And,
trying to be violent or hurt us,
as I
and they kind
fly
of were like
down,
cartoonish.
I will flare all three of the dragons.
Clever,
will
that's
flare
gotta
their
be it.
wings out
He said,
and
"Be right
roar.
back." When Clever gets back, Star, I think
And
you
I will
win.
use frightful presence.
I think you win the day. That's one of those.
Creature of the dragon's choice.
I've
Let's go
only seen it a
Ducatoa.
couple times.
It has to make
I
a
like. I
DC
don't know why.
17
Maybe I
wisdom
didn't
save
like
to
have
pass
access to it.
or burn,
I never owned it.
or be frightened.
Like I
So,
owned a
first
lot
that.
of '80s movies,
That's
and I never
a
owned
22.
Space Invaders.
I think
So
that succeeds.
it could
Okay.
just
Isn't
be
he
my
being frightened anyway?
lack of
I don't remember.
access.
Actually,
I think it's Space
Frightened was
Invaders.
not
I
one
think
of
it. Just from your description. And now remembering, I
Now,
just
can that be
forgot
used
about it.
round after
When
round,
Star
or
said it,
once
I'm like,
if you-
oh my
I
god,
I
that
believe
is
it says under
so it.
Frightful Presence that once they make a
Once
save,
because it
they're
was
immune
like
to
a
24.
Mars
Cool.
attacks,
All right, so
but with
I'm
friendly,
here, I
goofy,
think, with movement
comical,
down, and as the
cartoonish
dragon's
type
moving,
of
the
aliens.
claws start to weave around these massive hands, and the dragon opens its mouth, and almost like Rodan, charging up a beam, I cast
like Rodan. We're getting Godzilla references.
Sorry. Gravity Fisher.
How's everybody
And shoot
doing?
out a beam
We're
of
still 19
humantic,
away.
Raw energy right from the
It's
mouth.
Space Invaders. Clever
Through
confirms.
Ookie's head
Star.
and into the
Ding,
far,
ding, ding, ding,
as it
ding,
goes
ding, ding. You
100
win
feet
nothing
to the
except our
furthest
satisfaction
away,
and
hopefully
glory.
piercing through Big Daddy and into
And it
his-
is space,
his
not
bump.
space.
furthest bump?
Furthest
Space.
bump.
Was it that?
Frightful Presence is
According
an
to the
action.
title card.
to
Never knew
use.
that.
It is.
It's a
You
great.
can use
really,
it
it was Space
as
Invaders?
part of the multi-attack.
I honestly
feature.
did not know that.
Okay.
Space Invaders, space. I mean, I
So
guess
what
that
does
makes
that mean?
sense. I'm
You can
thinking
do
of the
that
movie
and-
Spaced
meaning
when you said that.
You
Or
couldn't
the
use
show
that
Spaced
in
with
Bell, technically.
Okay.
Nick Frost
You can do that
and
in
Simon
Space.
Pegg.
But
I
then
had
you,
to
you
react
could do
to
that
that
and then get the 3 attacks
on
from it if you wanted to.
Patreon.
So I have to
The
attack
first
instead.
season of Space.
If you do frightful presence.
If you do Frightful
If I do
Presence.
frightful
Before
presence,
they
if I
did any
understood
of
the rules.
the
Yeah, right.
Cornetto
This is a new form for
trilogy
you.
or anything
So-
like that.
Well, I
As
think
opposed-
it was
opposed to
you know,
wasting
same
a turn
com-
here.
Well, I
comedy,
do one of two things.
same
One
comedy
is if I can
of Nick
make
Frost
it
and Simon
to
Pegg. I
Ookie,
thought it was
I
good.
will just
but
go
they're
physical
so
attack,
young. It
or
is
if
so
you're forgiving of new form Who Dis, I will.
Ever since
Robbie,
Jay
forget
started
about
talking about
Okay.
Weird Al, I have had this song
you need
in
it.
just six. This
no,
I have
but-
this
but
song
also,
is just 6 words
You
long.
move 40
Stuck
feet
in my
down,
head.
Yeah.
and that was your
I
movement.
love
so you
those
wouldn't be able to
kind
get
of-
to it with the melee that's
Well, actually, that's not an
you wouldn't have
original.
made
Right.
There's
so
a
I
lot
would
of
do two things.
songs
If I understood,
Yes,
that are
that's
like
okay.
I think I would've done a
love
straight
songs or
line towards
romantic
No
songs,
worries.
or at least
So,
sound like
it's all
they
good.
are.
So instead
that are
you are
originals
casting-
that he wrote.
I am getting to the same.
That I
thank you.
for
I'm
some
getting to
reason
the
thought that
same
when you
spot
said
of
this
position where I
song
can
is just
shoot
6 words
through the
long.
neck
That
and
is the
into
parody
far bump.
on I
Gravity
Got My
Fisher.
Mind Set on You. I got
there?
my mind
Yes,
set
and that
on you.
is a con save.
But it's this word. This song is just 6 words long. This song
This.
is just 6.
That is.
Hey, this song
19?
is just 6 words.
beats it.
But it's 7.
But it's half
I never even
damage.
realized that.
Okay.
So
How is that? That son of a bitch.
That's single.
This song.
Moment.
That's 2
is
parts,
just
technically. Yeah, they both
6
succeed.
words
So,
Okay.
Fisher
What is happening?
carves through.
Maybe he. Yeah, that's not.
I could take this guy out with
The song
hideous laughter.
title is already false just based on the title.
I mean,
There's only one way to find out.
weirder shit has happened.
Unless this song is.
So it's
I'm
39
trying to make
points,
sense
so
of it.
half of that.
Not immune to comedy.
39. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't love me anymore.
He's only immune to acid and
That
poison.
is a great
of
one.
damage. As the line carves through,
You
it
don't
does
love
affect
me
creatures within 10 feet of the line.
That's
Beauregard
almost
is
like
on
a
its back.
country kind of sound to it. You don't love me anymore.
Okay. Well, can we put me where I was hoping to get there, and well, I'll leave it up to you.
I'm trying to
patient
remember how it
defense up.
I'll leave it
starts.
to you.
I can dodge gravity.
That you're
man.
leaving,
It's challenging in this instance just because it's one of those like wide area stuff.
You already did plenty forgiving me.
I say because it is a Constitution saving throw on this. Just your physical
That's
ability to
the,
resist this. You have patient
song
defense
that
up.
Ninja's talking
You
about.
make Constitution
I had to
saving
think about it
throw
for a
with
minute. I haven't heard that one in a
Okay.
while. I'd rather have my blood sucked out by leeches, have an ice pick under a toenail
I can spend
or
a key
two.
point to re-roll saving throws.
You can.
Does that,
Plus you have you have advantage. You roll.
I have advantage. Does that let me re-roll one or both?
Now you reroll.
Just re-roll saving throws.
Technically, I was gonna say technically you had saving throw. You had
Bluesy, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, more like that kind of stuff.
I'm
Nobody
trying
loved
to
me
give you what I can.
but my
Or even
mama.
if you,
And she
if
could
all
be
saving throws are
jiving too.
Yeah, but if she
You
gets
pulled out my
you
chest
can't
hair
punch
with
her.
an old pair of
the-
pliers.
we're getting
Yeah,
into weird shit.
the whole song is just him describing the most
Diamond soul.
horrifying, violent things you could
To
do,
re-roll it and take the second
and
result.
comparing it
So,
to
technically,
love.
Still advantage?
I would say you re-roll one of them.
There's a lot of songs like that though. I liked
One more.
Here we go.
I eat filet mignon 7 times a day. My back's filled with Perrier.
Almost
This is
amazing.
the life.
18.
I couldn't.
What's your
I had to
DC?
sing it to remember the title.
So you take the full
And it
brunt
was in
of
Johnny
8d8 force
Dangerously.
damage, which you rolled.
I
It was
remember watching
39,
Johnny Dangerously, and I'm like,
39. So
that
you take
sounds
39
like
points of
Weird
force
Al when I was a
damage.
kid.
And
I was
you
like
are
so happy
pulled
that
into the
Weird
line,
Al
but you're already against
had
the
the
toes.
theme
You're just
song
like
to Johnny
tugged
Dangerously.
into this space. You feel your body kind of crunch inward.
I rolled a 7, an 8, and an 8 for the record.
It's just awful.
And the
Yeah.
third one was 20 for 2 seconds.
It went on a journey.
That's a tough round.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right, so finish your turn, Caleb.
Everybody's
Sure
doing
does.
good. We're still
Alrighty.
19 likes away. Ninja, how is
With
it over
that,
there in
we're gonna
Pizza
come to
Land?
Veth, you're up with Jester on deck.
Troubles in my other
first,
mod
Kyle.
stuff taken care
Do I
of, not
comedy
J
it, or
related.
do I shoot it? I
Troubles
think I
in my
shoot it.
so Michael's
Yeah.
good.
Like the
Michael, you
safer
back
bet.
for good?
Well, let's workshop the joke.
No
What are
more,
we dealing
no
with
more
here?
leaving
I
us and
I got,
having us cry
What
because
happened
we,
when
we
Jester
miss
painted
you.
the ball eater red?
You would make
but
us
Bo
miss you,
painted
Michael.
it blue.
Don't make us miss you.
It was marooned.
Marooned.
Go shoot it. Shoot it.
I am
Shoot it.
thinking about taking another piece. Should I take
I got
another
other
piece?
ones too. I got other ones.
I don't want to hear them.
It's totally destroyed.
From my sniper's nest, I test the wind, and I adjust my
Should I
sights
have another
2 clicks
piece
over to compensate for the
of
wind.
the edible.
Whisper the joke like Barry
Pizza
Pepper
Land
and
is
Saving
busy
Private Ryan.
today.
Okay.
Busy today. Palm, fear, anger, aggression.
why
Oh,
did
pain.
Ford-
Pain, fear,
why did
anger,
Ford
aggression.
put his
I'm about
jacket
to
on the
prove that I
ball
need
eater?
to have my theater
timbers
kid
were
license
shivering.
revoked.
Oh, shiver me
Shoot!
timbers.
Nobody loved me. Oh, I already read that.
I will voltaic bolt and shoot for the eye again.
What does that
Okay.
say?
Go ahead and
What's
roll it.
that one? What kind of chip you got in there? A Dorito?
5, not good. 18,
Troubles in my
better.
other mod
That's
stuff?
better.
That's plus 13.
Eat
That
it!
definitely hits.
Okay, good.
Pizza Land, are you
Thank
taking a
you,
break right now,
Yasha,
Ninja?
For your Yelp.
23 from the first one. You rolled 5.
I'm gonna take.
15.
I'm gonna snap this piece in half. Ready?
We've got this. We also
I'm
all
gonna
have
take
the battle
the
cry.
piece
We have
with
the
the
battle
granola.
cry.
What, is your
This
it's
is-
18?
I haven't had a
is it?
granola
Oh, it's
yet.
18. Never mind. I'm,
It's all good. I got you.
I wonder
I'm
if
having
it's
my
in the
panic
granola
attack.
bar.
That's
Everything's
okay.
Fine.
Oh, Matt. But okay, Diamond Soul,
We'll find out.
because we had advantage.
We will find out.
Because of the battle
everybody.
cry. Do I get
I'm gonna
one
eat
more fucking
pieces.
roll?
There's
Well,
little
wait,
pieces.
before you ask that question,
No, you had advantage for the initial roll.
We already did.
Okay.
I have a question
I'll
to
let it go. I'll let it go. I'll let
I
it
have
go.
a question just because I don't want Bo to die.
Bo's not
Have
gonna
one-
die.
The blue
Half down.
dragon is in the same place.
One
they didn't
more half
move,
down.
so like if
The blue dragon went down 40 feet.
40
So-
feet.
so-
Was I higher than that though?
Yes, you were. I took a whole
So
section.
we had a full square.
Okay.
Right now I've had a full
It's okay,
square.
it's okay.
Wait,
And
did
the angle to
Yeah,
hit
I've had a
both of
full
those
square.
things.
Yeah, I thought I was going to
unfortunately.
be here.
because I had half and
through.
half, so I had a
Okay,
full
never mind.
square.
I'm
I'm
Even so,
feeling
it's a
pretty
10-foot
good.
radius around it, which is that big. It's a big.
I am
it's a big
definitely
line.
like I definitely can
You
feel
do
it,
have evasion.
but I'm feeling
Oh,
good.
it's not dex save though. Never mind.
Correct.
Yeah.
What happened when Ford found a hand floating in the water? There was nothing. It was just a little wave.
Oh my
How much
god!
damage did you deal?
What happened when Ford found a hand in the water?
54
Nothing. It was just a little wave.
Damage. You could
That
tell.
honestly,
right in the eyes.
I'm not gonna lie, that was
all the eyes kind of
cute.
dim even
That was
further, and then
cute.
flare
I'll give
up
him
back
that.
to where they were.
Back to the where they
You're beginning
were.
to pick
It
up,
was a
especially
little
in your
wave.
proximity here.
Come on,
If it
give it
takes a
to
certain
Sam
amount
on
of
that
damage
one.
in
I have
one
a
round,
feeling he is behind
it
a musical I know
builds more
and or
fury.
love.
hitting eyes seems to diminish the
Michael, I'm covering
If
my
they both happen at the
bases
same time,
in case he's
it cancels
behind
itself
music I love.
Interesting.
But I just don't jive with his
Gotta do
voice.
If it canceled,
What are we talking about here? I know what you
Canceling itself out
meant.
is still
I
better
doubt
than
you were calling him an
We all have to
ogre.
go for eyes, or we all have to go for
I am
bodies.
not
No,
clear
No, we gotta do
on
both.
where that
No, if we
conversation
build the fury,
started.
that's probably bad. So probably just hit eyes.
Although I
But
did
it's
think
harder,
that
it's
Helen
harder to
Hunt
see to hit the eyes.
looked fine in the
We
recent
do
picks.
have-
So you do less
But I
damage,
wasn't
but
looking
try and
too
mitigate whatever
intently.
is happening.
I have a
or
feeling he's
you go
behind,
in
but
for full
Bob,
damage.
you think
and whatever Fury builds. If you do a
your
lot of damage in a single round.
Commodore
But that being
64
the
is
case,
really
You got
neato.
advantage
Look,
right
oh,
now. You're staying where you
okay.
are, Beth?
You got.
I
Oh,
think
got
I'm
you,
gonna
got
stay
you,
put.
got
I'm
you.
feeling pretty great up here.
So
You think your
okay,
Commodore
that's body
64
hits
is
if
really
you're doing a lot of
neato?
damage, not eye hits.
I'm trying to think of what
Well, I
song
think
that
he
is.
means
I
in
know
terms
the
of being
lyric.
able to hit.
Okay.
Because they're harder to hit, so theoretically
the-
you'll do less damage,
No, that's
right?
not the
Is that
right.
what you mean?
That's not the white stuff. You
You'll do
think
less
your
damage if you
Commodore
miss more
64
attacks.
Right,
is
that's right.
really neato. What you got in there? of
Definition
Dorito.
Beth's turn.
That's
After you're
very-
up.
I'm trying to think of the
Turn.
name
Okay,
of that song.
sorry, Asha, about this. I'm going to
Oh,
use
wait,
my bonus action to move the cylinder
Is that the
of
white stuff?
daylight
You're
towards
neato?
these two.
What you got in there? A Dorito?
Okay.
It's gonna get Yasha though. And I-
That will
Better
get
make sure
Yasha,
the
yes.
beans are refried.
So go ahead.
Aye.
Go ahead
Taco
and roll.
Grande.
It's
Is
a
that
con
Taco
save.
Grande?
Con save. All right.
Do I make a con save?
2 parts of
Yes.
Ukatoa. Success.
Is it Taco
And
Grande?
I think it's success as well. It's 20 on the second one, which is the lower one.
Is it white and nerdy?
You have it in.
What you got in there?
Okay.
Oh my
You
god,
should
it could
take
be
Yasha?
white and nerdy. I was gonna say Taco
21? Yeah,
Grande
okay.
doesn't make
So
sense.
you take half damage and takes half damage twice. So you just roll that once and it takes.
I think it is white and nerdy. Yeah, white and nerdy would make sense.
20
It's like
points, so
weird
10
hearing
points
it
of
in the
radiant
10
middle,
points of radiant to you and 20 points of radiant
just
to
like that.
Ukatoa.
But I don't think
Just
so.
from being in
I
there,
think
it's
it's Taco
the legs
Grande.
burning and
Am I
its body
thinking of
tendrils like.
Commodore 64 is really
It's going to drop that as I invoke
I don't know.
electricity.
I feel like for some
Okay.
reason Taco
Myself as my
Grande comes to
action?
mind.
Where's the.
It's
There
like
are
Rico
4
Suave.
different
Those of you who are not familiar with
No.
Weird Al, Rico Suave. All about the Penti. That's what it is. Holly Max got it. Holly Max got it. It's all about the Pentiums, baby.
Gestures?
Here.
I
this one
like.
here.
Quarters are
It's all about the
Very
I'll
Pentiums.
use
You want to
gestures,
be
and then I'll
ballers, shot
I'll use some
callers,
Otohans.
ballers. I don't know why, but that was making me
I'm
think of
going to
Taco
send my
Grande.
gestures 30 feet
I
away
was like
from
in
me.
my
I'm
head
going
trying to sing
appear
it.
in the water as far
Someone
away
with
as I
faster
can and kind of a
internet,
fan around
Google it,
me.
please. Yes, it is. It's
Incredible.
definitely all
There.
about the Pentiums.
There.
All about the
Use Otohans
Benjamins.
for it,
All
that'd
about
be
the
fun.
Penguins. All about the Benjamins, baby.
Up there.
Like
Okay.
even in my head now, when I'm
And all
saying
of
all
them.
about the Benjamins, I'm hearing Rico
Oh,
Suave.
well, I wouldn't put one.
That's
like,
why I
away
was
from
thinking
all
Taco
of the
Grande.
Ukatoas. I would put
But
them
yes,
near
Holly
them.
Mac
Yeah.
wins.
Okay.
Holly
Right
Mac
there?
wins. I don't even
You
need
got
to
it. Okay.
look it up or,
And they're all
or
just
check
gonna
him.
scream out.
It is definitely all about the Pentiums.
All of them at the same time.
Honestly, I'm not.
Perfect.
I was gonna say I'm mad at myself,
Where's the
but
vocal?
all about the
there's
Pentiums.
4 of them, that's right.
I
Want the
feel
other
like
one
that album
over
was that
here?
Running with Scissors. Whatever song that album was on.
Okay, there you go.
It was one of the
Finish your
later
turn, Jester?
albums, and I was more into the earlier stuff.
I'm
So
going to
I'm
use
not
my
as
movement
familiar.
to back
Like I
the
still could
way
probably
and
sing
around
most
that
of the
pole.
song,
Around the pole.
but
And I'm
I'm
just gonna
probably those are probably
hold on to
the
the
songs
pole.
I'm least
Right there?
familiar
Hold
with
on to
of the
it.
You
Weird
got
Al
it. Okay.
like songs.
It's gonna use its last
But I
legendary
definitely
action.
know that's it, and I probably
The
could
eye.
sing it.
As the
How
head's
do you
like
spell
trying to shake off
roll
Beauregard
your
up top.
R's?
It like kind of curves over and looks back
Roll
towards you
your
forward.
R's.
And in your
How
head
do
you
you
hear.
spell roll your R's? I was wondering
You still
why.
work for me.
I kept thinking
Make a wisdom saving throw.
you're right. No matter what
Advantage,
we
advantage.
You have advantage.
are
I do have that.
right.
Because of Yasha's thing.
I don't know if I'm
Okay,
reading that
You-
correctly,
I
but that
lost
looks
the
crazy to me.
Which one?
Not that I
Wisdom
know
saving
much
throw?
about the
Oh, 'cause
Groundhog Day musical.
Yeah.
There's a
Wisdom saving
Groundhog
throw.
Day musical.
It's using control minion.
Natural 20. Natural 20. There's a Groundhog Days musical? What is that about?
As you feel the influence of Ukatoa try and peer into you, the warmth suddenly emerges within you, and you feel the Wild Mother's presence and calm and
Wild
peace
Mother's presence.
within your heart and
Natural
mind.
20.
And you just hear this soft wind blow through your consciousness for a moment as she assures you she's watching and guarding. The head goes angrily. That's going to finish the round. Back up to
I love
Ukatoa's
it.
go.
I love
Gets his
it.
Legendary action.
Natural 20. I feel like we are rolling natural 20s at the so far.
Legendary actions or
Both
his
epic
what?
20s.
No.
I mean, there was probably another one or two, but Bo natural 20 before getting eaten, and now Ford
So
natural
staying
20
in melee with you is
when
almost around.
dealing
It's gonna
with
go ahead and tidal
gods, the Wild Mother.
wave. It's going to get itself in the tidal wave as it rises up from behind, so it can get Beauregard as well.
It's gonna body serve. It's gonna body serve.
Yes, unfortunately, and it's just a musical version of the Bill Murray
But we can all
film.
breathe.
Where is that on Broadway in New
damage,
York
it's
or
just-
something?
I'm
I have
gonna
never heard of this. Groundhog's Day is one of my favorite movies ever. Those of you who don't know, if you Google on my channel, or not Google, but if you just go to my channel and put videos from popularity, like in descending order, or in descending order, most popular. My most popular video on my channel is when I first started YouTube. I was playing around with editing, and I noticed that nobody had the piano scene from Groundhog's Day, and it's one of my favorite scenes. So I edited it up and threw it up on my channel just to play around. And to this day, it is the most popular video on my entire channel. It's got like 1 million something views. Just Bill Murray playing the piano. Over 1 million views, easily. So I just think it's funny. That is Groundhog's Day sort of started my channel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was completely wrong. The DC is 24. You fail. So you take 38.
38 damage.
38 points of
I
bludgeoning
doubt
damage,
it's
and
still
you are
on
knocked
Broadway.
prone.
Shows have been shutting down left
assuming
and
I'm the
right.
same?
Oh, it's that
You as well.
bad.
38 points of bludgeoning damage.
And say just, but that's
24.
I say just, but that's because I haven't and won't give the
You are
musical
not
a chance. The Tony's
Natural
performance
20 for 21.
didn't intrigue me enough. It's a fool's errand to look for consistency in internet
38
spelling.
points of bludgeoning damage.
But it's halved because I'm a rogue.
So, Star, if
Well,
you're
that's
saying it shut
dexterity
down
based
left and
saves,
right,
I believe, for
I'm
evasion.
assuming it was
It's not about you evading it. It's about you
not
trying
good.
to withstand the impact.
the first frame that
you
pops up
literally could have never-
on your channel is
No.
you're moving a fridge.
There's no way to beat it.
You have to
No.
go to videos and then hit.
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
ask you if you want them
Okay.
like in order
Gotta
of
look at my
popularity or
features.
something.
38.
You, like the
38
first thing
points.
that pops up is
You
me
can make
moving a fridge.
concentration check for me.
That's old too. But if you go to videos
Hey, natural 20.
below
Oh,
it,
shit.
natural
Yeah, you
20
maintain
again.
your
That's two
duplicates.
natural 20s almost back to
That's
back.
great. That's
38
really,
points.
really
Yeah, if you go to
good, guys.
videos, it'll say
Fuck.
like you could
okay,
do it
that's bad.
from when it was
38
like
points, you're not
posted
prone.
or popularity.
That's okay.
Hit popularity, you'll see Bill Murray
I'm
play the
knocked?
piano.
I'm probably knocked prone too.
Was that an attack?
Unless something recently took it over.
Ignorance
But it is every time I've ever
breeds
checked, the Bill Murray playing the piano
in your
was the number one
arrogance and
video.
failure. You
And I
hear
posted it like
through your
6-7
mind.
years ago.
As it begins to cherish watching you all fall and crumble. The ship listing over to one side, you hear the captain screaming, the rest of the crew waterlogged and trying to rush out of the bows of the ship. They're trying to load it up for another round of cannon fire. But that is going to finish Ukatoa's
Cannon
turn.
fire,
It's
but
that one strike.
Was
they're
that
trying to load it up for cannon fire, but
It is an
I don't know what that
magical
is.
ability.
So it's
but
not,
I don't
it doesn't-
want any
Uncanny
of it.
dodge cannot dodge it.
Can you dodge? No, it's not an
And it doesn't have a roll to decide how hard it is to like
Correct.
yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Would I have been knocked prone, Matthew?
duck,
Oh, you would be, yes.
dive, dip,
So
duck,
counterspell
dive,
only
dodge,
counters spells,
dip.
right? Not magical
duck.
effects.
If I
There's
recall,
8 rules of dodgeball.
it's counterspell. In the
I'm
process of
putting this
casting a
bar
spell.
back in this thing.
Yeah, I'll show you
before I
where to say
die.
something.
Damn.
You take, because you're raging, you take half the damage, by the way.
Rage.
Oh, okay.
Because it's bludgeoning.
Ooh, it
So
closed
that
in
would
2017
be,
after
so
176
38 total, did you say?
performances.
Correct.
So it was a while
big-
ago.
big boy.
Or are we
This is
talking
long as
Matilda? The Tim Minchin Matilda? It isn't
Now
that
it goes
bad.
back to its
Shows
layer
are too
Taylor
expensive to
It looks like
run.
the
You can
Dick
use,
Which
you
I
can
mean
use
is
Anger of
better
the Storm
than
again.
Dance of the Vampire,
The
Spider-Man
eyes
Turn
all get
of the Dark
brighter
and Carrie
brighter.
combined,
And
but
you can
still
feel
not
the
great.
energy in the air crackling.
Zoot Suit
finishing that Ford,
Riot.
it's your turn.
Okay, check me, because I don't. All the bodies of Fukuto are doing weird shit. If I wrap
Grapefruit
around
Diet,
staying in
yeah,
melee
Zoot
and
Suit
try to
Riot.
come around that
Weird
tail
Al's
of the
was,
head section
Grapefruit
getting
Diet,
attack of opportunity, actually
Grapefruit
coming towards
Diet.
the ship around.
Oh, of course, the ship around here, you mean?
Yeah, wrapping that way.
You would. You'd leave the attack range of the head.
Okay.
I was
okay.
talking
You get the sense this
Groundhog
reaches
Day. It's
about
better
20
than pretty much
which is 4 squares.
Better than pretty much of Julia.
So as long as you
What's her
stay
name?
within that
Production.
range, you're still within melee of it.
Groundhog's Day. I don't remember that ever being a thing. I'm sad that I can't check it out.
Interesting.
Groundhog's Day is. I mean,
Boy, it
maybe
sucks
I'm
out there,
better off
doesn't it?
not having ever seen it. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never
Can,
know. We
yeah.
need 60 more
What's
likes,
the wind
everybody.
situation right
We're
now?
down
Is it
to
still-
a
No, the
little
wind
over
is
20
returned, so
minutes.
it's still a storm,
little over 20
but
minutes.
you can.
We need
you can travel
16
fine
likes.
with your
Do we
dragon wings.
achieve it?
Seems to be okay.
And the cone has a specific shape, right? It's
cone.
60
Music
feet,
is great.
60-foot cone of cold. It has a
Throw away
specific
the
shape.
pizza
Like it
and
gets wider as it
beer.
goes, right?
That is the
It's wide
Tired,
fast, doesn't it?
tired.
Yes, it does.
You know what? I'm gonna try.
And get those jelly donuts out of here.
Try it. Yeah. I'm gonna aim cone of cold, but I'm gonna shoot it
Cone
like
of cold.
towards the corner.
I
of the
love the
map.
way
So I'm gonna
that
try and
angle was
clip
great. Ukatoa with
Ukatoa's
Bo
head,
riding the side.
section to my
The
right.
Bo
and
has
the
been
one in the
riding
back. I don't know
Ukatoa
if
for
it'll-
over an hour.
If it's 60 feet, will reach
That
that third one
sounds
in the back.
Okay.
Sexual.
And
But I don't
Like that
mean
there?
it that way.
Yeah, that would
does.
Bo
free and
has
not
been
hit Bo.
Yeah,
on
you can do
top
that.
Okay.
of Ukatoa.
Awesome.
But that sounds
All right.
bad too if
I'll
you
try
think of
it.
it that way.
All right.
It's like you were right.
I didn't want to say anything,
That's
but
just look. It's cool.
Okay. Do I roll for this? I don't.
Crazy shit.
It's just a con save. So 3 different Constitution 19 saving throw. Or
Although
con saves.
although I did like Across the
That's a
Universe. That's one
success.
I've not seen, Michael.
That's a success.
My sister
And that's a success. They all
talks
three
about it
success.
or has talked about it. She's a big fan. I've never seen Across the Universe. When's Groundhog's Day? February. Yeah, Groundhog's Day is in less than a month. February 2nd.
45. So
February
half
2nd is
45.
actually
22?
Groundhog's
So it
Day.
takes 66 points of cold damage from all
We're
3
less
parts.
than a month away.
Now,
And Punxsutawney
enough
Phil
cold damage
will
has
come
hit
out
the space where
and
the
see
ocean space around the
if he
head and
sees
this parts of the
his
body
shadow.
are now frozen up to Ukatoa.
We can't move.
Those 3 pieces right now are barely able to move.
Nice.
Nice.
to act like
Noise.
that was my plan, but I'll take it.
Noise.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'll take it. It is
That is
cool.
an awesome movie.
Everybody chill.
So at
Well,
that
if
point,
you
I'm going to go ahead
did,
and leave this
she
as a
would be
marker to remind me. Or actually,
the
it'd be easier to go
top.
ahead.
Please.
Yes, I would agree. It's
This
been like
as a
15
general
minutes, 15 seconds
Reminder
in
of
game.
the frozen area.
That is an awesome movie. Which movie are we talking about? Groundhog's Day? Or we're talking about another one?
Okay.
Julie Taymor. Oh, that was the girl you were talking about before.
Wanna
Jay, have you
do
seen
anything with your
Repo?
body?
A genetic rock opera? No,
Okay.
I have not. Oh, Across the Universe.
So,
Lots
with
of
that
Beatles
impact-
music. Okay. I just caught on. That's what Holly Mack was talking about. Awesome movie. Yes, I forgot that was what it had to do with until you said it.
This right here is still within 20 feet of the head, right there, which is where you were when it. You know.
Because
The
I
thing
saw
is,
the movie
if that's where I
yesterday,
am, I would use,
and yesterday was
my
obviously
relentless-
about
I would use
like
my
not about
relentless
the
hex as a
Beatles, but
bonus
like
action
related to the
teleport
Beatles a
30
great
feet
deal.
to an unoccupied space
And somebody
within
was like,
5 feet of the
"Oh,
target,
Across
which
the
I would do
Universe,
this
Beatles,"
one,
and I was like,
so
"Never
that I'm
seen
only
it."
within melee
Not-
of 1
This was like a
instead of
while
2.
ago. Didn't Punxsutawney
within
Phil
5
die?
feet?
Yes, Punxsutawney Phil died, but he was replaced.
30. You can
I
get
don't know if they
there.
call it
Great.
him Punxsutawney Phil Jr.,
That relentless hex, man.
but I'm pretty sure
Cool.
he's still Punxsutawney Phil. He might be.
With the ice
I don't know if they
around
did
it.
like
The
like when
eyes
you're a
flare
child
the
and
brightest
your
you've
pet
seen.
dies unexpectedly and your
And they flare
parent
to
replaces
a
it
bright
with an identical one and
yellow,
doesn't tell you.
almost a white coloration.
I almost
before
half
you
feel like they did that with
feel
Punxsutawney
the electricity
Phil.
in the air. 6 bolts of lightning.
6 bolts of lightning
strike
hitting
down
the
from
ship.
the sky. I need Jester.
I like
need
it.
Kings. I need everybody but you.
Not me.
No, because it's smart enough to know what you are.
Fine pooper.
It's smart enough to know what you are. So
Make a dexterity
everybody,
saving throw if you don't.
Advantage.
everybody rolling for saving dexterity saving. Looks like I gotta
It's too hard to be.
go with Jay
Do I
to
still
react.
have it?
Oh,
So you
I
have
gotta
turns
get
over?
Jay to react.
Which one did I roll?
Is it like something you can
That one's bad.
like purchase? If it's Broadway? Is it? Oh, maybe it's not Broadway.
Probably gonna be like a
That's pretty good for me.
Lots of
18.
Jay, have you seen Repo? Genetic rock
18
opera.
succeeds.
Yeah, I guess it's a movie.
What?
I assumed it was Broadway.
Yeah. This one.
Ukatoa Lightning.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't
the
think I've
DC on
even
this
heard
is
it.
8.
Is anyone
You
famous
just
in it?
make it.
Repo has
So you
Anthony
take half
Stewart,
damage, which means you take
had
18 points
a.k.a.
of
Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my god, yep. Okay.
Giles?
24 evasion.
Giles.
So
Well, I know the actor
30,
then.
yeah.
36.
Deck save. I have evasion.
I don't think I've
Correct.
ever heard of
24.
So you take
so
nothing.
no damage.
No
Think
damage
that-
to you.
Oh, wait,
Fucking-
Repo?
Breakdance out of the way of lightning.
Now it's kind of ringing a
let
bell,
me
but
look at
either
the
way, I don't
exam.
think I've seen it.
24 evasion.
I'm almost like
No
100%
damage.
sure I haven't seen it, but
20.
now that I'm
Wait.
thinking about it, I
20.
think I
Take half
might
damage.
know
Take
what you're
18 points of lightning
talking
damage.
about, but I'm not sure.
I've got, where was it? It was 23, I
Yeah,
believe.
Buffy, I've seen
And I
Buffy.
saved on my.
I know you're talking
concentration.
about.
Right.
23, and yeah, that's right. And I'm
Yeah,
also,
Buffy. I haven't seen Buffy
have
the show.
And not immunity. I'm
I've seen.
resistant to
Or
lightning.
are we talking about
Yeah,
Buffy
so you
the
take
movie?
9 points of
9 points
lightning
of
damage.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the
18.
movie, or the
It's
show?
18 points of
Because
damage.
I've
Yep,
not
18
seen
points
the
of
show,
lightning damage. God damn.
but I've definitely
All
seen the movie
eyes
many times. Christy Swanson,
Dim back to their standard state.
And that
Paul
is not an
Rubens.
attack roll, right? That's a,
No, that just happens as
Matt
an immediate effect
Dillon.
as
when
it
you're
seems
dumb
to
enough
build
to
up.
hit
I
everything
know
with
the
the eyes.
movie. Even David Larroquette was in it,
But he's
and
frozen in
apparently
place.
Those parts are, yeah.
the guy from Repo.
Good job. Oh.
At the end of your turn forward,
Oh,
it's going to use
Buffy the
legendary action.
show. Oh, I haven't seen.
It's
Buffy
gonna go
the show.
ahead.
That wasn't even
I know
legendary, he
Sarah
just
Michelle
got it.
Gellar.
That
that's
just
about
happens the minute that
body
it fills up
turns
its fury.
Like a certain little.
It's going to go ahead and strike Kingsley.
She was one of the people
He's prone.
when I was watching the news last
Advantage
night.
on the ground.
What is he
They
doing?
were
What's he
like
doing? What's he doing?
getting statements
Now,
from famous
because
people, and they're
that
like,
area is frozen, the
Dean
whole body
Cain
has
says
disadvantage on
this,
strikes
and
for the round.
this guy says this,
But it has advantage
and
on
one
you
of
because
the
you're
people
prone.
was Sarah
so it's
Michelle
just a straight
Gellar, and I'm
roll.
like, oh my
There's a thing
god,
also, though,
I
that
haven't
it's,
seen or heard from Sarah Michelle
that makes
Gellar
it harder
in
for it to hit me
forever.
if I've taken an attack on it.
And
but I
she
don't
was
know if
like,
I-
she gave like a written statement that was
well, you
read
can roll
on the
a minus
news
D10
because
for
she
the
lives
attack
like
rolls.
right in the
That's
middle of
okay.
all the
It's
shit.
still up.
Apparently,
So it's a 25 to hit.
Where's my?
I'm pretty sure she's married to Freddie Prinze Jr. Right? I'm pretty. They've been together for a long time, unless something
So
happened.
it still
I'm pretty
gets you
sure
the tail.
she's still with Freddie Prinze Jr.
On top of the
Which
deck
is
again.
Funny to me
Takes
because
6
they're both
psychic
like
damage.
Does
actors that I grew up
Thing I
with,
could do.
and to see
Starting
them
to show
still
some wear and
together
tear,
is
by the way.
nice.
Okay.
It's nice that people
That's
stay in
something.
love.
Okay.
occasionally.
Oh, no.
So that is going to be 17 points of bludgeoning damage to you,
Oh, okay. So he's not.
as well as.
I'm thinking of a. I
it's
feel
gonna
like I
be
might know
16
who
points of acid.
Giles
Yeah,
is,
not doing
though,
well.
even if he's from the show. I think I might know the actor you're talking about.
Okay.
Because I've seen
Now,
ence over
Kingsley,
the
it's your
years
turn.
that I think
Bo,
I
you're on
know
deck.
characters.
I don't know what the fuck to do.
Oh boy.
This is bad.
Anthony
get real
Stewart
low.
Head
I'll get.
Yeah.
was also in Doctor Who,
Actually, what is that?
the one where
Shit, I
10th
have to do the start of my
Doctor
turn.
Reunited
I
with
hate it.
Sarah Jane. He played the bad guy.
I'm
Episode was School Reunion. Holly
do have
Mack,
advantage, but I'm also,
currently
like,
watching
one more
season
hit and I'm kinda
5
down.
of Doctor Who. I've only seen the first 5 seasons. I'm up to.
Fuck, I hate running.
I honestly marathoned
You're
a
on the
bunch
ground
this
still, so you have
week.
to use half your movement to get up.
I
gonna have
just
to
got
use
to
half
like
my movement to
episode
get up.
8 of season 5,
And-
so I'm like halfway through, more than halfway through season 5. I'm trying to get through Doctor Who because it's
Well, I
so
can do that, or I
much
can
that I
get
want to like.
defensive
I'm
during
gonna
a couple
start
rounds.
powering through.
Hit him in
You're
the
gonna see more episodes, Holly. You're at the tier level where you'll see Doctor Who. I'm gonna start pumping out like
God damn it, it's on this
a couple
guy.
more episodes than usual.
Yeah, I'm going to actually.
Oh, it was second season. Second
Yeah,
fuck it,
season.
taking
School
my
Reunion.
hits.
Technically, is this
10th Doctor reunited with Sarah.
do I get advantage in this, in this
KK, I
scenario
do
or
know
no?
what you're talking about.
Because there's all the.
I do
The
know what you're
duplicates,
talking about.
I don't think.
I didn't
don't
think
they
too much
count
about it
as
because I
other people
didn't
when it comes to any sort
know
of
if that was
scenario there. So no, you don't have advantage.
beyond.
Oh,
me.
Yasha's
Then I was like, wait, you do
it
know I'm
says
watching
still hasn't
Doctor
come.
Who,
Oh, that's
so you
right,
probably
we have
would have
That's
said
right, I'm
an
going back to
episode you know
okay,
I've
well,
seen,
in that case.
and I do know what you're talking about. I think that was the first time we saw Sarah
on.
Jane.
Big money, big money.
That definitely.
That might have
hits.
been the
All
first
right,
time
first
we saw
strike hits.
Sarah Jane,
Yep.
unless it was
So
like the
that's
second.
let's just do the whole. Actually, I'll do these. Yeah, I'll do these now. Fuck that.
Season 2 in the school
1d8,
with the
so
robot
it's
dog.
whatever.
Yes,
Come
and
on.
that's when we got the robot dog at the
keep my
end.
panic dice.
Not at the, it might not have been the end of that
Yeah.
episode, but like I think it was the end of that season.
1d8.
We had the robot
Okay, so
dog.
that is 5, 6, 7, 8 points of sneak
Michael
attack.
and Holly Mack recommended it. I love
11
Doctor
points
Who.
of
Started watching
normal
late November,
damage
and I'm on season 8.
and 16 points of fire damage.
Yes,
to
that would have
bloody
been
eye.
the first time
I've
you've
been
seen
hitting
her.
the same eye this whole
So Jay
goddamn
is going to
time.
react to Buffy.
You stab it again, and the flame.
I
that
honestly
one eye
want
now
to.
closes entirely. You can see you
Buffy the
like, burned through
Vampire
and
Slayer is
cauterized
one
it.
of those
And
shows
like it's
I
slithers
haven't
over.
watched since I
You've done
started
a
YouTube
nice
because
heavy chunk of damage that way.
I hope to
So
one day
one attack.
react to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the next.
Like it's one of those
eye,
shows
which
that
I
I'm like,
assume is available.
I've
or-
waited
yeah,
this
it's
long,
like
and I hear
so it's just
so
you don't
many
have to
people
move to
rave
the
about
eye.
it.
Just you can choose to attack
that
the eye
I
if you're near it. Their eyes all
want
over.
to react
just
to.
covered in
I just gotta wait till I finish some of the other
let's
shows.
go for it.
And you get an eye.
Come on. Yep, that definitely has 18.
Go for it. Roll damage.
Do that.
All right, Bo, you're up next. Be ready.
I gotta finish Fringe too.
10 points.
I
of normal
I had
damage
like
with
one season
8
of Fringe
points of
left.
fire damage.
18 damage.
And I like took a
and
break.
I'm
Like
now
we
gonna
finished
take
the
my
season. I think we were on
35
season 3
to
or
pull to
4.
the like.
And we were like,
back,
I was like, we got to take a break because
over
all
here?
these new shows are starting.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
we
even
just
gonna move,
never
like, one
started
more
again
away just
because
to-
we filled
is
it
that
in with
okay?
other stuff.
They can't
I've never
make a reaction
finished
check against
Fringe,
me.
and I thought Fringe was
Okay,
really
that's
good
great.
too.
So you can go back further if you want to. It's up to you.
Yeah, is it all right if I go further? From yeah, I'll take a little cover. Sure.
Yeah, can't make a strike against you.
Yep.
We are
Crazy.
Back in the fire.
16 likes away,
All right,
everybody.
Bo, you're up. Yasha, you're
16
on
likes
deck.
away.
Hey.
The
We got
dragon
about
roars.
10 minutes left. 10 minutes left.
Is coming.
Do we hit the 50?
I got it.
If we hit the 50,
Bo's real
we'll
fucked
go
up.
to like 5:45.
I'm gonna go for the eye.
Okay.
Where we end here, I think it's 5:21. 5:21. It ends on
Advantage
5:21.
still on all these.
So
Yes.
we got about 10 minutes
Okay,
left.
okay.
10 minutes left
Not that one.
We
Not
need
that
16
one. Not
likes.
that one either. Not that one. But
Or
these
we'll
two.
finish
okay,
it up.
First one. Pop up.
in a YouTube and a Patreon.
Okay, that is a. What is that? A 13. Plus 13, so that's 26.
That hits.
Nice. So I'm just gonna do the second hit. Natural 20.
Natural 20 again.
Okay.
Natural
Damage on the
20.
first one?
We've had a lot. In the last like 30
okay.
minutes, there's
10
been like 3 or
damage
4 natural
on the first
20s.
one. The natural 20. Come on, big money. 8, 7.
Come on,
15
big
damage on
money.
the second
Another
one.
press your luck reference.
Great.
Flurry of blows.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
It's okay.
It's
20
okay.
damage doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit the eye,
Or
unfortunately.
20 to hit, I mean.
Yeah.
And the next one. Yeah. 20. 13, 27 to hit.
27 does hit. So the you have 3
27.
attacks. The third one does.
Oh, yeah. 15
All right.
damage
I mean,
again.
we're chipping away.
15,
That's
great.
a lot. If you add it all up,
I'm
that's
gonna go
something
ahead.
good.
I'm gonna dump debilitating barrage in it again. 1, 2, 3 key points plus 4. my
Debilitating
flurry blows.
barrage.
Okay.
Um,
You're right there on the head, and there's like multiple eyes in the front of it. How do you debilitate this creature?
how do you want to do this? How do you do
I
this?
like
That's
it.
not the phrase yet.
So I'm real fucked up. Bo's face is like black and blue, and just she's like bleeding, and I'm just like repeatedly pounding it with these jabs in its eye, and then I'm gonna take kind of the static electric charge that it left behind from its lightning strikes, and thinking of Yasha and thinking of Caleb, and I just a little bit of that static energy from the Storm Lord, and I pop it one more time to bring that vulnerability to lightning.
To lightning damage.
To lightning damage.
Okay.
Lightning
And then I go-
damage into its
Okay,
soul.
come get me. And I'm gonna hold my move till Caleb comes up.
You can hold an action. You can hold your move necessarily.
Okay.
But you can hold a dash if you want to.
I hold a dash. hold the dash.
Hold
Well,
the
use
dash.
an action to dash, which means you have
Won't
to use
be
your
the
bonus
last
action,
time
so
we
no,
ever
you-
see the
unfortunately you
9.
can't do that.
It'll be
'Cause
5
you
years or
attacked,
more from
and you
now,
flew
but
your
we'll see
blows.
them
Okay,
again.
well, I still go
I had a Tumblr.
and reach out and wait
It's when
for,
I met a few
wait
people
for
I probably
Draglin.
shouldn't not mention here.
Okay.
Please
As the energy
help.
like
Please help.
arcs through its body, you can see
Please
Ukito kind
help.
of like shaking a bit.
Ukuto is not
Alrighty.
pleased.
So, finishing Bo's go. Yasha, you're up. Caleb, you're on deck.
All right,
What is
I'm
gesture
going
and-
for an eyeball.
Liam whispered about over there.
Back up to the surface there.
Cocked.
Fuck him
What are they talking about?
Dragonlance costumes on again.
What's going on over
Let's
there?
remind you if you don't want to. But you, I say, you do you have advantage to the end of your turn?
I do.
Now
Okay,
Liam is
great.
talking to
Go for it.
Marisha. What's
I'm
going
going
on?
to use it.
What kind of
I rolled.
what kind of secret is going on here?
That'd be 31.
31 hits.
Okay.
Now they're whispering.
So. Do you have enough distance? Okay.
Isn't this kind of like metagaming over here?
I can handle it.
Isn't that like?
Oh, wait,
are
you
they
know
like?
what? I can
You guys
do,
tell me if I'm right or wrong. But are they whispering around to each other, getting out of their seats and telling each other what to
fanatical
do?
something
And
or other.
I feel like that's.
Because
I feel like that's
I
like
can re-roll
the
and
definition
take
of
either
what
one
you
to
shouldn't
see,
be doing. Am I crazy?
Which one to take?
Or is it like
damage.
we're allowed to because we're in the same vicinity as each other? You know, I like to play by the rules. I feel like they're assisting each other on what they should do and when they should do it.
That would be.
The search for bomb.
By Holly's
Hold on.
definition,
You got your math there.
Search for
what is there to do
Search for
on there
both.
now? But I left during the Purge. I had a Tumblr for Critical Role,
29.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Doctor Who, Leverage,
Sorry,
and many, many
hold on.
more. I have a Tumblr. What is a Tumblr? Is
21
that I know
points of damage.
I know Tumblr was like a
Did you
thing.
buy it?
I never was part
That
of
does
it,
not-
so I have no idea what Tumblr actually is.
14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's 6
We're-
points of
by the
fire
way, we're
damage.
15
and I
likes
have to
away.
roll
We
one
have-
d6.
Great.
Achieved
That's
another
awesome.
like
That's
15 likes.
Oh, all right. All right, that's an extra.
I am almost
4
feeling like
points
Ukuto is almost done though. Like
Okay.
I feel like we're
First hit.
really
First hit.
close.
Okay, second hit.
This is just standard against it.
Standard.
Like
Are
regular.
you attacking against its hide, or are you shooting for the higher AC?
Jay,
No, I was
don't
going
get
for the
into
eye.
Tumblr.
I was going for the
Right.
eye.
These
I've
Both of
seen
them.
it
Right, roll your next
forever.
attack.
I've just never
Okay.
inquired what it was. It didn't seem like anything I would need or want to use.
Cocked again.
Like
it's in
usually if
place.
it's something I'd like,
Okay, so it's exactly the same.
I'm told by 500 people,
Same
That
same
doesn't-
hits
Check it
again.
out.
Then do damage to the
and
next
I've
one.
never had anybody say, "Yo,
Okay,
check
look
out
at him
Tumblr."
Where's your phone? It's within 60.
I'm all in the water. I've got.
We were actually talking about this last night because my dad was like, my dad downloaded Instagram because he's like,
18
all my
points of
friends
damage and
keep sending
5
me
points
links
of
with
fire
pictures and
damage.
stuff. And it's Instagram, and I don't have an Instagram. So last night I helped him
Strike
set
back.
up an
This
Instagram
dark
account.
purple black blood just filters out of the
And
eye.
I was like,
as you strike
half of
it,
the
and,
apps
but
I
not a
have
large
are
part,
because
you
people
cauterize the cut that you put
I
across
know
through the
use
skull
them
saber.
and send me stuff,
Go
and I
back into
can't
the water
open
as
them
the
without
water's
having
rocking
the
around
app.
you. Both
So I
sides
have
of
like
its body kind of
TikTok
writhing out of the
and
water.
Instagram
and,
and
you
all
just
these
kind of do
apps,
a
and I
dual strike
usually
side, kind of
only
holding
use
your own
them
there.
to view things that people
Yes.
Does
send
that
me.
finish your turn?
But that's
It
basically
does, and I will.
why my dad did it. He was like, I can't open any of these
I
links.
am going to. Okay, can I do Sentinel with the duplicates? Jester's duplicates?
No, you
No.
cannot.
Okay, because I was going to see if I could get in position to get you engaged. Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
I'm done.
Finishing your go, Yasha?
Yeah.
Caleb, you're up with Veth on deck.
It's a place to reblog gifs and post about stuff you like, but like Michael said, if
I
you
want
do
to
get
close the
one, it
distance
could
with
be
my
a
80
rabbit.
feet of
So it's like
flight.
pretty much
I've been counting those
everything
squares. I
else.
think I could get definitely to its face.
Like
and
I was
also
telling my
the
dad. My
Beauregard,
dad was
but
sitting on
you tell
Instagram
me.
80
and
feet
just looking at the
is right
suggested
there.
people
So you can get
for like
right
2
up
hours.
against- Yes.
He's like, I don't know, and he would keep going. I don't know this
I don't
person,
know,
and
it's
I go,
fucking
they're
badass.
Is it
suggesting
an
it to
action
you.
to grab bow?
And he's like, but why would they suggest
would
it if
say
I don't
if
know
you're
them?
gonna
I'm
pick
like,
her
if
up,
you
yes,
knew
it'd
them,
be an action to grab her.
they wouldn't have to suggest
Okay.
it. Or sometimes you do know the person and you're not just friends with them or whatever. I'm like, Dad,
I'm going to
Just
drop down
don't worry
lower.
about
I
it.
want to get face to face.
if you're only
with
using it to open
Ukatoa.
links, you don't have to worry
Okay.
about following anybody or suggested people. Then he's like, who's this Selena Gomez? I swear to God.
yeah.
He's like, who's this Selena
Finish
Gomez?
him off with love.
And I'm like, that's the famous
know?
actress. He's like, I don't know
He
her.
reaches out and
Why are they
grabs
suggesting her? I
Ukatoa
don't know
by the
her. And
side
I'm
of
like,
the face and goes
oh my God.
and vomits a chain of lightning. Now, before I do that, there's no pull-in like gravitational fissure. It's a line, and I'm aiming it down through its gut, so I'm not aiming it.
I've always been
Correct,
behind
yeah,
on
when
the
you're this
times.
close to this
yeah,
angle, you can
I
hit
mean,
both that and the
recently
back
I've
part of
gotten
its body.
and
better,
I'll pierce
but
through
I'm usually
its
behind on a
jaw,
lot of
I
things.
hope,
I
through
think I
its
still have
belly
my
and into that one
MySpace.
behind.
I still
Okay.
have my
An eye.
MySpace was the first
What's
thing
the
I ever
spell
used.
DC on, or the
It took
save
me
DC on that?
forever to join
The
Facebook.
Lightning breath. DC
I joined
19
Instagram
for dex
almost
save.
For dex save,
immediately,
okay.
but that's
And
because the
it's
girl I was dating at the time
It is
would
vulnerable.
post
The
pictures
first,
and was mad
part
at me
does
for
succeed.
not
Okay.
liking her
The
pictures.
second one
So she took my
does
phone
not.
Okay.
and
It doesn't
created
have as
an
high dex
Instagram
saves
account
everything. It's
for
gonna go ahead and
me
use a
so
legendary
that I
resistance,
could
however,
like
to
her,
save. So it saves on
her
both.
video
So,
or her pictures.
but it's vulnerable.
And
So it's just full
that's
damage.
the
damage.
literal
Yes.
only
And it's
reason why I got Instagram so
12d10.
quick. TikTok took me
Alright.
forever.
Are you-
Jesse
No,
and Ray
excuse
send me
me.
videos all the time on
12
TikTok, so I was
d10
like,
lightning damage.
I gotta download this to open the links.
Yeah.
WhatsApp I use.
Do I have
Holy schmoly.
an eye within, right in front. Like I got
Don't
the
worry,
face
Jay.
right in
It's
front. and I
probably
can do
because
that
of Martin
without
Short
hitting
and
bow.
Steve Martin.
I can just go.
Yes, Selena
right over the
Gomez
eye with
in
my
that
mouth.
show.
Sure,
with
it's
them.
not going to.
Don't get me
here's the
wrong, I
thing.
do
Attacks
know.
are the ones that focus on the eye.
Thanks, Hotel
Things like
Transylvania,
this are
but
just
barely.
standard damage to the space.
Oh, and
You don't
that
get to really
Cinderella
aim
story. Yeah,
necessarily
she's
with
in
the line, unfortunately.
Murders. I always forget the name of the show,
I don't
but
know.
I've seen
It's
it.
a lot of dice, so I'm just going to use this.
Murders.
App 12.
I feel like it's Murders in the Building or
10.
something
You
like
pass
that.
an opportunity to roll so many dice.
But yeah, so that's
Okay, so that's a full
what I know her
62.
from most recently. That and I saw a
62
video
points
going
of fire
viral
damage.
where people
both-
thought
to
she was
both
high
chunks?
or drunk and
To
she was
both
like
chunks.
grinding on her
Because they're
boyfriend or
both-
something.
Because all
Twice?
How do you want
No.
to do?
He's
is
Yeah.
all of Ukatoa immune?
I had
or
a
just the
MySpace for
head?
about 4 months. Then I
No,
moved to Facebook
it's all
because
still
it had
one
already
boss.
launched.
Okay, so
yeah, I
62 on
had
both.
Both of
MySpace
them. All right, so that's a
for a while.
132
And then-
points of damage. Is that
Oh
correct?
my God.
62 doubled?
124.
124.
Sorry, I was
Is this how do you want to do
I'm
it?
sorry, 100.
No, it's 162.
Oh no, it's still not how do you want to do this.
Wow, my brain was way off.
162?
124 points of
Oh no,
lightning
124, okay.
damage. Through, you watch as the stream comes
That is a
firing out of the
lot.
dragon's
124.
mouth through the center of the jaw and kind of blasts this dark spot through, blasts out the back and strikes the other part of its hide.
Hi.
As it does,
Oh my God, that freaked
smoke
me
just
out. I just turned
pours out from around it inside
and
its mouth as
Coco
the
is
head
like staring directly
begins shaking in
at
the air,
me
Bo
from
having
like
to
5 feet
hold on
away.
as hard as you can. But now there's these like heavy dark spots and like black burn charred, very visible
She was just like
wounds on
staring
the outside of
directly
Ukatoa,
into
multiple
my
places
soul.
across the
And
body.
she's like
If I can, I would say
literally
that
like sitting
Tailed
right there. It
Dragon's
actually
two
freaked me out.
ears are
Because like I
pressed as close
turned and
as
she was just
possible,
like
and after as it's
deadlocked.
sizzling and black, and you
I
just
didn't
hear
even know
this
she was
big throaty
awake.
voice go,
She was like out cold. What are you doing?
which means fuck you in German.
Perfect. All right.
Fish stick.
I know I heard
Fish
That was
stick.
two. They both work.
Equally well.
That finishes your turn.
done, yes.
All right. It's going to use another legendary action at this point.
Aren't you picking her up?
No, that's an action. I use my action.
This tail
we
is
decided
going to
Gambling. It's gambling.
dip below the water. You do get an attack of opportunity against
Okay.
it. Are you going for
Come
that?
on,
I
Reckless.
bent over to pick her up
Right, Reckless is on your
and
turn.
like broke my
Reckless
rib.
is on
Your
my turn?
reaction.
I
you
like
can't
pinched
do
my
reckless.
rib on the end of the chair, and when I
That
bent
would be
over, all my
22.
weight
22
went
still
on the arm of the
hits.
chair on like one. I was balancing
Was that Sentinel?
my fat ass on one of
Is
my
that something?
ribs
Can you sentinel?
to pick up
Technically,
this
it's moving, yeah.
angel baby,
Right?
Yeah, that's what she's
and I
doing.
Oh,
broke
okay.
my ribs.
Amazing.
I have no ribs. I have no legs.
Okay, so
I
that
have no
is
legs.
going to be.
I have no legs.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow.
Making my stomach gurgle, man. It's crazy.
Yep, yep. Yep, not okay.
Ate all 3 meals from Taco Bell today.
Not okay.
Monkey girl.
Sorry, give me 2
Are you
seconds.
hitting an eyeball as a reaction?
Monkey girl.
I don't think I would. No.
She's been in this
Just the
room with me
tail
all
is-
Why
day.
not?
Before this, I did like 3 or 4
No,
hours
wait, it was
of
22.
reactions.
It was 22. It was 22.
Well, you
And
told
then
her
I
beforehand.
started doing this, and
It's
she's
fine.
like been
You hit it.
sleeping
It's
on
Alright,
that
alright.
bed like the entire time, getting up to join me on occasion.
I know it seems like I'm
30
obsessed,
points of
but it's like
damage.
super
I'm sorry, I'm
important.
whipping you.
No.
Which one? Sorry, was that?
Say again.
How much damage is that again?
30
30 damage. All right.
and 5 points of fire damage.
What if I miss? Then
30
nothing.
points. What do you think of that?
All right.
30 points
You
of
strike
fire
it as you
damage, Coco.
slice upward with the
What do
blade.
you think?
You
Oh,
see it
you're
try
gonna
and
run away?
move
She
beneath the
hated
waves,
it.
and you actually grab out with your hand and
hated
hold
the
the back
30
of the
points of
tail.
fire damage.
And at that point, lightning strikes nearby. You feel the power
Was
of
that
the
a
Storm
kid's
Lord instill
reference?
you.
What did I say?
As your muscles flex, you just
Ninja, what did I
hold the
say? I don't
tail
know.
there,
It might have been.
preventing
I might have
from leaving.
unintentionally said it without thinking.
Oh, that's some
What did I say? That might be a kid's reference because you know I love me, the movie Kids. Even though it is a crazy movie, I love it. By the way, we're over the time. Get some likes in there so we can keep watching. Who
so-
hasn't liked the video yet? Whoever hasn't liked the video,
Beth, you're up.
like this
Just
goddamn
drawn that,
video.
yes.
Do I still
I
get
honestly think we're so
advantage
close
on
that
attacks? Is
I
that
like
No, that's over.
don't want to like.
Although,
you I'm gonna
it's
take a peek
engaged
real
in a
quick.
couple places.
No, I get sneak attack.
No, there is
for sure.
still
I'm
a
looking
lot.
for advantage. I want all.
All right, there
you
still
know,
looks like a
I'm
lot
not
of battle
sure.
left.
Working the angles. I'm
I
working
have
all
no
the
legs.
angles. Second
Oh my god,
question.
yes, that is what. Yeah, yeah,
From
yeah.
my
That is
sniper's
literally what it
nest.
was. Ninja, you're
Which is
100%
very lovely
correct.
up here, by the way.
Very nice.
I'm
In
just
my
eating,
head, I
like,
was saying it,
sunflower seeds.
and I didn't know. Well, you guys saw I was eating things.
Can I
But
see?
that is
an
definitely what it
eye,
is.
Or is a big
I
blue
have
dragon
no
blocking
legs.
my
The guy going down the street.
There are eyes all over.
That is cool. You're
you
good.
can see an eye
when you can
wherever
pick
you
out
wanna
a
look in that
reference.
direction.
It doesn't matter.
See, I
which
live my
eye
life.
hit it all-
No, it just has
all-
eyes
I
all
live
over
my
its
life
body.
saying movie references to the point where I don't even realize
is it engaged?
when I'm doing
Are
them.
other things engaged?
But that is
that I can
literally
see?
what I was
engaged
doing.
with the
Okay, so I will find an eye that I can see,
Okay.
and I will attack. I will charge up a voltaic bolt. This
The funny
time
thing, I'm going to
at
be honest with
third
you,
level.
Ninja.
Okay.
That is
It's
what I was
vulnerable
doing,
to lightning
kids.
still, right?
But in
No,
my
that goes away.
mind,
The
I
next
was
strike that
thinking
does it
Eddie
advantages.
Murphy
Then
from
one
Trading
time,
Only
Places.
voltaic bolt up to second level.
But I know
I
they
will
do that
aim
in
for an
kids,
eye.
and I was saying it like the
I'm
guy
just
from
saying.
Kids.
Here we go.
Come on.
Are his
So
eyes,
even
like,
though I was thinking Eddie
flaring up?
Murphy from
How-
Trading
how much are his
Places,
eyes flaring
I
up?
was
Super flare.
Oh, okay.
doing
Whatever.
the impersonation of the guy from
Whatever.
Kids.
I
So
don't
that's
know.
even
Just- you might do a
crazier.
lot of
That's
damage.
why
I'm
like
just
I
saying.
didn't immediately
Aiming for
go
an eye
like
knot.
Kids. What's Kids?
No,
Roll.
32.
How do I train my cat to only kill mice and not birds and lizards and fucking bringing me half-dead pissed off snakes while I'm smashed in my boxers? I can't fight a probably venomous snake in my boxers. We were talking about this the other day, how we had a cat who would literally go in the, like, I haven't had a cat do this in forever. We've had many cats. But like way back, like 20 years ago, we had a cat that would sneak down in the basement, catch a mouse, and bring it upstairs, like kind of like Clever saying, hold it in its mouth, and would go like look at you with like this adorable little face. He looked like this fluffy little adorable
eyes
baby,
flare up angry in
greatness.
response to the heavy
and he would
impact.
have like
But it's a
you'd
heavy
see
bit of
like his
damage to
mouth
it.
was
Well
full,
done.
and he'd like look up at you and hit
All right,
your
Beth,
leg,
are you staying put on
and
your
then he'd
crow's
be like
nest?
blah, and just spit out a dead mouse.
I will stay in the
by
crow's
your
nest.
feet.
Killed it.
And he would think he did the greatest thing
no,
ever.
the eyes,
It was
if you
always
hit the
mice
eyes, they
though.
don't do
It was
as much
only mice.
damage. They
No,
just
they do
all the
just
time.
as much damage
no,
as
they
the
He
don't.
would
They
find a way to get in that
reduce its
basement.
fury, but they don't
And
do
he
as
would
many hit
present
point
you with
damage.
the gift of dead
that
mouse.
true?
It takes the same damage to both. It just has a much higher AC.
He would give you dead mouse.
And it also reduces.
He'd
the
give you
fury.
a
Yes, which is
So I
epic
still did a lot of
DJ.
damage.
Great. Good job.
It's great. You did great.
Damage.
Let him enjoy his.
I have not
Yeah,
fully
yeah,
seen
yeah,
Kids
yeah,
yet. Might hit too close
Is it
to
on your
home,
turn?
if you know what I mean.
the rest of my
It is
turn
a crazy
to tell
movie.
Jester a
I
joke.
honestly can't believe I saw it as young as I did. Like looking back, I can't, if anything,
Start to climb
Jester
I
said
took
to
it
the
as
Plank
a
King,
warning.
Do you have a
But I could see some
wheel in
people
your
taking it
trousers?
as like
The Plank King said,
almost like,
Yes.
oh my god,
And
I
it's
wanted, like, if
driving
you're
me
young
nuts.
and stupid, I could see you being like,
you
that's
have
what I
Sprout's
want to do.
legendary action at
But
the
I
end.
looked at it in horror, like this is everything I never want. And I took it as more of a warning.
As it recoils.
And at the time, I had a girlfriend.
looks
who-
around. You can see the eyes kind
We
of
were
all
like, I
shifting
told you
and
guys, like
glancing
we
into
were like
space.
choir kids. We were like churchgoers
feel that cold
and
creep
like
once
did nothing
more.
wrong. We didn't drink. We didn't do drugs. So like watching that from our perspective, we were like, I am afraid
Make a
to
whisper.
go outside or do anything ever.
Ukatoa,
But I had friends that
No
watched it that were
advantage.
like, this is
No
the greatest thing ever. Let's
You
go
can do
do
it.
drugs and drink and party and do everything that we shouldn't, like these people.
Oh, jeez.
12.
No.
I'm
12 plus.
rolling.
That
I've given
dark shadow
all
of the
my
ocean
likes, LOL. I'm rolling.
swallows you, and you feel
Colvin,
yourself. The bubbles
How
leaving your lungs.
else are
You've
you doing?
been
Are you
here
I guess you're
before,
doing well. You're doing well
and
then.
that
We're
dark,
15
but
likes
weirdly,
away.
Awfully.
But I just kept rolling with
Consoling
it. I'm
voice
rolling
of
too. I'm
Katosis.
rolling with the show. Chibi Kiparo was saying, pay attention. After this, we'll probably stop.
You're flying still, right?
After this,
What's your movement speed
focus.
on flying?
60. Yeah, 60.
60.
Doesn't he have a dolphin
Yeah, it's enough
tattoo?
movement.
Enough movement. Movement is 60.
huh? Oh no.
You fly over onto the ship.
All right, something's about to happen.
Land next to Jester,
Oh,
prone on the ground. Jester, you see Ford rush over to you, heroically, like land on the ground next to you.
What's about to happen?
Turns to you, and his eyes are yellow slits.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Curse of the Islet.
Curse of the
Eyeless.
Eyeless from Tal'dorei.
So,
Me?
Kings,
Yeah.
is that
Yep.
Kingsley or is that
all right.
So, yeah.
Oscar
It's going to lower.
Pistorius?
No, is that cocked? Thank God that's cocked.
And that was a legendary action that you did. I mean, not an attack.
Correct.
Yeah.
What are all these?
You can attack anyway while you're.
Well, Ford, I need you to roll.
You can
two
attack
attacks
while
against
you're doing
Jester
this.
on the
Okay.
ground.
with
What is?
with
I don't know
the-
if we've
Yep,
seen it.
with your
I've
sword.
lived
And
the
this is
kid's life
outside
hard and
wars,
was told a
turning
few times to
combat.
watch
This
to
is
see
juicing him.
Yes.
the handle, how others handle consequences before I ended up with them.
33 and the second.
I mean, it was very close to home, literally, for you.
22.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, they both have.
Go ahead and roll damage against Jester, please.
Oh my god.
Damage against Jester. What did
Most.
he cast? Because I don't think we've seen that. The eyeless,
Mercer? Yeah.
something of the eyeless.
control.
I don't remember that being used very often, if ever.
It's 16
You've
points
just
of slashing
received a
damage.
PM on Discord,
Oh,
so
it's
I
a
can't
one,
be
so
lost.
9 points of so 20,
So it can't be
25.
lost in the
That's
throng
total
of the
for both
public
hits?
room.
25
Okay,
for both.
gotcha.
25 points
Okay.
of slashing damage to you.
You're not.
That's it?
You're not hexed or
That's not bad at all.
cursed, and you get
25
all my
points of
other
slashing. That's not
pluses.
too bad at all.
Oh, that's great. I keep my
You
concentration.
maintain your concentration.
Yes.
But Ford just like takes the blade and slashes you harshly across one shoulder and then jabs it into your side before pulling it out.
Isn't that
Suddenly,
amazingly
you
romantic?
Come up for air,
Sword, Ford just
and you're in the
sliced
storm,
and
and there's blood
stabbed
on your
his
sword,
love.
and Jester's on the ground covered in
Fuck
blood.
you. Oh, fuck you. That's
Wait,
so
it's on a
fucked
it's on a
up.
thing. Okay, it's on a
Horrible.
permanent thing.
Oh my god.
Well, thank God.
Fuck!
All right,
Fuck!
Okay.
Jester,
Horrible.
it's your turn.
Like and subscribe if you haven't, everybody.
It's okay, Ford. I'm going to stand up.
I mean, she could see in his eyes he had slits. He had yellow slits
Are
in his
your
eyes.
eyes
She
back to
could see
normal?
he was not
Okay, good.
himself.
I'm gonna look out at my duplicates and I'm gonna send. One of them is gonna stay close to Yasha,
Okay.
and the other three are going to go into the middle, like around here.
Duplicates.
What's the movement they can move?
They can move 30
Cure
feet.
of the Cure of the Irish. Is that
Amazing.
what it was? The Cure of the Irish.
This one
Because
here's in
when
the
They're all
Molly
gonna-
died,
yeah, they're all gonna
he
move
was at
into,
the
like, a
level
little
8,
circle
but
together,
Kingsley
like
is
close,
at
like a little
like
club.
level
That's
18.
So like up here.
Yeah, guide
Yeah,
to
and they're gonna hold
recognizing
hands.
your saints was likely a few
And
miles
dance
from
around
me.
in a little circle.
Ring around the rosy.
Yeah, like a ring around the
Curse
rosy.
When will
of the eyeless.
And I'm
or
going
eyelish.
to look
Is it
at Ford
eyeless?
and I'm
I thought it was
going
eyeless. Eyelish
This is what
is
you
how
call
it sounds.
character growth.
Maybe eyeless
And
is
I'm
the
going
word.
to
I think it
cast
said eyeless.
Mass heal.
I don't know. I'm not following
From
anymore,
my
really.
duplicates.
Not as hard as I should be,
Oh
anyway.
shit!
Oh, what? You set up a network?
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
That is so.
Yes?
Yes,
No
within
wonder
60
you
feet of
were
my duplicates.
Sweating it.
If I had lost that concentration, I would have been fucked. It casts from the duplicates the spell.
Are they staying
Look at
within 60
Marisha.
feet of
Marisha
us?
up there.
So yeah, one is within 60 feet of the people on the boat,
So
and the
you
other
can
three-
restore
Everyone's saying-
up to 700
Focus.
hit points, divided as you wish.
She is the healer. She is the healer.
Up to 700.
Fucking go.
We stand a blue-horned queen. That's more healing than she did in the entire campaign.
I was just gonna say it probably is. In one move. Mathematically, I think he might be
I'm
right.
sure we
I
can
mean,
have a talk. It's
honestly,
100
if
points
you really
apiece,
did the
just
math,
evenly divided.
Yeah, just even.
It's
everybody
probably
needs
close.
that.
No.
So,
but probably
Ford,
more.
what are
But
you
still,
at?
that's
I'm at
hilarious. That she probably
46.
just
How much
did.
do you need to be fully healed?
Well, one, 200 would do me.
200.
for
No, less than that. 160.
160 for Ford. Okay.
All right.
So that puts me.
Everyone
at,
could go to full health.
That's a lot,
There's
too.
everyone could go to full
540.
health.
Okay. How much do you need, Bo?
I need 152 if I'm gonna
Oh.
go big.
152.
All right, that is a lot.
Okay.
People need a lot.
I can math. I can
Where you
math.
at?
You can actually have
152.
I had seven- I have
1
seven hit
people are
points.
taking
Oh,
a
shit.
pounding.
Oh my god.
I've been
13
riding
minus
7
5
for
is
that
8.
mechanical
Yep.
bull.
And then 4 minus 1 is
Someone threw a beer
388 is what
bottle
I'm
at
at. No, I'm at 488 now, right?
388.
388.
First time.
Yeah,
388.
388.
What do I need?
We could literally almost fully. I'm pretty sure
I
we might
need-
be able to give
How
everyone
long
full
did it
health.
take him to make that
I
mini?
need 126.
First, let's get Kingsley.
I need 141, but
Oh my
again,
god, I can't believe how
divide this
badly
into
everyone was taken
140
out.
for Kingsley. Okay.
So now we're down
So what's
to
388 minus
248. 248.
388 minus 140 is
Okay, 248. So I'll take my one. What do I need? 126.
What is
So
it?
now we're down to
163 minus
248.
7. You need 126.
126. That's
248.
340 or 148.
122 left.
122 left.
122. Yeah, 122.
71 for me.
71 for Yasha.
We probably even have some left
51
over.
left.
51, and I'll give that to Caleb
I don't-
in his dragon form.
You
Have you
can't
taken any?
like my human
down
healing
60.
points, even though I'm
Well, then I give it
barely
to Veth.
down.
The
Yeah,
last
give it
50
to
go to Veth.
I was gonna say we literally could
roll
all
back,
go to
roll back.
max health.
Mostly back. I don't believe it. That was unbelievable.
I almost feel like
God, what a good idea.
what was the name of that?
Very big spell. You were slow rolling that.
Yep. That was fucking
Oh,
smart.
Fucking clutch. Does that finish your turn, Jester? You want to move? You got 15 feet of movement still.
700. That's like one of
I'm
those
just
things
gonna
that I
hug
feel like is
Ford
almost too
And say,
powerful.
you have to fight that. Don't do that again, okay?
Everybody is max health. We had like three of our people, at least
At
three
that
of our
moment, you
people.
hear the captain go,
We're like down to like a quarter health or less.
the cannons go off
At
again.
least
If I can have
three, maybe
6 more
four.
attack
We're down to
rolls.
quarter
That's
health.
Alright, I'll do one.
Yeah, do one this
And
time.
we all
I'll
just
sit
went max
sit
health.
out.
Mass healed.
Where's my dice? Where's
The
my
eyes
one?
look like
What are we
a
at?
reverse
Plus
middle
six.
finger.
Skill.
Mathematically,
16?
for
Oh,
sure,
crap.
LOL.
16, unfortunately,
Laura's
misses.
Wait,
played
plus
this
what? Plus
before.
Plus 6.
19?
19 hits.
Nice.
21.
Hits.
I mean, now
Natural one.
it's pretty much a done deal.
19.
We all
That's
just
a
went
hit.
to max health, and we have
three
beaten
hits.
So 3
the
hits.
crap out of
4d10
Ukutawa.
bludgeoning damage
4d10.
For each of us.
for each of the
right?
hits, yeah.
Oh. I'll take those dice now.
I'll
Oh,
take
I can't
those
ever see the
dice.
I'm not
4d10.
gonna
I
give you
don't
my
know why.
nice
The
ones
D10
now.
does.
You did this to yourself.
I'll do 5 more minutes, everybody.
Did
5
this
more
to
minutes. Will give us
Really good.
16 points for me?
20-minute
40, right?
Patreon.
Yeah,
I don't
reduced.
I don't know. We'll figure it
32.
out. But we'll probably call it
32, that's
5
great.
minutes.
Yeah, I rolled 2 10s.
It's a level 9
7 and
like
5.
Great.
the video if you have
One thing
not
these are impacting for half
yet,
damage, but
because
still,
we
it all
did
helps.
26.
bonus time anyway. Just because
Bludgeoning damage.
I couldn't
The size.
resist. We did bonus time.
Pee. It's all the rain, isn't it?
Finishing that, it comes back to
All
Ukutawa's
the
turn.
rain
All the
made
legendary
Marisha have
actions
to
are
pay.
back. Furious.
Furious
The
anger.
ocean gets choppier and choppier. Still, Ukutawa is going to go ahead and...
After Ukutawa's turn,
Oh, I get to roll and see if
I
it
think
gets
we'll call it.
No, it does not get its tidal wave back, unfortunately.
Damn it, no tidal wave. I want anger now. We're all doing so good.
And make us endure 700
want-
feet of tidal waves.
I mean,
I want the greatest
would have loved to have done it.
that Ukutawa has to,
no, it's
to
gonna go
throw
ahead
at us at this
and,
point.
yeah, it's going to go ahead and multi-attack. It's going to be a slam against...
Multi-attack.
It's going to be a slam against you.
Yeah.
That's your dragon form.
Got in its face for.
That's going to be... 20?
Dude.
Let's see.
Shield.
Because you can do that.
Shield.
Dragons can do shit!
Really?
In the spell he's using, shape change, he gets to cast spells.
I love it. I was gonna say dragons can
The
use
tendril
spells. That's pretty
whips out
wild.
to try and grab you and just ricochets off of this arcane form, this field that appears around the dragon.
Insanity.
Cool! And it speaks German!
And it speaks Zemnian. Zemnian.
Why not me?
You're right.
Move around slightly. This one's gonna.
Is the ice ending?
The ice,
Oh,
it's
question.
trying to pull away.
Oh,
Question before I use that spell slot, it has to see if it hits one of my mirror images.
Oh, that's right.
So
Because there's 3 of them up there?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Ah.
So
Yeah, I guess it doesn't rock your concentration.
Yeah, so it has
no,
to. He has a
to
chance at not
determine,
even getting hit, let alone the
if you
shield.
must roll a 6 or higher to. Okay. That's a 9. So one of the illusions gets smacked.
Oh.
I don't
So you
use
keep
shield.
your first level spell.
Yes.
All right, so we avoided getting
And
smacked.
that's normal.
Put a shield.
normal
We keep
movement.
our
There's no, like,
shields. We
That's
kept
right.
our one.
Now
our
you
first
can use
level
your
spell.
reaction.
No, it's just it can only move 20 feet for each of those pieces because it's just the ice is keeping it. It's trying to break free.
Curious if it was trying to push faster than it should. Because it does. I get to fuck with it.
This one, however,
If it does,
over here.
Oh no.
Actually, can move pretty far. So it's going to move to here. And this one is going to.
I have its tail.
Yeah, you do. But you haven't.
Well-
And now it's a new turn. You've already used your reaction. You haven't got it back yet, so now it can move.
yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, now they're surrounding the ship.
Down and
Are they gonna
around.
snap the
It's going
ship in
to
half?
bite you again, Beauregard.
I feel like they're moving to like break the ship.
Natural 20.
Because that's the first time we've seen
Finally,
it go
I got
on the
one.
reverse
find out
side.
what that was.
And I think Matt
It's
is
excited.
in dire
Okay.
straits
Thank God
soon.
you healed me.
He's going to sing Sultans of Swing.
I don't have patient defense up anymore, unfortunately.
I got it.
Poly problem becomes permanent
Going
if
around.
you don't change back.
Screw
What's the
battle.
difference
Battle.
between poly and true poly? True poly becomes permanent if you don't change
Do I
back.
have any type of dodge?
The
or
Painted
anything?
UK Ukatoa is like
Take
$95
56
on Amazon.
points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Plus
Merchandising opportunity. The Painted Ukatoa, the
24
UK
points
Toa.
of poison damage
UK
for your main
Toa
poison.
is a merchandising
I need you to
opportunity.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
When I saw the flag, I'm like, why is there a flag? I didn't realize
I'm gonna use a
UK.
key point to reroll that.
UK Toa.
Not that much better. 19.
Eaten?
Beauregard is thrown down in front of its face. It bucks you, and you're like hanging on to the side of its head, and then it just kind of like kicks you up, and then snaps you, and you are swallowed.
We are swallowed. This is what I was wondering before. So Bo is swallowed by
And then the tail
Ukatoa.
is coming for.
I would. I'm
Jester.
very curious now that Bo got swallowed.
It's pissed.
I mean,
now.
I've been
You healed
into
everybody.
this, but
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh, so close.
God, I wish I had that fucking eyeless up. Next time. It's going up immediately.
It's getting some vengeance rounds here.
vengeance
That's 27
rounds.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Bo got
And
swallowed. 41 points of
14
damage.
points of acid damage.
Ow. Oh, wait. Wait. Am I? No. 14. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Another
That's going to go
attack?
ahead and try. No, it still has a slam attack too, right?
Slam. I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I feel like he's got one more attack.
It's going to slam attack.
One more
You,
attack
Yasha.
for Ukatoa. So 41 damage to
It's gonna be
Jester.
a
Bo is
30 to hit.
swallowed.
Yeah.
And now Yasha
with
is
that.
getting some.
This thing is powerful.
20 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 10, and 18 points of acid damage.
Could I absorb elements?
You can if you want to. Oh no, you don't have a reaction though. You used it.
I don't have
to-
a reaction. Never mind.
Can I absorb elements?
18
I mean,
you said?
you can if you want
I
to.
do need you to make a strength saving throw for me,
Okay.
as the tendrils are attempting to grapple you.
Like the video if you're jumping in. We are calling it a day. As soon as Ukatoa's turn
22.
is done,
22, you are
we'll
not
be left. 22. You are
All
not
right,
grappled.
It's now furious and showing a lot of wear and tear. That ends its turn.
We're gonna stop there. 4:43:10. It ends Ukatoa's turn. That leaves us with a little under 40 minutes. So I think I'm gonna do like a 30-minute Patreon video and like a quick 10-minute YouTube video just to like give everybody the rundown. Coco is over here like playing with, I don't even know what she's playing with. But yeah, I'll do like a 30-minute Patreon, get us back in the swing of the Patreon videos, because we haven't done a Patreon video for Critical Role in like 2 months. And then I'll do like a short 10-minute video on YouTube telling everybody where we're going from here. Because after this, we still have... I mean, Michael, what are we doing after this? Are we doing the reunion? I think we're doing... Because this is Reunited. I think after this, we're doing the reunion. But I'll talk to Michael, and we'll establish something, and we'll talk about it when I do the YouTube video. Whoever doesn't have the Patreon, I'll do the YouTube video last, and that way I'll fill everybody in. We'll let everybody know what we're doing for live stream on Friday. Obviously, what are you playing with? There's like glitter on the ground from Christmas, and she's like going nuts. No reunion. How do you want to do the post-campaign video? What is the post-campaign video? Don't neglect the patrons. Okay, love. Give patron the first many episodes of Vox Machina, LOL. Give Patreon the first many well, we're gonna start. Don't forget, we're gonna do the remastered ones. So they're supposed to be much better looking. I haven't looked at them yet, obviously, because we're gonna watch it. The wrap up, the reunion will be like 5 years. Oh, the wrap up. Then I guess we'll do the wrap up. How do you want to? How does the wrap up work? Have a fantastic week, y'all. Mike, me and you will talk about it, and then I'll do it in the YouTube video. But if that's what's next, I mean, whatever you think is next that I should watch before we start something new, we'll do. And we will do that next Friday. We got the remaster versions. We got permission. Yeah, Michael is confirming what I just said. But let me say goodnight to everybody. Mike, feel free to write in the comments, but I will reiterate this all in the YouTube video and make it clear exactly how we're going to do it. In the YouTube video that finalizes this, like I said, there's less than 40 minutes. There's like 38 minutes left. The wrap up is like 4 hours. So we'll definitely split it in half. We'll probably split it in half and do half this week on Friday. Shouting everybody out. The campaign 2 wrap up, 4 hours. We'll definitely split it. Maybe we'll just do 2 hours next week and 2 hours the following week, something like that. We'll figure it out. We'll see. I mean, if we hit the 50 likes, we might do the extra 30, and then I'll just do we'll do it all almost in one episode. Wait, is there an edited version without Foster? Leaving Foster in because Critical Role left it in. Yes, that's what Michael told me. So we got Michael and Veroji, my moderators. Lace Up Hockey, I don't think ever popped in, but if they did and I missed him, we love you as well. The Dude JB, my final and 4th moderator. All of you are fantastic. We have Star, Clever Name I Made, Colvin, Ninja Master, Little Power Monster. Oh my god, I didn't see Adam Espinosa jumped in. Caleb didn't use True Paramorph. He used Staple. Oh, I thought it was Staple Chase. Shape Change. That is what allows him to retain the usage of spells. Adam Espinosa, I didn't even see you jump in. It must have scrolled down past your name when I was engaged. So Adam Espinosa, hello and good night. Oh, there's Adam Espinosa too. The Chimiki Paro, Daniel O'Day. I think I said Colvin already. Amy and David France, Holly Mac 79, my good friend Neil, my sister Jessie Dobby reactions. I know I'm probably missing somebody. Marion Ravenwood was in here before. I don't know if Forrest the Runner jumped in, but I didn't shout him out earlier. So Forrest the Runner, you as well. To all, a good night. I know, I was just asking. It's the fair one. It's a fair one. Is like a 30-minute max in like a 7-minute segment. Gotcha. Good night, Emily Mary and Amelia was earlier too. Emily Mary, I don't think I even said hi to you either. You must have popped in. But everybody, have a glorious weekend. And is it Friday yet? And I'll see you next